It is now time for the Rollout Show. Content may be a little vulgar, subject matter may be a little rough, but guaranteed to be funny. So sit back, get ready to ride with the Rollout Show. It is time to laugh.
It's the Rollout Show.
Those morning tacos?
It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show. Once again, it's on. It's the Rollout Show with another dope episode. So here we go. Rollout Studios. Keeping it real, it's about to go down, y'all. You know the deal. Now speed doggy dog. You know he got that heat.
Always.
The funniest motherfucker you ever gonna meet. Nicky Bam, where you at, girl? Goddamn. Let's get it in like a Soul Train jam. A DJ Ron C hit him with a fat mix. Reppin' Lynn with the Long Beach with the dope shit. Yep. Tangy Ambrose. Got me singing like Luther Vandross. Who's that coming in to say hey? Give it up for my big homie, Mr. Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, we back, y'all. It's the Rollout Show, bringing the funny for all y'all.
Move my hand when I say it.
It's too close.
It's the Rollout Show.
We have space.
I ain't.
Why you trying to touch? Oh, the trophy
It's
is
the Rollout Show.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's the Rollout Show. Hey, Sky.
Oh, we gotta get Nick's name in there.
That room, I know we need to. Yeah, we need to
You gotta call
try.
him. Put the honorable.
We need Shabazz in there.
Yeah. Can you rhyme that?
Shabazz.
Maybe they put one beat.
One beat.
Oh, 800.
Did I turn mine down?
That's the 800 number. Yes, Rollout Show. We are here. It is the Rollout Show right here at rolloutstudios.com. It's your boy, Speed Doggy Dog,
Somebody's phone.
the funniest motherfucker ever gonna be.
You know it's yours.
Why, Pam?
Because you're never going to meet Jamie Foxx.
But for the low price, of absolutely nothing.
Oh, is it me?
For the low price, absolutely nothing. You can check out my new stand-up comedy play at
The Wilshire Taco Bell Theater. No, right.
and the play is called.
Mama, we run a daycare at the house.
Mama.
Hey man, trust
Nick
me.
Shabid.
I'm used to
That's hilarious.
Nick should be.
That's hilarious.
Put that in there. Hashtag that. Put on t-shirt. In the house we got.
Nikki. Oops. I do that every time.
In the house we got.
Cajun.
In the house we got.
Mr. Ray. Tired, Mr. Ray.
In the house we got.
Nikki Pam.
Behind the glass curtain we got.
Oh, yeah.
She scared me. Please,
That scared me.
Look.
We all jumped.
Are we mow it?
Yeah, you should have did that.
That's hilarious.
That's
That's what
funny.
you shoulda
That's
did.
funny.
Shalom to the people.
Scared the shit out of me.
Hey, y'all seen the thing for the new Lion King?
Yeah, that's
No.
where I got it
Live
from.
animation?
Oh, no, I haven't seen
It's a
anything.
what?
It's like a live animation.
It's 3D. Looks
Yeah,
like.
Beyonce's
Oh, really?
in it.
Yeah, I know
it's
she's
pretty
in it.
tight.
I heard
She's
that.
Nala.
I'll see if I can find
They
it.
are milking the shit out of that motherfucker.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Yes.
Been around for like
From
20 years, right?
A movie, a play, animation. And they are not.
Oh shit! They thought Cajun was Hope. They said it's Hope on chemo. Y'all ain't shit. That's Cajun.
Hilarious. Say Cajun.
Who's Hope?
Hope
Hope Flood should be
You
here.
don't look like Hope Flood.
Not
Not
at all.
No,
You know they
that's because we
retired.
got it
Look
in
at
the
Brittany. Brittany
title.
said Hope.
We have it in the title, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Hope be here. She can get here when you want to.
Is she fat or something?
Hilarious.
Cajun.
No,
You
you
gotta-
don't have to say what you think.
Yeah, there's a little
Not all the
wall.
time.
Everyone has a wall. You need a wall. You go right over it and just say,
I think
Hilarious.
it's too late for me to be filtered.
no, you need a filter.
We're probably gonna get blocked for this, Nick. Just do a little couple
I'm
seconds.
not showing it on to them.
Dang, if
Like,
Speedy says
oh,
we need
they get
to
to see it
I
on the
might
back
need
screen.
it.
Oh, okay.
Is this what is this line?
it's the live animation.
What
I
do
thought
they?
this was
I
pretty dope.
always wondered.
Why we get blocked for this? Ain't no
Oh,
sign.
that was good.
It doesn't matter because it's their property to promote or whatever.
Oh, the Jungle Book.
Oh, that's a Jungle Book. They ain't the Lion King.
This is the Lion King.
It's
It said Jungle Book.
It said,
boy.
I think it said Jungle Book Productions or something like that.
Oh. Oh, they cute
The
though.
people that made the Jungle Book.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
something
make
like
Kobe
that.
watch this.
Yeah, this is pretty tight, though. I thought the animation here was pretty
So
good.
this is not real?
That's so
Nah.
cute. They're not real people. I mean, real whatever you call them,
Monkey
animals.
ain't real us.
It's just like Jurassic Park. It's the same thing.
Oh,
Except for the people are real, but the animals aren't.
oh, it is Lion King.
Nigga, they're milking the
Dude,
shit out of that.
have you ever seen what the people in the chat room look like outside the people there, like their avatars, like Big J in Dallas? What do you look like, Big J?
No, we
Just
only send us
curious.
baby pictures.
No, we need to see current nigga pictures.
No,
I need to know what you look like when you get your taxes,
hilarious.
before and after.
Some of them I know.
Yes, if y'all have before and after pictures, I want to see before and after tax pictures.
That's hilarious.
Oh, they
You
love
know, you get
sending
your
in
taxes, you
pictures.
get a new tattoo, get your eyebrows done, get some new clothes. What's the craziest things y'all ever bought after y'all got taxes? Like a good tax
I
refund.
always owed mostly, but and the one time I got some back, my tax man stole the money from me. So
told me about
I really
that.
haven't had any good luck on that. So I can't really
How
celebrate
much
with
was you
y'all.
supposed to get from him?
6,000.
And he took the whole 6.
The whole 6. Nigga, I still never seen that
I'd
money.
set that nigga on fire.
And then be liking my shit on Facebook. I'm like, this a bitch.
I'd have lured him somewhere. Hey, yeah, they doing this big party for Jamie. Come on through, bro.
I know.
Set that nigga on fire.
That would have worked. He would have been there.
He'd
for
Right.
been there. Get your duct tape out there and back. Yeah, nigga, I need 6 right now.
Right.
So earlier this morning, before you ladies got here, Speedy and I were talking about Justice Smollett his charges being dropped, but the FBI
Is in and
still
out.
investigating.
Yeah.
He going down.
Well,
Yeah, because they it's just how do you get convicted on or not convicted? 16 counts against you, and all of a sudden,
Ain't
then
the judge.
16 counts are dropped. It just doesn't
but
make
then too,
sense.
we don't want him to go to jail. Jesse, you can come here. We just say, but the mayor's hot.
Was
The
it
mayor.
smart for him to say something?
He should.
The mayor?
but
No, for
Jesse's
Jesse.
still saying I didn't do nothing. Like that,
oh, yeah,
everything
yeah.
Was,
He
I'm
was
like, nigga,
tearing
sit
up
your ass
again.
down. What are you
Yeah.
doing, nigga?
He said they bought a fighting set of CB.
Who was it?
Well, the mayor said-
Tasha Smith said that she ain't rolling with him still. So on
She don't believe him?
Yeah, she don't believe
Actress
him.
And Tasha Smith tell it like it is.
Yeah,
I've been knowing her for years. You know she has a twin.
A bald headed one.
Well, she wasn't bald headed.
They look the exact same.
They look the exact same. One just has
Really?
a shaved head.
And when she was doing stand up, her sister would come all the time and went to the clubs. And so Tasha, she wasn't that funny, but when she got into
loud.
the becoming an acting coach, set
Killed
this
the
shit
game.
on fire. Set it on fire. And then someone was like, "Nigga, you need to get in front of the camera." And she got in front of the camera. And it
took
was
off.
on the cracking.
Yeah, because before Tyler Perry, has she done any movies prior to that?
She was acting coach for
Okay.
everyone in the city. And it was Bill Duke's class, if you can get into it. Bill Duke's class was always packed. And then her class was like the next one everyone was talking about. And then it exceeded hers. It exceeded
Wow.
his. And she has the number 1 acting, if you can get in it. It's hard as fuck to get in it. And it costs.
It costs a lot of
It's
money.
a lot of money. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like a list to get on, even just to get in.
She
wow.
lives out here somewhere. I used to see her
In the valley, right?
Yeah, I used to see her at the Commons all the time with her husband. I don't know if they're still
Yeah.
together. But.
Her stand up was
I think they got a
Yeah,
divorce.
they
I
got a
think
divorce.
I think it was
But I
real
used to
ugly.
see them all the time in the Commons.
when she blew up, we were all like, wow.
Yeah, that's why did I get married was big for her. She was the Tiffany Haddish of that moment.
Yeah.
That was her.
But I think because her acting it was her. It just seemed real. So you were able to identify with her. I think that same thing with Tiffany. Tiffany just looked like it was herself and there was no lines there.
My boyfriend and I are Tasha and Marcus, or Angela and Marcus.
They a mess.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yes, child. I love him.
I don't know if I want to come by your house no more, Pam.
It's rough at my house. I'm telling you, it's like being in a motherfucking
You got love and hip hop for real. And you got
And
And you got
daycare.
daddy daycare.
Nigga, shit being torn up.
and poor little
Look, I
Kobe
can't.
ain't doing none of the bad
Listen,
stuff.
No, he just all up under me, and he's like, these
I
people
came
are crazy.
home last night. I was tired. I shot 2
What time you
scenes.
get home?
I got home about 2:00. So we're in full production now. I shot 2 scenes yesterday, 2 dramatic scenes. So I got home, it was like 2:30 in the morning. So the lights is off. It's dead dark in the house. I'm used to it being like a rail right here to go up the steps. Bitch, I said, whoop.
I fell.
I
Nigga, they tore the rail off the thing.
The
Off the
rail
wall.
is gone.
The rail is gone in my house.
Wait, the rail going up to
Yes.
Yes.
You know
How'd they get it
going
off?
into the dining room.
Yeah.
It's a monkey bar apparently.
When I
It's a
tell
jungle
you,
gym.
it wasn't even at the screws. It was at
They
the.
tearing up the damn house.
It's at the. I don't even know what
So
that
you gotta
is.
buy one. You gotta buy a whole rail.
Is that what we gotta do?
Gotta buy a rail.
I don't even
That a
know where you-
bitch?
Where do you hear that at?
Home
I
Depot.
used to buy a rail.
No.
Yeah, but Sean said
Not Home
Sean said he'll
Depot.
fix it, but she got to pay for it. He said he's not paying for it.
No, not Home Depot. You got to go to places where they have the rails, and then you got to find the one.
Well, like, what's a rail?
Because it has to
Like,
match.
They ain't got rails at Home Depot.
That's a short rail.
That
Can
might
we
have been
cut
a
it?
custom one.
Yeah, they're custom because you got to figure all the
Right.
But
apartments
we still
have
have
that.
we still have the rail. We just have to put the
It's
part.
broke at the base, right?
The base snapped.
The snap, like okay, you got with the screws, and then it was like kind of like
So before you get the screws, it's snapped.
yes, it's
So the
it's now you
screws are
can't-
still mounted into.
yeah.
You got to get a whole new rail. Sean can't fix that.
That's
Even if you
hilarious.
try to weld that,
yeah. You would have to
he
weld.
would
it.
have to weld it. So it's not that Sean can fix it. He just has to go.
Well, he said
measure
he
it,
ain't paying for it. He said he'll do it. He'll
he has
take
to
care of
measure
it, but he
and
ain't.
go get a new one.
I was like,
Where
this
you gonna
is
weld
bullshit.
it?
I love it when Sean just is the engine broke.
I was gonna say, if I
Nigga
see
just throw it
Sean,
out there.
if I see Sean in there welding, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, on a
Come
rail.
on one day, Sean be in there.
Man, what you doing? He working on it, Spiggity. Nigga, you welding in your house?
Oh my God.
I never think. And the crazy was
You
I
got a phone
ran
call, man.
home. Go ahead.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
No, it is.
Burden.
Yeah, first off, that Justin, whatever his name is, Shalama, Shaleka, whatever.
Justin,
Justin
Justin.
Just
Hey,
stuck
he's
him
gonna be a
out.
future guest. Be careful.
him.
Uh-huh.
You know that he had to forfeit his bond,
Mm-hmm.
which was
10,000, right?
$100,000 or $1 million or however much his bond was.
It was only 10, I believe.
10,000 and $1 million. That's a stretch.
Well,
It
it's
don't
10%.
matter. Whatever his bond is, he had to forfeit his bond. He had to do community service, which he did in 2 days.
Yeah.
And,
What?
Yeah,
you go talk to some little kids.
and they sealed
Good
his
touch.
case. Why are you sealing the case? What's in that? What's in there you don't want us to know?
Well,
That's
they
supposed
seal
to be
cases
public
so
domain.
that they can't
We're
be
supposed to
charged
able
for
to
it
see
again.
What's in that case?
good point, Cation.
Yeah.
Kids, you don't know.
So
Yeah,
more
I
or
do.
less,
I've seen Double Jeopardy.
that's what the mayor and them is pissed off about. Not that he got off,
Oh,
it's because they sealed the case and trying to hurry up and get rid of it.
No,
What's
actually-
But
going on?
your mayor is hot as fish grease.
Yes,
he said
is. But
that he
needs
wants him to
sit
pay
his
for
ass
everything.
down because first and foremost, he should have had that same enthusiasm when that other case kicked when that boy got shot. He wasn't saying
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So people here are like, you should shut the fuck up because have that same enthusiasm on all the shit. Now all of a sudden, this black man that got off on some bullshit. Now you want to get mad. Get mad over the other shit that you and the captain pulled the bullshit over.
Did you just pop your lips?
Fingers, you pop
He
something.
popped his fingers.
Nigga, who talks like? What's the shit?
Leave him alone.
You know what, Vernon?
Like he run a pool hall or something.
What happened?
He said, huh?
No, I agree with you, Vern. I mean, if for the fact that the FBI is still involved, you know it's some tea.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a black man. And
But
again,
he-
Jesse, this is a safe haven for you.
Speaking
And I
of him,
feel
Get it,
like,
come on.
and most people said that, like Wendy and a few other people said that his career is basically over.
It ain't
He
basically,
made
it
Wendy
is.
can't say nothing. Her husband on
He's
vacation
getting-
with side chicks.
I know.
Good point,
She
Kevin.
kind of had her nerve yesterday. The shit she was talking yesterday, I forgot who she was talking about. I was like, really,
I don't
Wendy?
watch her show.
You
But
really
my
have
thing
a lot of
is
nerve
that
today.
do you think
like
it's
her.
okay for a husband to take a vacation without his wife, and for a wife to take the vacation
Yeah.
without her husband?
Yeah, that's their business,
I can
man.
take a vacation
Yeah, I don't
without.
see nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
taking a
She didn't
vacation
know
from that
about it.
bitch.
And the girl's pregnant.
I'm taking a vacation. I got to
He
be
had
with my
the
baby.
already.
I got to kick it with the baby. Shit. You don't like the baby.
I gotta,
and
I
the
gotta
baby don't
kick
like
it
you.
with the baby.
But anyway, yeah, that's what that is, and the FBI is still involved because he's black, and they was like, look, we're
Yeah.
not letting all these niggas
He's
get off of this
white.
bullshit. They finna try to get, they most definitely
He's
trying to
gay.
get R. Kelly
His dad's white.
because
But
they
his mom is
had
black as my
all
shirt.
they had every inspector you can think of at his
That's
studio.
racist.
Hilarious.
They said he was a gay mafia, set it up. He was
hilarious.
the pawn in the scheme.
Case closed. That's funny.
Thank you for the phone call, Vernon. You'll
All
call
right.
back.
All right, Vern.
You'll call back.
So I see y'all had Kamira and
Oh my
Man.
God, that
TV
show was
yesterday.
so
So
funny.
everybody's asking me, please, did you edit the show? Is it up?
I didn't get you. I got here late. I'm gonna
are
do.
you?
What happened
I'm gonna do. It's
yesterday?
up. You guys can see it, but it said the
you
music's
don't
not
have
up.
another job after this? That's it.
Hey, I have it
say you
recorded.
busy?
On
Pam
this
got-
No,
computer.
I haven't. I just haven't edited it yet. I haven't had a chance.
Pam got kids.
I haven't.
Yeah, exactly. I have a full load in my house.
Well,
Oh shit.
the homies was like, dude, please tell me that show is up, man. But they
I'm
caught
gonna
it
do
like
it.
a
I'm
little
gonna do
bit
it right
of
now. I'm gonna do it in a minute.
And
I'm doing it on a
everybody-
break.
So
I'm sad I
it was
missed it.
it was funny. You missed it, Ray. It was hilarious. It was one.
First,
of
she
the
was. You
funniest
could
I
tell she
love
was very
Kamira
shy.
shows. Yeah,
She's very
she didn't
shy.
know where it was gonna go.
Yeah, because she was like, "What can I say? What I couldn't?" But when she figured out that it was all good,
She
nigga.
kept throwing.
Can,
throwing
Sidebar,
shit in
can
the
you
room.
block who is fuck you too? Can you block him, please? We're not gonna use faggot in the chat room. Sorry, your bitch ass is
what?
blocked, cunt.
Only Ray could use it.
Don't do that.
Wait, what did he say?
Block him. I don't care who he is or who he supports. Blocked.
Why do you
Next.
do that? Fuck you. Don't do that.
Fuck you and your mama. How about that?
Guess we'll block
And
that
your
too.
ugly baby mama and her stretch marks. Next.
Ray.
And Lena Lean, you next hoe if you keep on to it.
Ray.
Fuck them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's not good.
Your daddy a faggot. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Now,
Hey, he
continue.
behind. I guess Ray wouldn't know.
Hey, so do y'all think yesterday's show was the funniest show?
I heard it was really
one of
funny.
them.
I saw a lot of feedback.
Top
I
five.
mean, we had some good ones,
This,
but
I'm talking about this
Top
actually,
year.
Phil, since we've been back,
Yeah.
probably it's up there.
Since lights down.
Only 3 months in.
It's up
We're
there.
3 months in. Oh yeah, this year, yeah, this year, yeah.
They said I saw a lot of feedback. I was out yesterday, but I saw people saying that was like the funniest show with because they haven't been on the show together in a while, have they?
Oh yeah,
Ever.
since we were at
Since we was
Portis.
at,
Yeah.
Portis,
Since
yeah.
we've been here, they've never been on one.
Oh
together.
no,
And when we got here is when the shit went left.
They might actually have some chemistry there to do something
Man,
on
and
camera
she
together.
She kept throwing shit, and then bam! I said, God. It was funny, but it was funny because we had them, and then we still was doing our thing and clowning as usual.
You was clowning hard though.
That shit was funny. Just them two here was fucking hilarious to me. And then she was sitting on the end, so
Right.
all the dudes who was watching the show,
from this side.
so they saw the chest, and they was like, niggas was losing their mind in that fucking chest.
But were they making good Joe with? So they're in a good place.
Oh yeah, it was in the play.
I would have loved. I had to go back and watch.
We
that
had a lot of
actually.
calls too. There was a lot. Of
A
calls.
lot.
Yeah. It was like Tuesday. Talk to
Oh,
me.
Tuesday.
Talk
Oh,
to me Tuesday.
that's gonna be the new name. Not Money Making Tuesdays no more. Talk to me
Yeah, we
Tuesday.
done. We done with
Talk
that.
about Shannon Brown and
Yeah, they
Oh.
got a divorce.
Well, I told y'all I seen him cheating on her.
what would
allegedly.
we talk about? It's just a basketball player
Mm-hmm.
getting a divorce. Or
It's
did
just crazy
did
'cause
it put
he-
out? Was he a nice
Did you know
guy?
they're doing that show? I
Oh,
wonder if
they
they're
still
gonna
doing
talk
that
about
show?
Oh, you talking about Tiny and the
Yeah,
Tiny
the
Show or
Family
whatever you
Hustle.
want to call it, Family Hustle? Yeah.
I didn't see her on that
No,
promo.
she's on it.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I wonder if she's gonna talk about it.
why did they move a girl over there from his show?
Shit.
Who?
What's her name?
Who's on?
What happened?
The one that can sing. She was on your show,
Who?
but now she's over there on that
Where?
show.
On Tiny and him?
Yeah.
Nobody from our show is on Tiny and Toy. Latoya Lucky.
The one that was dating Marcus.
Oh, she's on there?
What's her name? The one with the Marcus, the producer dude.
Yeah, can you just pull it out the
What's her
back?
na-
Sorry, just
what's her
pull it.
name?
Marcus.
She sings, but she,
You talking about
she,
Brooke?
She told, yeah, Brooke is over there
Brooke is where?
at Tiny Show.
She's not on Tiny and
No,
Toy.
she's not.
They
Tiny.
showed her picture, or maybe somebody looked just
Or
like
maybe
her.
Oh,
she was
really?
on an
Her name is
episode.
Toya.
Well, I didn't
That's
see the
Memphis
name.
baby mama.
Oh, you mean
Lil Wayne's baby
Toya.
mama.
She looks just like her.
Brooke Valentine
Oh,
is not on
no,
Ti
no,
and Family.
no,
and
no,
Because
no,
the
she
girl
be-
looks just like Brooke.
Friends.
Oh, no,
That's
Toya.
Lil Wayne's baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Regine's mama.
yeah.
Oh, okay. But they look alike. That's why I was like, damn, the bitch over there. I've never watched any Ti, any of these shows.
That show's actually, I actually liked it.
It's really cute how they involve.
Yeah.
It's like a Love and Hip Hop, but classy.
Yeah.
Oh, so they
And
ain't no
just
drink
all
throwing.
couples. Like everybody on there was couples.
But it was a little interesting dynamic because remember Latoya Luckett used to date Ti.
Yeah.
So at first Tiny wasn't really too interested in meeting her at first, but she's a friend of Monica's. It was interesting, but they didn't have no girl fight about it. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, you used to date
It's
my baby
mainly
daddy.
family drama.
So
and I
if
think
it's
that's why
above
people
that,
liked
then
it.
she may not talk about the divorce on there.
I feel
I feel like she would because it's about family. Like the show is like the couples arguing or the couples issues. Like Latoya and her husband, their issue was him trying to find time for his daughter and Latoya.
right.
Because his
Or it's not her daughter.
no,
And she
And
also
also-
put
How
out
old
a
is the
song.
daughter?
5.
Yeah, she's young, but
That's fine.
Leia. Her name is Leia.
because he
The little
barely
bitch go and go to sleep.
no, it's like he barely gets her. So when he does get her, he's just all about her. And she was just saying because she was pregnant, so there was times she was in the hospital. He would leave early to go get his daughter. Just like certain things that they were having issues with. So that was interesting to see.
And she put out a song called Commitment when she was talking about she just wants someone who can listen and she wants good sex. And I thought it was an interesting song for a married woman to put out. And I was like,
I don't like LaToya, but it was a cool storyline.
It's kind of weird because I don't know why you'd have to find time to
Well, he was saying because he's so used to it just being them two. So
the wife,
it was
him and the wife, or
No,
him
him and his daughter.
Okay.
So he had to.
So now he
because she was pregnant.
Okay.
So it's like you have a new kid coming. Like you have to learn how to.
I think if anybody would have to adjust, it would be if you had two siblings and you're spending more time
you
with
don't
the
know.
other
Like
one.
the daughter could be saying anything. So you trying to please your daughter.
Because as a dad, I remember just having them, and then Justin was living with his mom, so I would pick Justin up on the weekends, and then I just say, "Hey, well, just give me Justin." She was like, "All right, cool," but it never took away from who I was dating. That I had to go.
Yeah,
pick
I don't
up
know
Justin.
what his relationship is with the first baby mama. So like you were cool with yours. So.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
trying
you
to
cool
figure
with
out-
all your baby mamas.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
to
they
be.
all like you. They want to hang out with you and stuff. I mean, I think that's interesting.
Like it seemed like
That's cool though. I mean, it's
it
rare,
seemed
but cool.
like they don't
No.
really communicate.
The closest to that was
bye, girl. Bye, fuck you. Fuck you, literally. Bye. We don't give a fuck when you would do or don't watch. Bye, girl. Get out. Get out. Bye.
Talking.
Whoever this bitch is in the chat room, if Lena Lee want to join, she can get her ass blocked too. Bye,
I
bitch.
thought we liked Leo Lee.
Yeah, we like Lena
Fuck
Lee.
that cunt.
No, we love her.
I don't like you.
She's very supportive of
The
the
we
show.
stands for them over there, not the we over here. We, me. Them, yes, me,
I love
no.
Lena Lee.
If you want to talk shit,
No,
bitch, my mama
I guess
will
what
come
I'm
up
trying to
here.
figure out is why would the wife be like, well, you're spending too much time with your daughter?
No, it wasn't that. It was just that she felt like he need to learn how to balance because, like, if she was feeling like I'm in the hospital by myself, she was having like complications.
Okay.
And he wasn't there.
Okay.
So she was just saying like y'all could have both came.
Gotcha.
And he was just like, oh, like he wasn't thinking like that.
I was about to say, nigga, just bring it to the husband.
Yeah, like she was like, you could have both
I hate
came
being in
instead
the
of just
hospital.
not coming. And he was like, oh, like he didn't think like that.
So is he still that way now with the new baby there?
I don't know because the show.
It's coming back on April 15th.
All right. Well, just so you ladies know, I think have a dad is so important for boys and girls. It just really is, and the brothers got to understand that as well. But they're really important, and I think that's why in slavery they went after the black man because we are the strength of the family.
Yeah.
Through us, everybody flows. When we move out the picture, shit starts falling. And then when y'all
That's
too,
true.
They're gonna say women too.
Women too, because you guys are the buffer.
Why we always got to say the women too? Can you just stick to your point, Pop?
Shut up,
You was
Nick.
doing
Stay
good.
strong. Stay in that lane. Okay, go back. Now go back. Go. See, if a black man ain't in the house, shit fall apart.
Yeah, there we go.
I agree with that.
But women are the
But they
buffer.
raped them. They made the, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all are the buffer for kids. Like we have to be tough and don't do this
And provide.
and you guys have to be the one to go. Come on, Mama said, come here. And that was what's going to be what was missing from my kids is that they didn't
like the
have their mom
balance.
to say, okay, Daddy's tripping. Now it's just me, and I have to learn to not always be because
The tough-
if I talk like this, why are you yelling? I'm not yelling. Yes, you are, bitch. I said I'm not yelling.
You talking about with the three? Okay,
Maya is
okay.
sensitive. She don't even seem like she is.
Oh my God, her and
I
Madison
will put
argue
them
about so she took Madison's phone because Madison wouldn't clean up, and
Me and
Madison
Brittany
went.
never really argued.
Madison went 51-50. I said, "Well, Maya, you ain't the mom. Just come tell me why are you yelling?" I said, "I'm not yelling." I said, "Come tell me you're yelling, bitch. I'm not yelling."
You know, girls are sensitive.
Yeah,
But I wasn't
especially his
yelling.
right.
But
Yeah.
you're taller and bigger than her.
I was sitting there.
You're still taller than her, big sitting down.
It's still you're still her dad,
dad.
and then she feels like you're.
But she can't take Madison's phone to get her to clean the room.
Well, I mean, she's not the mom. I agree with you there.
I mean, why not?
Maybe
though?
she just feels like because she's the older sister,
Yeah.
their mom is not
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. I would have took her phone too. Like, get off the phone. Get off the
And
phone
Madison-
and clean up.
Madison is Madison reminded me
Cunt.
of this one.
She still talks.
Madison's like her.
Yes, Madison said
Really?
she said all.
That's why me and Madison got along.
I like Maddie though.
Maddie will say it all and don't care. And I don't care about your stupid stuff either.
I remember we were at Jamie's house for that game, and Jamie, he was like, "You're on my team." She's like, "I don't want to be on the losing team."
Oh, that was Maya. That was Maya.
That was Maya.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I had to tuck my little
That's
shirt in on that
hilarious.
one. I was like, huh? And Brooklyn like, nah, Dad. I'm like,
No, Dad.
nobody shook me.
Maya's so funny. She's actually reminds me the most of you.
She looked.
Yeah,
when I say
when
she
we went
reminds
over
me
your
the
house
most
for
of
game
you.
night,
All
she
your
reminded me a
kids
lot of
look
you,
like
like
you.
not one to lose.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But she is a splitting image of her mom. Like every time I see her, I see her
Oh,
mom.
really?
She'll do the little faces, and her mom used to do those
Is
faces.
that
and her-
hard for you?
Yes, it is. It is.
Aw.
Yes, because she is a splitting image of her mom.
Wow.
Brooklyn looks like his mom, and then Zaria a little bit, but Maya, dead on.
And the attitude and
Everything.
Wow.
The quick temper, mad at the world.
No reason to be.
Charity hated everybody.
Really?
Really?
She hated everybody. That's just how she
What was her
like
zodiac?
nobody.
Was she Aries?
October.
October. What is
Oh, that
that?
was Cancer?
I
No.
Libra.
Scorpio?
Libra.
Libra.
Libra,
Oh,
yeah.
the devil.
Yeah,
I
unbalanced.
don't
And then if Libras are, whatever they do, they
Libras
do to the
are
extreme.
lunatics.
So if they get in a church, it become a cult, and they're 24/7. That's just who she was.
Libras are hard to tame, like because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
I think they're on like the 8th dimension or something like that.
Whatever it is. man.
Speaking of which, what was with your girl yesterday, dog? Hecka.
Yeah, how you gonna tune out on your guests?
Wait, let me just tell y'all.
You were
I'm
looking so
gonna say-
embarrassed.
What happened?
So we had a I don't know what she
Right,
was,
she's
a psychic
Yeah,
call in
she's actually
yesterday.
really good, but go
And she used to call in on the Rollout Show a while ago, whatever.
back in the day when
Yeah.
I was at the other location.
And even at
she
Poison
called-
Studio.
No,
She
yeah,
called
you
in.
did-
Yeah.
she did call in.
And nigga, Speedy's like, oh, Hecka's gonna call in. I was like, are you sure? He was like, yeah, I think it's gonna be. She good. Nigga, Speedy checked out on his own guest when she started talking about the fifth and fourth
No,
dimension, and
What?
she was a
When
plant.
she was
and-
talking to the other
She
people.
was a
She
plant.
said-
it was awful.
She said,
It was
hold
awful.
on, let me talk to him. I said, huh?
And
So-
she was talking to other people like Tangi be doing on the show and stuff. We were like, who are you talking to?
So
she said, I'm
she
talking to
texted
them.
me right after she got off the thing. And
Oh,
and read it.
no.
Go ahead and read it.
Why is your font a size 70?
Shut
Speedy?
up, boy. So I ain't got to put my glasses on.
Oh,
What
wait,
did she
Speedy
say?
got cussed out. I'm not sure why you only had me on for 3 minutes. I rushed what I was doing and cleared my schedule for you guys. Is there a reason why? Why are you looking for were you looking for something in particular? And Speedy said, no, we just had some guests we had to get on, so I wanted to have you come back, and we don't have any guests. Hilarious.
So
She knew something was off.
We all got quiet. Teeter, Kamira, we were all like,
I didn't
don't
know what
what's
to
going
do
on.
because
What do you
she-
say when a woman says she's a plant?
They made jokes the rest of the show.
I'm a
I
tulip.
didn't.
Nick, too.
I
tulip.
respect Hecka
What
and
was
what
she
she does.
saying?
I just think
Speedy,
yesterday
she was on some different shit.
What is
yesterday.
she
it was different when she did think about that she had to go into another realm or find another, and then she's talking to the spirits, and the spirits was there, and she was like, and then Tangi said something. She said,
She
"Well,
said-
let me ask,
She said, "What
realm am
what
I in?"
dimension
Yeah,
am I in?"
And
she
she
said,
went, "Hold
"Fourth."
on." No,
Then
she said, "Hold on." Nah, really? Okay. They said, I went,
Oh, she was talking.
She said,
And I totally respect who she
we
is.
Tangi said, "Well, which dimension is the fourth?" She said, "Hell."
You're in hell.
You're
you
in
know
hell.
Tangi don't take that
Tangi
shit.
was like, "Oh shit!" I was like,
But then she
"Oh,
said,
this
"You can
don't
get
look-"
out," but right now you're there. So hold on, let me ask him
If
again.
she came back and said you're in hell, I would have been laughing.
The funniest thing was
What?
when I said how many dimensions, she said
Hold on.
10, 11,
2,
12.
3, 36.
She was like 15, 20,
She-
29.
29. She said 29. There's 15 dimensions. I'm like, really?
She was
How you
smoking
go to 20?
Pioli.
Again, I
Claiming
totally
a complete
respect.
number.
I totally respect what Hecka does. When she called in, she was dead on when people called.
Back in the day.
No, but I'm just saying, I was just thrown off, and I needed to redo that so it'll be better for her. Because you talking about, somebody said
She-
you can
she
feel the
went
room.
off on her
You
own.
look right.
We didn't make her.
You could feel the room. The room was like
Freddie Toothpaste says she was acting like Dr. Strange.
Yeah.
She reminded me of the white dude that Tangy sent here. That's what she reminded
Oh,
me.
the
Yeah,
one that says he can pray for you and read your blessings.
Yeah, whatever
Nigga
he
said,
was doing.
"Send
He could
that
zap
money.
us and shit.
Send that money.
Yeah, it was
I'll
like
send
it was like
your
the zap
blessings.
shit. Yeah.
I send your
So
healing.
what plant was she in her other dimension?
She didn't say. She just said she was a plant. In Dimension 1 was a plant or something.
Yeah, but she said that she had to.
Nigga, no.
No, she is really good. It's just
Speedy, you keep saying that. They said Speedy is the king of
good
Adilla.
at
I was
What?
never a plant. I don't know what the fuck. that means.
no. The plant shit came from Tangy's friend who said she was that her friend. Remember, her friend went crazy, and
Yeah,
I
she
and I
said her
kept
friend
saying her friend is a plant.
No, but Hecka mentioned something about one of the dimensions was plants.
No,
She did say that.
No, she said it was
She said it?
animal. She said animal.
Oh,
And I said that Tangy's friend. So Tangy Kate went on this thing about she had a really pretty girlfriend who
What'd
was
you
doing
think
the
about
spirit
the
things,
lady?
and she went crazy. And I said she was in the crazy house going, bitch, I'm a plant. You need to seed me. Put some water on me. So we did a whole run on that shit. And I knew she was pretty.
You better be careful. That lady might put a root on you.
I was scared to talk afterward because I was like, is she listening? Does she know we talk about her? Does she know
Is
that
she
we
listening to
when
that?
she was talking, I was thinking, does
Doesn't
she know
matter.
we think she crazy?
She knows what she's saying. I just think yesterday it
Stop,
was
Steve.
just we weren't.
So
it
you
wasn't.
cut her off and she got mad.
They said she's a succubus.
Speedy said, what's your information? And then got cussed out
It's
by
your
Ted.
show.
Hey, well, I know one thing I always lean on.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Do you guys believe in people that prophesize and can see things? Because I have a
That's a good
girlfriend
question.
who I won't say her name, but she doesn't like it when she's called a witch. But there have been times where she has told other people things about their lives that she did not know prior. And she saw things that happened before it happened.
I believe there's
Yeah,
people
I do.
that
I
have that have things like that funnel through them.
That one guy that was here that Tangy brought, he was telling
The
you.
pretty dude.
Yeah, he was telling y'all
Savon
things.
or
That nigga
Siobhan?
had so much makeup on. I was like, nigga, how would I believe you? You got bass on.
Did he have makeup on? I didn't notice that.
Nigga didn't have a bump or nothing.
His
man.
eyes was popping.
Nigga, it was all, I kept doing like that. I cannot look at this nigga. This nigga's on fleek. and I have a problem when dudes look at me. I can't. Like, you can stare out of mine, but when he kept looking at me every time he talked, I was like, nigga.
You're the interviewer. He's supposed to
No, I wasn't talking. I made sure I wasn't talking. Pam and they were talking. He kept going, so.
Well, he was remember he was telling you about charity and all that.
Nah, I ain't want to hear that. Because then I got to look at him. Look. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, didn't he say your color was like pink or something like that?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like fuchsia
Yeah,
or something?
some shit like that.
Really beads.
I'm just saying, that was your color. What you mad at me for?
That was my color. But Hecka, it knows what she's talking about. So let's make sure we got that clear. And she is my friend. But I think 2 minutes in, I went, yeah, let's go get your information. That's the only thing I can lean on when niggas it ain't cool. Yeah, all right, give your information.
They
Hilarious.
said Freddie Two-Piece said she was saying stuff like you have a grandmother. Your grandmother's old, right? I don't believe in psychics sometimes because they say the obvious, like, you're older, right? Like, you have kids, right? No shit.
I love it when they tell Pam. I go, no, you're not a psychic.
They said, yeah, your aura was pink, but so yeah.
Aura was pink.
I don't remember that.
But I don't know if I believe in that. I mean, biblically, I can't even say it right now.
Write it
Biblically,
down. Then say
There
it.
you go, Nick. Every time I point, you say it for me.
Biblically.
It's hard. It's hard.
Biblically. Shit. In the Bible, it says.
Yeah, thank you. In the Bible, it says you're not supposed to believe in that type of thing.
Right.
that's not what it says.
But it's just crazy.
I
Right?
tried
It's
to
true.
stop.
You are
No,
not
no.
supposed to
I
believe in
tried
that.
to stop
But
you.
they're like,
But this is-
a prophet is fine,
I was gonna
right?
say there's a difference between
Yeah.
believing in something, right, and participating in it.
Because
What
sometimes
it-
they won't see
Oh, I see
things
what
the
you're
right
saying.
way.
Right. What it says is that there are people in prophesize and see the future. Like that's a fact, right? But as us being
Where's Brittany?
who
Tell
we
her.
are, we shouldn't be entertaining, that kind of thing. Just because you can say if you meet somebody and they do know what they're talking about, right, and you go with that, then you run to the next one and they don't know what they're talking about. You run with that, you could just tear your life apart.
Oh shit, Nick.
And everybody was just looking real confused. She said, you're on 4. She was like, you're in hell right now. She said, you only have 2 more times to reincarnate and come back and get out.
Did she say all that?
Then,
I think I blinked out.
and then, Speedy was like, okay, I'm out, I'm done. and he just was. And then she said something about being a plant. Then
Yeah,
when she said
she did say that.
the whole
I know,
room lit up.
It's back.
I mean, they talked about that for 25 minutes. This Speedy gonna sit up here and say plant power. He said all types of shit, and he said, "Bitch, I'm a plant," and he just kept doing it. And then him and TDP just started. They just went on this whole run.
Oh,
and
God.
I already know.
You got to see it. If you missed it yesterday, you.
And
got
I
to
am
see
so
it.
sorry, you guys. My intent was to get in here early and edit the show. I will.
Again,
I definitely
Pam
will.
doesn't have a job. This is her job. So when she leave here,
and it's like,
she
and
can
it's
just go
like,
home.
Pam has
I
kids,
notice
though.
now since you
Oh,
said
my
it,
bad.
Speedy, I can always tell when shit go wrong because you get real quiet.
Oh yeah. Because I'm like, oh my God, how we gonna get out of
Well,
this? And I'll be looking
yeah.
at Speedy like, do something, do something.
And she'll, like, smile and
Pam
be
sitting
like-
there like, what the fuck? What's going on? I don't know what. She just looked like.
And I'm typing that in the chat room like, what the fuck is going on?
He said, "Heck
when
is a
they
sea
said-
witch."
Then when they really start, when they said that she got to reincarnate and come back, then that's when the whole room lit the fuck up. Then Speedy was like, well, shit, you only got 2 more times.
Oh
my God.
In hell is not.
again, she
Yeah.
does know what she's talking about.
Okay.
She must have been smoking some bad weed yesterday, because how you going to sit up here and you supposed to know this shit? She said 29, then she jumped from
Thank you.
29 to 15.
Thank you.
Then she jumped from 15 to 36.
Yeah, we were like, all right. She had to be on something yesterday.
And then the thing that was really killing is that the sniper was going and y'all didn't even hear him.
Who?
Huh?
Oh, you talking about TDP?
No,
Oh, the sniper.
God damn it, I forgot his name, and I'm sitting here, and he answered the phone. God damn it.
Nick?
Dominic.
Oh, Nick. That's Shabazz.
Was-
You forget
I mean,
nickname,
Nick
didn't
was
you?
going in, and y'all didn't even hear him. Nick was like, really? I thought you said it was 15. It's like, well, what the fuck you talking about? And if y'all really just pay attention and listen to Nick had me dying yesterday. And then when you started
Impossible.
talking about plant power and all this other shit, that just took it over.
Well, learning.
Well, they're begging me to. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, you guys, to yesterday's show. I'm going to unleash it right now, and then after the show, I'll go back and cut the music out. So
Pam, just do your job.
shut up.
You got one job.
Shut up.
Edit the shit.
I forgot about it. to be
Nikki
honest
Pam,
with you.
I was trying to tell you that I recorded it on the desktop, so you don't have to edit the music out.
Oh, I see. It just re-upload it. Okay. All right.
So
All right.
one bead gonna re-upload it, y'all.
Yeah. So it's there.
It's a
There
funny
you go.
show.
Damn,
TD,
sad
I just didn't know how it was gonna go because, and again, so before the show, I had called Teeter because I forgot that.
Oh yeah,
Camille was coming.
because she had canceled like.
And then
They
I
they
get
had
here.
an issue before or something?
They used to date.
Oh yeah, she did
they
say
still
that
do?
the
Busted
last
tires.
time.
She's the one busted tires.
She flattened his tires and some
She
more
Twice.
said
shit.
that
2
when
times.
she came.
She did it
That's
here
why I
and
was
at the
mad
other
I
location.
didn't come because she's so funny. She talked about her friend dating her dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
She and Precious came to Jamie Foxx's house uninvited, got through the gate. It was in the party because they heard Tina was
Listen,
there.
Precious,
Yeah.
the last time
So-
she was here.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. That was
I
funny.
love
God.
Precious and Kamir any day. I can call Kamir and say, "You got any bitch? You got a problem? Call me." I'm looking
Well-
forward to it.
So I get here and I'm like, Teeter's on his way. She goes, well, Kamir's coming. I was like, she is? He's like, yeah, I told you
It
she was
is
coming.
Speedy being
So I
passive aggressive as
well,
he
call
is.
her and say, we booked. And she's like, fuck that. I'm on the freeway. Teeter was like, I'm on the freeway. I was like, hey, nigga. So
I asked TD. He said, no, it's cool, it's cool. So we
Yeah.
didn't tell her. We forgot
and
to
they
tell her.
drove
that-
off together too.
Oh, they did? Because you was out there. You was out there
She
being
probably gave him some booty in the car.
nosy. Right? Oh, she told her she was going to give him some on the
See?
show. She said, oh, you trying to get some pussy. She did say
In the
that.
car?
No, she said that on the show.
No, like, but
Oh, I'm sure they did. I thought they was going to go into the...
location, man.
But Teeter has a big truck.
No, he was in the Camry.
Oh Lord, can you imagine them both?
Oh, y'all
Oh, that's wrong.
Over the sunroof and let
Yeah,
them hear the sunroof.
You motherfucker.
You know what that reminded me of? Nikki Pam, what was that show you suggested where the exes meet up on like an island or something? They got to
Oh.
compete. What's that
I
show
know what
called?
Paradise Island or Temptation Island?
I don't watch neither one of them. But
I think it was like X on the beach.
Oh, X on the
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
X on the beach.
so I was
yeah.
thinking, if you guys had to do a game show like that,
Ooh, no.
and like
X on the. So
but-
what'd you do? What'd you have to do?
you had
Somebody
to-
ain't making off
I don't
that
know,
beach.
but let's just say you have to do a game show, right? Your
Right.
teammate had to be an ex of yours.
Yeah.
to win, let's say $1 million.
Do I get to pick the X?
You get to pick the X
Oh,
and
that's
you get
easy.
to win $1
Do
million.
you pick it or do they pick it for you? I
They
think
pick
you
it
let them.
for
I
you.
think
Now, if
you
you
let them
picked it
know
for
who your
me-
exes are.
Yeah, you give them a
No,
list
no,
of
let's say-
available exes, and then they pick the one that's.
That's the
Let's-
messiest.
Let's say you had to pick one. Who would it be?
One of my exes.
Yeah, to be in a competition with to win $1 million.
Pick one you would do it with and one you wouldn't do it with.
Okay. I wouldn't do it with flag football. I wouldn't do it with him.
That's who they
That's
would
for
pick
sure.
too.
Yeah. Exactly. No, and then who I would do it with is probably Jerome. Yeah, Jerome Benton.
I love when you get in trouble.
I
Ray?
know. You asked, nigga. You set me
Because
up.
you're so easy. Okay. Ray,
I wouldn't bring none of my exes on TV.
but we just talking outside.
What?
You
who
like
I-
one of them? You're not cool with one of them?
One that you would help you win the $1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, Marcus, and then
Who?
not Vic.
Oh yeah. I can't stand him.
Yeah, we're gonna run him over.
For me,
Well, I actually, I did almost run over his foot.
to help me win the $1 million, I would go with Penny, Justice's mom.
Oh really?
Yeah. Who would just not do it. We argued the whole time.
They said Sean is on the freeway right now.
Sweetie always be setting me up. This
No,
is
that
just
was
hypothetical, right?
You jumped in. You went, okay. You gonna give it to somebody
He's
else?
like, I got it.
Mine.
There's a Marcus
Who
used to know.
Who would I not do?
So Justin's mom is your favorite.
But we get along.
Hilarious.
We cool.
You can't say favorite. We got
His
multiple
mom
baby mamas.
His
Get out
mom.
here like, what about my mama?
His mom. We argued all the time.
Y'all did?
We're both Virgos.
Oh, but
So-
she hangs out with us still.
But every time she does, she go. She'll stand aside. Look at Speedy.
Can't believe I let him
Yeah.
net me.
Look at him.
Really
Every
like
time she
the
does it, I'm like,
mom.
She does do that. She do look
Nigga.
at you like nigga.
yeah. Or she'll go. I'm here. I invited you. No, you didn't. Dominic brought me here. Okay. I'm going to talk to Jamie. Anyway, go.
But at least you guys aren't trying to like stab each other and run each
Yeah.
other over.
Yeah,
But it was always like that.
really.
Except when we were dating, it was cool. And then when we started having the kids and we were together, we argued 24/7.
Yeah, she do look at you every time like.
were you guys friends
nigga?
first?
And then she look at me like niggas friends.
Yeah. We met at the Baldwin Theater. I used to work at the Baldwin Theater. Her cousin worked there with me.
Hey, we ain't finna
That's
just talk
not what
about
I
my mom.
asked you. I
though.
said, were you
Shut
guys
up.
friends first?
I was going to explain it. I have to explain it this way. You don't mind, do you?
We'll talk about y'all mamas in a minute. Know that.
Everybody mama not here. Anyway.
Wow. That was low.
But you guys,
So-
but
so
it's
we-
a good thing though now.
Yeah, we cool now. But it's like she does that to
Like
me.
playful.
Like she'll show up and just stare.
Yeah, she does.
And she won't say that to me. I look over. I just want to see if you saw me.
So y'all like Pam and Martin now, like
Yeah.
kind of joking on each other.
Yeah.
Always a
That's
joke.
good.
But yeah, we met at the Baldwin Theater. I used to work tearing the tickets. Her sister, her cousin was working there. I said, "Hey, you," because her cousin was cute at the time. And I said, "You ain't got no friends?" She said, "Well, I got my cousin to be here in a few minutes." And his mom showed up. I was like,
And here
my
nigga
Couple
is.
babies later.
"That's my flavor.
That doesn't tell me if y'all was.
That's
friends
my
first.
flavor."
That doesn't tell me if y'all were friends first.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can. But I think they saw each other. They
Yeah,
they
we
liked
start-
each
and we
other. And they
started dating.
started
That's why it
fucking.
didn't work out.
First of all, what the 21-year-old not gonna do?
I'm 23.
It's still 21 to me.
So you said okay. So you said Justin's mom. You would pick
we because we can.
Then who wouldn't? Who you wouldn't? Which one?
Michelle.
I'm like, yeah, I like them all. And they all would probably help me get the meal. I don't think just his mom would just be, she would want to do it her way.
Oh, okay.
Because we both Virgos and we both have to be in control. So that would be the only problem. So I would say his mom.
What about you, Nicholas?
You ain't got no
Damn,
mom.
I gotta use some names.
We don't know him. We don't.
That's all good. I ain't
You say
tripping.
Carol, nigga.
Yeah.
We don't know him.
Shit. The one I'm not rocking with, you of course know, is Rebecca.
Is that the crazy one that was calling and messaging everybody?
Nah, this is the one from she was Jamaican and Jewish.
Jamaican and Jewish.
Jamaican and
Jewish.
Jewish.
Yeah, from Brooklyn.
She
How
sound
does
like
that
she.
Ray,
work?
he just said he wanted to bring it up. You went,
Oh!
Is that the one that was?
No, that's not what I was talking about. Nah, I just didn't want to mention
Damn, Ray, you worse than Pay.
I didn't
You
wanna
talking about the
mention
one
that.
that fuck everybody?
That's the Auntie Ray.
I feel like this. I need a switch, nigga.
Nick did introduce me to one young lady. I liked her. She was really nice. I did like her.
So the one from New York? No,
Rebecca, the one
Is that the one I met at
the
the show?
kind of thick girl.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, she was pretty.
Nah, you ain't
She
never
wouldn't
met
help
her.
you win the mill.
The one I remember I met at the comedy show. She was pretty.
I don't know.
She was
So-
thick though.
This
She was
nigga
really
right here.
pretty. Black girl, long
Nah,
hair.
this nigga. Right here.
He didn't name 5 different people. Okay, the one with the blue dress.
Yeah, I don't know who this nigga talking about.
Oh my God.
Whoever's listening to the show, like, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus.
But no,
Praise the
I'm
Lord.
trying to think. One of my exes that I would pick
That would help you win the million.
probably be Sheena.
Okay.
Yeah, she was smart, tall, athletic, and you know what I'm saying. She didn't argue. She was cool.
Oh, she didn't argue.
A Jamaican
that's-
and Jewish. That's interesting.
In order to
I
win
know,
the
right?
That was
million,
rough.
you
Yeah.
gotta pick somebody.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be arguing about
Yeah.
the direction of whatever we're trying
Yeah,
Or,
to
yeah.
or if you do argue, it has to be to where you could still.
function. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you ain't gonna quit. Like fuck it, then, bitch.
Yeah.
I will fuck it, then, bitch, in a minute.
Wait, let me.
Some of them like they just breathe and you be like, I'm out. Fuck the money, I'm out.
Oh no, I know who it would have been. Brownie.
When
Is
you
that the
win
one that
money
did that
on
the kid
TV,
that
you
Justin
have
used to
to-
tease?
Taxes?
That's the one that Justin
Used to tease.
Justin used to call her Cupcake. Her name was Brownie. He's like, I hate your son. I said, well, Justin, and Justin was
But
like,
Justin's an asshole. So.
Nah, yeah, Justin was a terrorist when he was,
Yeah,
he was a terrorist.
he used to give all my girlfriends the blues.
Really?
My daddy got another friend. Bitch,
That was
in the car seat.
I think that would probably be me.
Right.
And he used to say the wrong name. Are you Sandy?
That's funny.
I'll be setting up traps.
So out of the three of you guys, you, your sister, and your brother, who was the most devious or the sneaky one? Oh, they said
easy.
Brittany said it was
Yeah,
you.
definitely me.
Oh.
That's easy.
Because I was the oldest, so I was like, I had all the plots.
Oh, okay. And did they just fall in line with you?
Brittany was just like kind of quiet, and Brandon was a little evil too, but I was the mastermind.
So who
for
followed
sure.
you around? She did?
I wouldn't say she followed me around. Me and Brittany just always got along though, because I mean,
Y'all
we're
never
sisters.
That's
Not
good.
really.
That's really good.
That's good.
That's amazing. I mean, my
There's
sister
nothing
and I
really to
never
fight
argue
about.
like that.
Nigga, me and my sister 24/7. And I mean 24.
It's
My
really
sister,
nothing for me and Brittany to argue
a miracle
about.
sister, miracle's mom.
Oh, really?
24, because she a Virgo too.
Oh.
24/7. We got
My
access.
sisters and I never argued with our brother, but my sisters did not get along. They argue still to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
20
not fighting, just arguing.
No, just arguing. They don't ever hit it. Now they will knock a bitch. They will knock each other out. But as adults, it's just like a get the fuck out of my house.
Oh, that's
Merry Christmas and get the fuck out.
Bitch, this is my house. Well, leave your house.
That's how we do one dinner at one house, the brunch at the other one. So just in case some go down, we can have a split. I guess it's a sister thing. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
But you didn't argue with your cousins when you guys were growing up, did you? Like you and LaFawn and Marla.
Never.
I can
Only
see that,
time we
though.
argued is when mommy died. And
Yeah,
and that's
but that
when
was
it got.
emotions.
What was y'all
Yeah.
arguing about?
Because here's the thing. My mother was the
Splitting
mother.
everything, probably.
No, my mother was the mother. They're my cousins. So my mother was the one that raised them, raised everybody in the family, like the matriarch, whatever. So they forgot it was my mom.
Right.
You know, and I really had the final decision.
Right.
And they raised me too. So Marla, she raised
Oh,
raised
so
me.
they were making decisions.
They were trying to make decisions
Okay,
that I wasn't really wanting to do,
Okay.
and so we just kind of all the
Right.
tension was there.
And did you-
And it was an
I
emotional time for you
And then I
guys.
was like, "Look, if
you
you
put
want to
your
talk
foot
to me,
down?
talk to LaFine, because you guys want to. You have any questions, go through LaFine or whatever." They were hot as fish grease about that
Yeah.
shit. So that was the only time. Then we had to have a cousin meeting.
Yeah.
like months later though.
Yeah.
A cousin
You remember?
meeting?
Yeah, we did.
That makes sense though, because it's your mom. So
Yeah.
it's like at the end of the
But
day,
they
you
all
have
love
to,
Pam's mom. Like at her funeral, like
Yeah.
everybody from their
But it's
neighborhood
like when
friends.
it comes to that, it's like y'all got to remember, like
It's mine,
my
Yeah.
mom.
not really yours, even though you
Yeah.
feel like it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember that food was good too at the repast too.
Oh, I did.
I didn't go. Did you cook? You cooked? that?
No. I
y'all
went to.
catered?
I got a cater from Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Somebody had a little money.
It was good though. I know that
all
was
of them?
jamming.
No, my boy worked there, the one in Fox Hill, so he's a manager.
Sidebar: this weekend is the NAACP Image Awards on
sure is.
Saturday, right?
They said Jussie's coming. They said that that's why he's in LA or whatever. So this should be interesting. We'll see him at the after party.
Are
I
we
think they
mad
gonna
at?
do
Are
it.
y'all mad at him?
No.
Like,
We want him to come do the show. Jesse?
Jussie.
what?
Was it Jossie?
I won't be here.
Why? Gays don't like gays?
No, I just think he's guilty.
Me too. I know
You're
he-
not guilty, Jesse.
I think he was getting
Justin.
fucked in the ass by them two Nigerian brothers, and it went wrong. He wanted more money. They've proven everything. They got the boys on camera buying the rope and the shit, the bleach,
No, he wrote him a check. That's the thing.
and then they got magazines in their house that they found with pages and letters cut out that matched the letters that was sent to the Fox studio. Like, how much more evidence do they need? They need the semen out of his butt.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Too far. Anyway. Yeah, and
I ain't
today
know
is
they
the
have
first day of baseball. Yeah.
Oh God.
care.
It's like
I could watch.
Watching
I
paint
can watch
dry.
the first game of baseball, literally all of them. I'm gonna watch them all day.
really.
I recorded
You
it.
and my dad. He sit up there eating some peanuts, watching
Baseball.
Dodgers.
Maybe I should go hang out with your dad. He a Dodger fan too?
Yes, he
I
loves the
can't
Dodgers.
watch baseball.
Him and
It's
George
so
Lopez.
boring.
You know,
love
Kobe's
it.
first name was Dodger. That's what Kobe, when I
would've
had got
loved
him from
him,
George,
man.
he
Dodger.
had
Dodger.
named him Dodger. And then we was getting high in the back. It was at his house.
Moved
And
it to
stuff.
Kobe.
Yeah, and then
Hey,
we were like,
Dodger. I mean Kobe.
Pam sent me a picture. She said, "Look, we got a dog." I said, "Where he come from?" But he was just so quiet, and he was just so. We was like, "Oh, he's a baby. He's 1 year old." That nigga was like 5. No, but Kobe's definitely
love to
like
hang out with your dad.
Kobe's fun.
I didn't know he was a Dodger fan.
oh yeah,
Pam's dad is
Dodger.
funny.
Yeah, he's
He hilarious.
He has jokes.
He's
He's very hip.
Dude.
He's very hip.
Yeah, but he got that van or whatever that thing is, that half truck, half camper.
The mystery machine.
yeah, whatever it
It
is.
got, nigga, it has swivel seats. I ain't seen swivel seats since '74.
It probably got an 8-track
And
in
they
there.
low back swivel. He said, "Look here." He just swing to me from the driver's seat.
His
He
BD's
didn't
not over
unhinge the
exaggerating.
motherfucker. It was already a swivel. He said, "Look here, we gonna help Pam."
Nikki. They call me Nikki. They said we should do top 5s today. Oh wow, that's wrong. Justin.
That's rude. I
That's
saw
an
that.
asshole.
Block.
Right.
Top
That
5.
was
He said we
hilarious.
should. No, it
Top
wasn't.
5 what?
We should do top 5. Somebody said a good one.
What they say, Pam?
Oh, they said top 5.
Reason Sean won't
Won't
propose.
propose to me.
That's
Top 5.
hilarious.
Rude.
He's gonna propose.
Top 5.
What do you think
I
we
was
should
gonna hit
do?
her with the
No,
number
they had-
one.
Number 1.
I talk too much. He said,
Yeah,
Number 2.
she talked
Wait,
too
somebody
much.
had a good top 5, and I saw it. Wait, where'd it go?
Top
Shit,
5. We haven't done that in a while.
We're gonna do one. Let's see. Shit. Oh, they said top 5 deal breakers.
Depends on what it is.
So
Is it
can we
like
come
a
up with deal
relationship
breakers?
or like a job situation?
Relationship, I would think.
Relationship.
Y'all don't like that?
Top 5.
5 deal breakers. That
More
is
than
easy for me.
5. It ain't like number 5 ain't number 1.
I was gonna say,
Any of them
yeah, I
motherfuckers.
was gonna say my number 1 is all 5.
It's all 5.
Yeah.
You can do any of that shit.
Bad hygiene.
Yeah.
Fucked up teeth.
Uncircumcised.
Yeah.
Oh,
niggas-
definitely
That's a
Huh?
deal
bad.
breaker. That's a
How
deal
would
breaker.
you say that?
But that's a deal breaker.
That's
For
what I'm
real.
saying. That's a
Why
deal
would you
breaker.
say it?
Oof.
We did say we already did that at top 5.
Put the beanie on.
Like, huh?
Peel down.
They said top 5 of food. Top 5.
We could do 2 of them. Do one now and do a different one later on.
I will
said-
eat any food on here.
Shanja won't propose to Pam.
Your top 5 foods?
Ah,
He said top
that's
5
funny,
food.
Big J. Said because I got what do you say? Stirred by every R&B singer on radio. That's funny. All right, so which one we want to do?
I think we should do top 5. A top 5 is interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, for me, you can't do deal breaker because, bitch, you can't hit none of them 5. If you do 4, I'm out.
If you do 1.
Yeah, one up.
Well, the
any of
biggest
them.
deal breaker for me.
Top 5 celebrities you would slap on sight. That's
That's funny.
Nene Leakes is my number 1.
You don't like Nene?
I just don't like her personality this season. She seems real nasty.
Yeah.
Just real nasty.
I think it's because top 5 praise
Great.
dancers. That's funny.
Jovan.
What was I gonna say? Shit, I forgot. Just
About-
You were saying Nene, why she's acting.
because here's the thing. I think because
Get that.
oh yeah, I know, right? You're bold.
You went completely blank. You went.
No, I did. Because here's the thing. When, like with my mom and dad, like my mom had ended up having Alzheimer's and kidney disease or whatever. So, but my mom was the like I said, the matriarch. She took care of everybody and my father, and you know what I'm saying. So when things changed, the dynamic changed. He was bitter at first, like probably for about the first 2 years, and you know people in the family were talking to him because he just didn't get that.
Right.
You know, his wife of 40 something years or whatever has changed. Now you got to step up to the plate or whatever. Now I think with Nene, because that's how it was with her and Greg.
Right.
I think that she can't handle, and it's going to take her an adjustment.
They broke up.
No.
She mentioned the other day that she was thinking about divorcing, but I don't think
She
she
said
is.
she thinks him getting cancer is his karma for cheating on her.
She did say that.
And then on the reunion, they
Oh,
just put the reunion
shit.
trailer out today. She was like, Andy Cohen asked her at the reunion, why were you traveling so much and working more while Greg was sick? And she said, if I didn't work, Greg wouldn't eat. And he was looking at her like, bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I think if she'd have said that about me in cancer, rehab or not, I'd have left.
yeah,
Just on that alone.
right.
How you gonna say
Yeah,
that's
that
a-
was evil to say,
Wow,
especially
that's
like on
fucked
air
up.
too.
That mean you really was. Yeah, I'd have left.
Some
But that,
stuff got to be private. Like people tell too much. Like why would you even say that?
but
But
then if it's in you, it's gonna come out, and she must really, really feel that way. Like everything you've done, that's why you have cancer, which is not why you have cancer.
No, that's
Yeah.
kind of jacked up. That's
Yeah,
even
like,
to put that on
damn.
social media is really
That mean I
kinda
can't
low.
even trust you when I get to that last stage and it's going bad and you got to clean me. You're gonna leave me all
Yeah.
funky donkey.
But I feel
wouldn't
like-
want her around me toward the end at all.
No, I mean I always think about
I
like
wouldn't
if I
want her to
got
be my
cancer.
caretaker at all.
Nowhere.
I would
No,
want to have. A
She
professional.
like one of the women like, let me put a little bit of extra little you think this
Pine
apple
sol.
juice? It's a pine sol in a little drop a day, a drop a day.
right.
Hey, man.
Kill this nigga, get this life insurance, and I'll be over here to season 20.
You
I
know
would
he got
hire
one.
A professional.
Yeah. So they're still together.
They're still
kinda.
together, but I believe that her children do not accept her and like her.
Not after that. I would hope my kids step up and be like, nah, bitch. The horse teeth gotta go.
Well, let me ask you this: if something ever happened to you, Speedy, where like a medical situation where you were in the hospital, does Michelle or who has the right to say pull the plug or keep him there?
His wife.
Well, she does,
Yeah.
but I don't think we ever like.
Like if something, I mean, God
would be
forbid
the
something
wife.
ever happened to you like that, but like let's just say she's.
I'm just letting y'all know. Let me stay there. I don't care if I'm a vegetable.
You don't want us to put. You don't want me to
Nope.
pull the plug.
I might wake up. I might wake
What if
up.
your kids feel? What if
The
your
wife
kids all feel one
first.
way, but your wife unfortunately feels a different
And that's
way?
happened
But I
a
think
lot in
she
families.
It happens a
Yeah,
lot.
it's always the wife.
Yeah, I think she has.
But she's like, we don't. He's not gonna be here. Blah blah blah. Let's just let him go. But then the kids are like, no, let him see how
Daddy
we can.
said.
Yeah.
If he's married, the wife has the power.
Now,
Yeah, pretty much.
For you, being as you and Sean just dating,
He
your-
doesn't
I
have
think
any.
your
It'd
dad.
be your dad
it'd be my
or your
dad.
next of kin would be your cousin, right? Or your
I mean,
dad.
we'll
I think
come
it'd be my
down there
dad.
and say something for you. She ain't gonna make
I'm
it.
like, I know Pam, and she wouldn't want that.
Can we get the tablet? She ain't gonna need it.
you know who's gonna make the final decision? Kobe.
Kobe ain't left her side, so
No.
she'll be all right.
It's
Oh, he
Kobe's
would
decision.
That's hard though.
Yeah.
They said top 5 Speedy's top 5 wives.
It's only been 5.
Top 5 drugs. Top 5 fears.
Never did drugs.
Oh, top 5 fears is good.
I don't have 5 fears.
Top 5 drugs.
You're not
Pam was
scared-
on
nothing-
hilarious.
Nothing serious.
I don't have 5.
Top 5 turn-ons. That's a good one.
I don't like heights.
Oh, you have fear heights?
I don't like.
That's why I
snakes.
never used to climb trees. And nigga, I'm like, no, I don't need to go. For what?
Really?
He said I never
Climb trees.
Nigga, no.
Well,
You never had
manatees
a
stay in
treehouse?
water, so.
We had a tree. My daddy built it. I never went up there. My brother did. I never went up there. I was like,
So have you all seen the storyline about the 70-year-old woman who thought she was black her whole life and found out she was white?
No.
No,
So it's
that
a
happened to
lady.
me and my
Yeah,
family,
it's
though.
a lady who wrote a book called 70 Years of Blackness, and she was adopted at a very young age. And to come to find out that her biological parents were white, she was adopted by
So
a
she
black
looked
family.
black, or she-
She's light skinned with curly hair. You know, some white folks are light skinned, look with curly hair. She looked like Maya Rudolph.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
she had curly hair, but she was raised with a black
Somebody
family.
was dipping.
Her did her ancestry and found out she was white.
I have a problem with
That happened to
Maya
my
Rudolph.
grandmother.
I really do.
Yeah, I don't know if she's black or white, but she's black.
But everything she's ever done when she's had a husband has been white.
yeah.
Ooh.
Maya Rudolph.
Who's
But she's very
She's
talented, though.
Remember Bridesmaids, the lady was getting married?
Oh yeah.
Her mama's the lady who sings that song, doo, doo, doo.
Minnie Riperton.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's black.
Yeah,
Right.
Her mama black.
Oh.
And daddy was
I
white. He produced music, but her mama
Well,
was.
her dad's white.
Yeah,
so
that's
she's like white
crazy.
men.
Yeah, but she's black. If you look at her, there's no ifs, ands,
Oh,
or
you
buts,
saying
she's
she
black.
denies her blackness?
I don't know if she's never denied.
She's
but
never played a black
everything
woman role.
She's everything she's been in. She's
seems
played it
like
as
it.
a white girl.
Okay. Okay.
Every single thing, and I just
The
have a
blackest
problem
she's
with
ever been is when she imitates Beyonce on SNL.
that. Yeah, go ahead, Nick. And she was only there for a year.
No, I wasn't gonna. I was just gonna say what I always say. You are what your father is. So
You really are.
No, I
Well,
have a problem with
that's
that. But
what
you
No, I'm just-
still,
I understand what she
she's
looks
still
like.
black.
no, she white. If her dad's white, she white.
Yeah.
Yeah, her mama was
I feel like you're
black.
saying what she looks like, but
Like Diana Ross, her kids is white to me because I mean she's black. Her husband's has all been white. So
yeah, like
He is.
I'm sure Jesse when he got arrested, he's like, "Hey, my dad's white. I need to calm down."
But
my father's name is
Diana's
Jonathan,
daughters look black. Though.
Yeah.
and we eat mayonnaise.
Yeah.
They
do.
mayo.
They look black.
I just have a problem with when you're because you could say no, you can make him black. And she
So what
just-
about
same
Quincy
thing
Jones'
with-
daughter?
Well, same thing with Jennifer Biel.
Well, he's black, though.
Anything Jennifer Bill's in, all the guys are always white.
Well, Mariah Carey owns her blackness.
Now.
now,
At first she didn't.
no.
Yeah, you know.
Who cares about Mariah Carey?
So they said we should do top 5 fears. You guys like fears?
Well, somebody said
I
they
don't have
it.
5 fears.
Well, you ain't been on Earth long enough to have it.
Fear is not a
let's
godly
see how it
factor.
starts. Give us one, Nikki Pam.
I have a big fear of snakes.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Like,
I don't
seriously?
Just said you didn't have none.
I said I don't have 5.
No, I got
Don't
about
answer
5.
another one that we say.
Spiders for me.
No, I'm afraid of snakes.
Oh, I know
for
you
real,
hate
though.
some.
Both
No,
y'all soft.
for real.
Well,
when
good.
when
Look, I ain't gonna say mine since he just hit y'all.
No,
like
wait,
water
wait.
bugs.
No, when Ray
like
when
shit that
when
fly.
Audra sent that picture of the snake
Snake.
at Jamie's.
I almost dropped my
When
phone.
literally when I walk at Jamie's, my eyes are like,
I looked around even though we was drunk at that party the last one, I was like, I said, smoke, watch your
Only
step.
time you have to worry is when it's hot. They come out.
they
when
come
it's
on as hot.
in the summertime.
It was summertime when she
Anytime
sent
we
you
do
that.
anything, he has to call the snake guy to come out.
See, that freaks
and-
me
and-
out.
And search, and then once he gives it's good.
And then you say the first snake guy was faking the funk.
Yeah, the first snake guy came with snakes and would set a man and go, "I got him,"
I'm weak.
but he gets
The funny thing
I would
is,
die.
the crazy thing is when they don't know what type of snake it is. Like I remember, like at our old house, we had snakes, and they would be like, "I don't even know what this is."
Like new breed.
All I
snakes.
know is
Like, there
snakes
was
can
this
swim on
one-
the water.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
this one snake
On
that
top.
they found in our backyard that was like white, and it had like all these colors on it. And they were like, "I don't even know what this is."
you guys saw him first, and they called.
Who
the guy?
saw it?
Yeah, we seen it. We always seen snakes.
And this is in Calabasas, right?
Yeah,
Then we got our hills sprayed.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but can you
They
spray
would
for
come,
snakes?
They would be in the pool swimming, drinking water. all
Don't
that.
they swim on top of the water
Yeah.
like they
Yeah,
swim
like
fast?
this. Like, oh baby.
and
no.
again, as I said before, Jamie has rabbits, so they're
Oh, yeah,
they're
rabbits
attracted
are-
to the
yeah.
bunny rabbits. And he
so they be
he
they
can't
be
get
eating
rid
the
of them.
rabbits?
Oh yeah. That's
Can
how
you
you-
imagine?
That's how you
Oh,
keep the
God,
rabbit
it's
population
so-
down. Otherwise, it'll be 500 rabbits around. You heard about the lady on the internet that had, what was it, 500 rabbits at her house? When they
Inside?
showed up, yes.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Like as pets.
They kept, rabbits.
Oh, they multiply.
24/7.
Yeah.
And she said she bought a couple of them. She rescued them. And then she just held on to them. And when they got there, it was
500
500
I
bunny
know her
rabbits.
house stinks.
She was
Oh,
white.
yeah, I can't
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
Oh yeah, white.
Yeah, hoarders. Some reason hoarders have homes. I don't know what that shit is about.
When Mariah Lynn posted that picture on the shade room, and it was like her, like she's supposed to be
Her natural butt. Yeah.
In the comments, somebody said, "I know it smelled like golden retriever in there." I was like, "Oh no!"
All right, so what's one of your fears?
was
White pussy. It smells like golden retriever.
Okay.
She said snake. She
Yes,
agreed with me.
snakes.
Snakes.
You just say yours. You try to get out of it because you scared niggas gonna judge you and shit.
I don't
Speedy is scared of bugs and
I don't
insects.
like shit that flies. I just
Right.
don't like shit that
You know?
bugs and shit.
He will lock you out your car.
Yeah, I know. I
I don't like birds. I
almost
don't
got killed twice.
I just don't like that. Everything else I can handle.
Really?
I don't like heights. I don't like climbing. I don't climb up shit. Motherfucker, you know, they had the wall. You do the wall. No, I'm good.
You ain't gonna do
The
the.
motherfucker kept going.
You have
"No,
a fear
buddy.
exercise."
Everybody's gonna do it. I said, "Don't fuck about everybody. I'm not climbing the fort.
So you ain't gonna go to
Jamaica.
Jamaica and do
No.
the zip line?
Nope, not doing
Ooh, I want to zip
the
line.
zip
do wanna
line in
zip line.
Vegas. They kept going. Speed, bye, nigga.
Oh, you told the one
doing that
in
shit.
downtown Vegas.
We were in Vegas and I was really wanting to do it, and then the one time we look up, that man got stuck. Remember, he got stuck in the middle. I was like, "Well, won't be doing that."
Yeah.
I want
do
to
that
zip
shit.
line. That looks fun.
don't
I
do
would
that
never
shit.
jump out of a plane or nothing. Though.
No, and see, we would have to
I
jump
couldn't do
out
that.
because we don't know how to do it. The dude got to be strapped to me.
Right.
He on my back. We going down. Hey!
I was gonna say that's my biggest fear.
Dude on your back.
Dude on your back, and his parachute don't let go. And here we are.
No, I think I wouldn't say I'm afraid of anything. But one thing I will not touch in any circumstance is the possum.
Oh,
would you
really?
touch it?
Oh, possums.
I'm just saying, like
are
I've had
so
pet snakes,
disgusting.
pet spiders,
Yeah, you had
turtles, mice, everything.
Why does nigga act like he wasn't
I'm
with me when
talking.
he had all this shit?
Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm not even looking in your eyes like my man was on the show. I'm talking about your aura.
Talking about your aura.
Yeah, but no, I don't know what it is about possum, but I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, when they
sounds
had the
scary.
Possums
snake
are
pan.
like sneaky.
Yeah, I just can't do it. The way they walk, it
Yeah,
like
they
they
do
sneaking
like
and shit.
that.
I can't.
See, their snakes get out. I mean, I would put books on top of the snake thing, and they still would get out.
How they do
They
that?
would find because
That's-
they find
that's what they
find a
do.
way to get out, and they get out because they need heat, but then they need cold. They need to.
I'm scared. I'm
So what they
scared.
do is
I'm
they
scared of
poke
rats
it, whatever
too.
Yeah, they would just
Or
keep
mice.
pushing at it. Yeah.
Well, no, you gotta think they have all
Mice are
day
just
to
nasty.
figure out how to get out of something. You feel me? So,
And
I
then,
use my whole body and push.
I mean,
and we had
you
what was
ever
those,
seen you ever seen an octopus?
Yeah.
Like get out of things. They put an octopus in a jar,
Uh-huh.
right, and sealed the jar, and the octopus unscrewed the jar and climbed out of it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. You'd be shocked.
and
by
you guys
it,
had
you know.
iguanas. Well, it's not iguanas. You guys had.
I had iguanas.
iguanas.
I had monitor lizards.
Yeah, we had lizards.
I had.
And they would get now.
dragons,
They
all
need to
kinda stuff.
be. They get out and they need to go to. Yeah, they would always be like somewhere up on the curtain.
I have the
Right.
most inappropriate story, but I'm going to tell the PG of it. I dated a guy one time, and he told me he had an iguana. I was thinking, oh, iguana, it's a light, it's a cage.
Yeah.
Bitch, we came over there drunk one night after the club. I had laid on that bed. I'm asleep. This is fast forward. I'm asleep laying down. I thought something went across the bed. But the TV's on, so you know the commercials are flashing, so it's dark light, dark
Yeah.
light, dark light.
Right.
Bitch, I looked up, that iguana was sitting on the headboard of that bed with that tail hanging down.
Oh no.
I almost shit on myself.
I would have shit on
So I'm
myself.
like, why is it out? He was like, because I'm looking around like, and I'm looking around the room. There's no cage.
Oh.
It's just in
Yeah,
his room.
sometimes
he
people
just-
they just have them.
Oh no! You're not gonna run loose in my house.
I mean,
Ain't gonna happen.
They get up to like 6 feet long. So.
And it was a big fat one,
so-
and it had a long tail that
That's what she
curled
said.
up.
So
Bitch.
I would have to go
Yeah,
do shows,
raccoons
so I
fight
would
people.
take them home, and then I'd have to put. When I get back, they didn't got out the cage, or I got to find it. When the snake got out, I couldn't find. I didn't have time to look for him. So I was like, "Nigga, you had to run in the house."
Oh no! I would have never came over your house.
No. Kobe would have been like,
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. No, I was like,
hey, Pam, when you sit down, just let me know if you hear a little hiss.
And did you
Ever
guys say you
seen
could feed 'em?
videos of snakes like eat big animals?
yes.
That
It
shit
freaks
is-
me out, like, because they say
yeah.
it breaks
the,
it down.
The worst was I
Ugh.
had a hamster and I didn't want it no more, so I wanted to get another animal. But my mom was like, "You can't have more than two." So I had a snake and I had a
Oh,
hamster.
you fed it to your snake?
So I fed the hamster to the snake.
Oh my
But
god!
the hamster was too big, so the snake ate it and then he regurgitated it, which was the worst. 'Cause I had to clean it up, so that was like the worst.
Wait, so what did it look like when
You
you
are a
ate it?
serial killer.
It was.
It has acid in its body, so it just starts to eat the
breaks it
animal
down.
a lot as it's swallowing it.
You are a serial killer.
But it's
I
you
don't know.
have to
Shut
be.
up.
I think having a snake, you have to have a certain mentality because after a while you can't just keep giving them crickets. After a while, you got to give them some real food. You got to give them.
Is
a
that? Did
hamster
you guys say
or
like
a
the
rat.
rats?
At
Yeah,
the
you have
pet
to-
store,
Mice?
like frozen mice and all types
Well,
of stuff.
you start off with that, but you have to give them live ones.
Now
So-
you got to feed them the real thing, man. You
because
just-
they have
Oh,
to,
no.
They have
and
to
so what they
scratch
do, you can't put it in and because the rat could scratch the snake and then you get an infection. So you take the end of the tail, slam him on the ground, and then drop him in the tank, and he's doing.
Yeah,
like
that
this.
is so sick.
No.
Oh, the,
and
the
so-
mice has to already be kind of out of it.
and then the snake will go, "Oh, nigga, you in the tank." And
Yeah, never.
Actually, the worst thing is you can't feed them in the tank though.
Yeah.
So you would have to take the snake out of the tank
Fuck
and feed
that.
it somewhere else.
Yeah, never.
And then leave 'em
Why
alone.
though? So it's
Because
kind of like a natural habitat.
The snakes are very simple animals, right? So if you start
Sound
feeding the tank,
complicated?
if you start feeding them the tank, they're
Yeah.
just gonna assume every time that lid opens, it's feeding
food.
time, right?
Okay,
So you just
that
don't want to
makes
get them in the
sense.
habit of that.
Bitch, nope.
The worst was I wanted a pet anaconda, right?
You're
So I go to
tripping.
the
When
pet
I saw
store.
that movie, I was done.
I didn't watch it because it's snakes.
This was
I
around the
can't watch
time I
anything
seen
with
Yeah.
the movie came out. The guy takes me in the back and he has a big one,
And, I hated
and it's probably
leeches.
about 12 feet long, and it's in a bathtub. So he takes a little baby pig.
No.
And he's like, listen, this is the reality of it. This is how big it's gonna get, and you're gonna have to feed it this once a month. So he made me watch eat the pig, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. It was screaming, it was crazy.
So you would have to go get
Oh
a pig.
no.
Like a little baby, like a little.
So he squealed like a pig.
Oh,
No.
oh my god.
Nah, pig. He was screaming. It sounded crazy. Like I was like,
That's
my mom said going
terrible.
for that. So I was like, I'm good.
My hair do
Not
that
doing it. That's
Yeah,
why even when
piggy,
we go
piggy.
to Vegas and they have those people walk around with the snakes like, oh, put the snake on, take a picture. Fuck no. I'm not paying you to put a snake on me to take a picture. Fuck you and Britney Spears.
I don't like horses. I don't do
You like
horses.
horses? Oh, I love horses.
Don't
Oh,
like
hers
horses.
bit my grandma, her horse.
Really?
I feel like I'm gonna get kicked off.
Really? Well, you
I did it
probably
one
have
time at Griffin Park. Shut up. I rode a horse one time at Griffin Park, and you ride with the guy, and it's like.
But
So I
you're
took this young
afraid
lady.
of horses, or you just
I don't
like
like 'em.
horses?
I don't like them. I ain't with it.
Speedy. They said, Nick, that was a slippery slope. A man took you in the back to look at his big anaconda. Get him, Nick.
Kid.
That's a lame joke. That was pretty
You know,
simple.
Nick didn't
The
find that
lizards,
shit
I
funny.
don't mind lizards. I don't
No.
mind lizards
Well,
too
you know,
much.
it'd be some out on the balcony just letting you know.
I don't go out there.
Or tear whatever.
Yeah, the bees keep me from out there. If horses know you're scared, they will throw you.
Well,
Yeah, they will.
so at Griffin Park back in the day, you could take a young lady like that. I went
Oh yeah.
horseback ride.
They don't.
this girl.
They don't do that anymore.
They
Still?
probably do,
I
but
think they
I don't
still
know. I
have
haven't
them.
been there in a while.
Uh-huh.
And so the dude was like, so it's a guy, and it's like a whole bunch of y'all, and you go a little faster. My horse took off. He kept going, why you riding the fence? I said, I ain't. And I didn't ride it back. I said, I'm good.
They know, they,
walk back.
they
Fuck
know
it.
when you
Walk
don't
back.
like them. Like, they feel that from you.
Bitch, you sitting on my back. I know you don't like me.
Like, horse lovers, I could
Yeah, I ain't a
will
horse.
tell you. Like,
I
Not a
don't
horse
believe in
lover.
horse riding. Didn't that how
I
Keanu
love-
Reeves died? And then they throw him off and fuck him up and have him in the wheelchair talking all
Oh,
crazy.
not Keanu Reeves. He's still alive. You talking about Superman?
Superman.
Yeah, they did say a horse
yeah.
killed Superman. I know what they were talking about. You're
Yeah.
right.
Flipped him
He
off,
sure
flipped him off,
did. Yeah, he was like
Done.
afterwards.
And that was the other thing, nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to be the nigga in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
With the talking,
It's how
he
you
had to
feel
talk through a thing. Like he
Yeah.
couldn't even talk. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
Shit,
you know,
his wife
nano,
had to do
nano.
I did not know that's how he got
And
paralyzed.
again, y'all, the president don't do shit, and we'll run our own life anyway. So he's taking funding from
Yeah.
Special Olympics. Now you niggas live with that one.
Yeah.
Now put that on your
Oh, I
gravestone
saw it on The
that
View
you
this
was
morning.
down with the motherfucker who said, "I'ma take funding from
The
Special Olympics."
That's fucked up.
All right, let me ask you
Now
a
let me
question.
ask you this
What
one.
was
Okay.
Do y'all watch the Special Olympics?
No.
That's not the.
I watched
Is
it.
that the point?
But everybody
I-
has someone in their family, nigga.
I watched the clips on Instagram.
They can do that at the gym, though. They can get out of high school. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all wrong.
Live stream it.
Damn,
can't
stop
watch it.
laughing, Pam.
Get some
I watched the
sponsorship.
What did he say that he was using the money for?
Go shopping or something. I don't know.
So what it
You're
is?
the main
they-
one that don't like
they-
that little boy, that blind boy playing football. So stop.
Well, that's different.
I was
That
wrong.
was different.
Hey,
That was different.
That was
Yeah,
play that
in the
clip.
world.
That's one of my favorite clips of all time. Play that clip.
Whoever the parents
Oh,
need
but-
their ass beat. I'm saying though, here's the thing: they took money. They're going to cut all these different programs and has to do with special need kids, and they gave themselves a 15% raise.
I know they did. I saw
How
it this morning.
dirty are you, motherfucking white folks? You dirty
once
motherfucker.
again, does anybody here watch the Special Olympics?
I mean,
All right, who won? Who won last year? Who won gold medal? What's his name? And what sport was it?
Billy.
Y'all got all these issues with what he doing. Who won last year and what
And the
sport?
shot
Somebody,
put.
it's always somebody.
Who
named
won?
Billy.
Yeah, who was shot put champ last year in the Special Olympics?
you wrong.
Y'all
Doesn't
talking all
matter.
that shit.
I'm just saying. This America to understand. You the motherfuckers that
Just because we
said
don't watch it don't mean we don't believe in the program.
that it's okay to take money from Special Olympics,
It's
bro.
not okay.
And
Yeah.
give yourself a raise from that shit. Like in other words, I
saying.
don't have enough money to fund this shit. but I have enough to give myself a raise.
He was probably, when they asked him about, he was like, Special Olympics, they got that?
Mike Hart says, Speedy Man, they taking his funding.
Yeah, I don't.
We got a phone call,
I
Pam.
don't know.
Call her with your name and where you calling from.
You know, the Special Olympics was out. Was that last?
You said you won last year. What?
That's what I heard.
Said you won. You want a shot put, Vern? Look at Vernon!
I got it.
I ain't with the Special Olympics.
I am burning!
What did he say when he had the torch? He said, "It's me, y'all."
I am burning!
This is mine.
Yeah, sure.
I win!
You
That on the shirt.
spiders
It's
is
me,
my-
y'all.
Spiders is my biggest fear because one year when we was little, and I'm gonna tell you why, because we was little.
You
when
said
we went to
vampires are
school.
your biggest fear?
I said spiders.
Oh, I thought you said
I think they're
vampires.
vampires too. I said, Lord.
You believe in those?
Because
Where'd you
one-
find one to be
because
scared of?
one year
Yeah.
when I was
And when
little,
were you
we went
little,
to the
nigga?
zoo.
Oh, Nikki, bro.
I am burning!
It's me, y'all.
Okay.
I am burning!
It's me, y'all.
Years when we was little, we went to the zoo. And you know they
What
had a
event
big-ass
did you
spider.
win?
You
know when
You
you
pull out the
little, you
bag?
go to the zoo at school, and you know they had the big ass spiders where they had them big ass spiders as big as your hand and shit.
Nah, I never
And
went to that part.
somebody decided it was funny to play a joke and put a little fake spider on the string and put it in front of me. Nope. Never again.
Hilarious.
I broke down like an old.
It's me, y'all.
You know what?
You know what, Vernon? I know why you called
The
it.
winner is I
I never did say I was in the Special Olympics.
You
I
did
never
say that.
That's what I heard.
am. That's what I heard.
Vernon.
And third time consecutive winner of the shot put in the Special Olympics. It's me, y'all.
I'm sorry.
You know, that
Ray,
Ray.
come on.
No, we didn't do that, Ray.
You already laughing at him shit.
I said I
And that's his victory then.
This is why this show ain't gonna make it.
y'all keep talking about them folks. You know they strong as hell. And
I got a cousin that is
I got
special needs. And
Everybody
she
has
pushed me.
special needs.
But she's also not competing in the Olympics.
Because y'all didn't take her.
She knows her ministry. Her
Y'all
ministry
gotta
is water and
take
corned
her
beef
to the
hash.
Olympics.
store.
Again, this
They're
country is going to
trying
be
take
known
money from 'em.
for taking money from Special Olympics. How low dirty are you?
It's me, y'all.
My thing with that is anybody saying anything? Is anybody?
It's me, y'all.
Y'all lucky this shit is funny. Y'all lucky this shit is funny.
Oh, my bad.
One more time.
It's me, y'all.
Give me my money!
My nano.
Don't play with me.
Don't take my money!
It's me, y'all.
Don't take my money!
Oh my God, this is awful. Bye, Vernon.
Let's talk about
Later, Vernon.
Bye, Vernon.
Lord, they said that he can run a 400-meter, 400K with his hand on his hip.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's wrong.
Lord,
We got to take a quick break.
oh, break, please.
Yeah, this is awful. This is awful.
Hey, I'm just saying.
It's me, y'all.
Don't take my money!
That's the PSA for Trump taking the money
They
from the
said
Special Olympics.
Vernon with the pink wheelchair.
All right, don't move, baby.
God.
Take a quick break. Be right
Yeah,
back.
this show is talking what the hell.
Go ahead, Nick.
Everything. Yeah, you're on.
And else we got?
Cajun.
And else we got?
Sweet pussy Paulina.
And else we got?
Nikki Pam.
He's gay.
You think?
And else we got?
Hope Flood. I was late, but I'm here. And I'm
Yay.
Got a mouthful of what?
Don't worry about it.
You got a mouthful, whatever it is.
Always a mouthful.
Behind the glass curtain we got?
Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, Yum, 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 yum.
That ain't what you did last time. You forgot
Yeah,
what you
it
did.
wasn't that.
Yeah, that's what you did.
Shalom
Just
to
do
the
Mimma
people.
Web.
Yeah, I like a memo wet.
Let's do the Mimma Web. It is the Rollout Show right here.
In the jungle, the mighty
What happens
jungle.
when y'all be off and stuff? Y'all 1 week y'all on. What are y'all in the witness protection program? Y'all move around. What is this, like a swingers radio show? Well, you get a text and like, we gonna be at people,
Tune
y'all
in.
got fans and stuff. That's how y'all lose y'all fans. Okay, hi all 7 of the Rollout fans. How are you? He turned my mic off. Hi all 7
No, you
Rollout
on.
fans and stuff. They support y'all, and then I look on Facebook. It's like, where was y'all at today?
I know, girl.
Well, they
Who does this?
They
Is this
live
Speedy?
through us. This is how they function and get through their days through us.
And
So
then
if we're
that means
not
you have to
here,
be there for
We
this.
have to be there for
You have to
them.
be there for your people and
Yes,
stuff. Because
we
you build your base up, and then you ain't on 1 or 2 days. They like, fuck them niggas. They so ghetto.
But they know we ain't gone. We never
We
gone.
just might
gone.
move to another station.
Look, now returning to your niggerish programming.
Right. A couple of niggas went
Come
to
on,
jail.
look,
They do
come
no
on at
deed.
11, maybe 11:30.
Yeah, I left for 5.
Ray be here on time, me too. I'll be like, yeah, he leave before me. And shit.
You know the gays are prompt like that.
Yeah, he was here early.
He be here
The
early.
gays are like that.
Punctual.
That's what I call my gay friend. The gays. I saw that on Meet the Fockers and stuff. The mother, he couldn't get a woman. She said, "Are you one of the gays?" And I just kept that ever since.
Cold flood in the building.
All skinny and shit.
Yes.
I know I'm skinny now. I said,
you
"She
bought a
don't like
whole-
me no more."
Yo, yeah, he ain't trying
Have
to
you
hit
bought
no
a whole
more.
new wardrobe?
Whole new wardrobe.
I know that's fun, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a
And
lot
you
of
know who I saw? At Jamie's house. I saw Miss Laura.
Miss Laura came.
I saw her.
her last night.
I said,
I haven't seen Miss Laura in so long.
Speedy, she was at Jamie's party.
I didn't see her.
Yeah,
I said to you
She
that
had
was
on the
Lori.
gray wig.
Yeah, she had like a long curly wig.
She was at the Netflix special last night. I was there.
How was that?
It was amazing. Shout out to Marlo and Ada Rodriguez and my girl guy, she, him, Flame Monroe.
Oh, Flame. Oh,
Flame Monroe killed it. She
How'd he do?
represented for the LGBTQAIM elemental P community.
she's always funny.
Yeah, represented for the community, and Wanda Sykes was there. It was an amazing event at the Nate Holden, right there on Washington. It was in the hood. Tiffany looked amazing. She had
Tiffany
on.
Haddish.
She had on a. Tiffany Haddish. She had on a suit that Beyonce. It was Beyonce's actual suit that she wore to her mother's party. And she called up to mama, was like, "Can I ask Beyonce? Can I have a suit?" She said the next day the suit was there.
Are you serious?
So Beyonce and Tiffany Haddish were the same size.
They
you
could,
just
yeah, they
cut
could
it
probably
down.
you cut it or open up, put a little piece in it and stuff like that. So I guess she had it on. Shit, that's what she said, and it's a true
And
story.
they shot 2 shows?
They shot 2 shows. So, they shot a show the day before with Shantae Wayans, April Macy, and another girl named
I
Tracy.
don't think I've seen her perform. Is she funny?
Who? Shantae?
Wayne.
And so they shot it with.
Okay.
Yeah, she's she talks about eating pussy and shit all day.
Oh,
The gays.
Comedy 101.
The gays.
Yeah, Comedy 101.
And stuff. She talk about that and stuff. Whatever.
When you're new in comedy,
Yeah, you talk.
Oh,
Certain,
she's a
go-to-
lesbian?
well, your go-to, if you don't really have material, you go, who's sucking
Sex.
dick, I ain't fucking, this and that.
oh, you go
all
to
that.
give it up for yourselves.
Yeah. Crazy out
Give it
there.
up for black
Crazy.
people.
Ooh, the drinks are strong.
Who went to a black college?
Ladies, y'all looking lovely tonight. You
Get the
know,
ladies around applause. Get the ladies
you
around
know,
applause.
I was at
Any
the,
Greeks in the building?
Yeah, I was at the I was at the Laugh Factory 2 Tuesdays ago doing shout out to Ruben Paul doing his
you did
Ruby
that night?
Tuesday, yeah. And Deion Cole came through at the end and killed it, and
He
that's
did?
what he talked about and this and that, and it was fun. It was amazing. I'm trying to get out here on these mainstream rooms and stuff. I can make black people laugh, but they can't help me get to the next level. I need one gay Jew to take me through the rest of this business.
You need Justice Smollett.
Well, anyway, talking about he done got off on all charges and stuff. I said, how much that costs?
He'll get you some good Nigerian dick, though.
There's a story there.
You know it's a story there.
There's a story there and stuff. I tell people all the time, the law is never about right or wrong. There are a lot of people that are innocent that are free, and a lot of people that are are locked up, and there are a lot of people that are guilty that are free. The law is about who can convince the jury or who got the money to pay the judge off. Well, that's what the law is about. It's not about right or wrong.
Not at all.
Well, that's good for Tiffany. And what is the series called?
They ready.
Okay, they ready.
She's not letting that go.
Oh.
They ready?
They ready.
They ready.
Because she ready.
She ready, so now they ready.
It's on Netflix.
It's going to be on Netflix, a special. So she's only going to do women, and this is the first Girls Out the Gate.
Oh, so that's
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah,
then.
so it's really, really historically
That's
monumental and this and that. So she picked a transgender, a lesbian, you know.
You think she should have had Monique there, considering the controversy that Monique had with
No,
Netflix?
Monique is in her own lane, doing her own thing.
Yeah,
and
Monique,
Tiffany in her
she don't
own
need
lane.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
These
Stuff,
are
you know.
for comedians who need that
Up and coming.
need that bump.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
or
Or
have
could
been
use the bump.
grinding, who've been grinding and need that bump and everything like that. So I got next. That's all I'm saying. I'm putting it out there in the universe. I got next because she should do The Vets Ready, and she should do a series with just veteran female comedians. That's next. So
Or
Thank
comments.
you.
she ain't doing no men.
Oh, really?
Oh,
The
she's
series
just
is
trying
not
to-
going to be
okay.
about men. It's going to
good
be
for her.
all women. They're going to be about a women. And she wants to showcase women in comedy, and I think it's great.
Oh, good for her.
That's good. Because she said, I know there was a controversy about male comics not putting on their female
Absolutely,
counterparts.
absolutely. You'll see a flyer. It'll have 5 guys on there and not one woman. And I'll comment sometime like y'all couldn't pick one woman to be on the show because mostly 90% of the audience is women. We need a
women.
point of view
Right.
there. And then if you put 2 women on the show, now it's an all female show.
Right.
Or then the introduction will be, y'all ready for a female? I tell them, don't say that. Don't say that. Just, are you ready for the next comedian or don't say that. And stuff, because I tell jokes like a man. So anyway, I'm just
Yeah,
happy to
you
be,
do.
whatever. But no, it's like, don't say that. Don't gender me,
Right.
Just say, are you ready for the next funny person? Whatever, but you ready for a female point of view? What the fuck that mean? What if I don't get up here and talk from a female point of view?
That's true.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about my new pussy and stuff. That's why I've been on gone. Y'all ain't seen me and stuff. I had to have a full hysterectomy and I got a new pussy.
So they took the ovaries and everything.
I made them keep my ovaries because I told them I don't want to be on hormone replacement. I don't want my coochie to go dry. I don't want my sex. I don't want to get my sex drive gone or whatever. So I told them keep my ovaries. If I don't care what they look like, they could look like shriveled up prunes. Keep my fucking
I told them
ovaries.
to take mine.
And
I wanted them
everything.
to take
So
everything.
it's when they clean out the whole box, they clean everything out, give you
Except
your
for
shoebox
ovaries.
back?
Yeah, I didn't take my cervix out.
Yeah.
I took my uterus out and stuff, and then I told them to tighten up the vajayjay and all that stuff. So I
She got a
got
brand new vagina.
new pussy smell, everything.
Oh, wow.
I
Have
call
you
it a
tried it out
hybrid.
yet?
No, I'm still 6 weeks. I call it a hybrid.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
a
she
Lexus.
can't have
I got a
sex right
Lexus
now.
in this bitch. I got Bluetooth. I got
got Bluetooth down there?
everything. in
Connect
this
your phone
motherfucker.
to my pussy.
So you can't fuck?
Next nigga
Not
get
just
this
for
pussy,
6
it's gonna be
weeks.
like getting a new car. You know how you sit in that car and that leather grab you and stuff. This pussy. My body's 52, but this pussy's 25.
Let me tell you, Hope, when you first have sex after
said
that
it's
6 weeks,
amazing.
girl, you are going to be gushing all over the place. Wow. I thought I was squirting. It was so good.
That's what they say, and the men say it's good because that thing is not in the way anymore or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so good.
Or is it just you relax because you know the nigga know he can't
He
get you
can't-
pregnant?
yeah, that
He can't get
too.
you pregnant.
That too. You ain't got no stress on you. You ain't gonna
All my
bleed.
girlfriends have said that, but I'm still in pain. But I've gotten up and moved around when I should have been laying down. My girlfriend's like, "Bitch, you are not 32, you 52.
Right.
You better get somewhere and sit down." And I've had to
You
work.
gotta
I've
do
had
what
to
they
go on
say.
the road. I wasn't supposed to drive.
was your last show?
And stuff. I was in Atlanta. I went to St.
Remember?
Louis and did the Laugh Lounge, some shows, and I flew to Atlanta and did a bunch of just one-nighters at different clubs and ended up at another club. So I was gone for about 10
No, you
days.
could have called me.
Whatever, Speedy. I want the Rolling Out people to know that Speedy is an amazing comedian. He's an amazing host more so than anything, but he's an amazing comedian who will not go out on the road. I don't understand what this is
Who will
about.
not go out on the road? I don't get niggas. For one thing,
You have not because you asked not.
here's no, it's not that. Here's the good and bad of it is that people, oh, you Jamie Foxx got you. I'm like, no, nigga, Fox don't got me. You
Right.
niggas want me on the show, and I have to go, bruh. I'll just come in and do 10 minutes because I don't want nobody to think I'm gonna blow them out. I will, but I won't do that.
right.
If you're the headliner, I'll just go in and do me and get off stage. I just want to make some money. So it's not me. I've put it out to every comic out there. Yo, man, if you got anything, I don't give a fuck. I'll fly myself in.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Because that's usually always the hang. Well,
that's what
I can't
that's
pay
what-
you to fly out. Don't worry about that.
But my thing is like you said, it was a Laugh Factory. You and Ruben Paul like this. From what I'm told, he ain't called you.
Well, it took him a long time to get me in. Me and him are like close. We go to
Really?
church together. I know his sister. We're all friends.
Yeah,
We've
we all
all been
started
friends.
Why
friends.
is
No,
it like that?
it's
though? I
not
don't
that. It's
understand.
like sometimes when you go to those like that particular club, he has to get the lineup approved.
Oh, gotcha.
And everything, and then
Okay.
they tell him, okay, you got to put so
And the
many.
lady
laughs.
called me, but she didn't give me she was supposed to call me back and give me the date and time to be there, and she never.
Oh, for
did.
Laugh Factory? Well, she
Okay,
probably
then you have
did.
to follow
Knowing you,
up
you
for
probably
Tuesday.
didn't.
Ruben
get
booked
the
me,
message.
but Jamie
'Cause I
Masada
text
approves
you.
everybody in every club he has to get on his stage. So
Okay, what
you
about
could
the
say-
Savoy? What about that one with the oh boy?
Oh, Spike.
Wednesday night?
No.
Yeah,
Chris Spencer and
Chris
Spike.
Spencer. Yeah. Okay.
they
Spike,
said they've been
Spike.
really light with the crowd lately. They ain't had a big crowd.
Oh, is that what that is?
Because they made the mistake of booking big time comics.
Yeah, they
then
first
they come out. So when you don't have the big time comics,
Nobody wants to come.
Nobody wants to come.
Oh, okay.
So
'Cause
you're
I saw who he
So
has.
you're supposed to do it as a surprise. Don't say we got so and so going to be here in 3 weeks. Those kind of rooms are not built for that.
Right.
No, it's not. I agree
They
with
have
you.
to be on surprise alert. Like I don't know who was there, but so and so came through. So I'm gonna just show. That's what they did with Chocolate Sunday. Chocolate Sunday never told you, oh, the Dave Chappelle might show up.
Right. Well, they didn't know either, though.
Yeah, they didn't know either, but he would show up and then
Yeah.
he'd go on. So that meant okay, any given Sunday I come through.
That's how I built my club, the
Yeah.
Townhouse. But this was before Nikki Pam, anybody was famous,
Right.
and people on their way. This was before Comic View and Def Jam and people. But we just built the club on. We just got funny motherfuckers
Yeah,
coming
come
through
through.
here. Just come through.
Some night it might be a celeb, sometime it won't be,
but they gonna be
guaranteed
funny,
yeah.
you know, whatever. And but you need to do a Tuesday. I just finished my Tuesday at the J Spa, sold out, you know, whatever.
We are doing it. When are we doing it, Speedy? We don't know.
Jay.
No, we got a date. Remember?
I know. What's his name? That runs. That
We
does
got
our
it.
work
I don't
there.
even know when it is.
They fire people every hour, so.
No, somebody called me and said,
Well,
Jay,
they're not there no more because I don't think it's a guy no more. Because the girl who booked me, she not there no more after 3 weeks.
Damn.
Oh, really?
So
Jay was up. When was Jay's birthday? Last Friday?
Whenever
Two
his birthday.
Fridays
I
ago, I
think,
think.
wasn't it in April?
No, remember we were supposed to go. That was last week, girl. Remember?
That's
We
right,
were supposed to
last
meet
Friday.
up.
So
and me
he
and
called
we
us
flaked on each other.
right after Jay got off the air with us. 'Cause Jay called in and was on the air with us.
He said April, right?
Yeah, the date is
Yeah.
in April,
The end of April.
but he's supposed to hit me back with the exact date. It was
Okay.
2 different dates that he said he wanted me to do.
Yeah, and you'll pack that out. It's easy to pack out and everything.
Yeah, we have fun.
Black owned establishment. When you fill out your W-9, they ask you what's your cash app. they ain't giving you no check.
They PayPal me right now.
Right.
It's like-
PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. Give me your name.
Who'd you have on the show?
They put up. I let them put up 2 people, and then me, and then I said whoever you want to go afterward because I didn't want them to burn the room up.
Who
you know.
hosted?
Jay hosts.
Oh,
And
okay.
stuff,
okay,
and
yeah.
then his nephew brings people up or whatever. So I let 2 openers go up. Jeff Arnold went up, and this guy named Al Dipmore went up, and then me, and then some people went on after me, but it wasn't really nothing left after I finished. Wasn't nothing left. I got to
Hilarious.
preaching. I was high, and the higher I got, the more I got to preaching. Oh, it was so
Do you,
funny, but I had a good
Phobe, do
time.
you know Yo-Yo?
The rapper?
Yeah.
Absolutely. When we call her,
No, we're going to have a chat after the show.
you going to? Okay.
Yes. I have to tell you some funny
Okay.
stuff.
Love Yo-Yo. I was a part of
fuck
her.
was that?
I was a part of Yo-Yo's women's group. She was trying to get started.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
she
a part
came
of
on-
her
remember she came on the show,
academy.
she talked about it.
Yeah, I was a part of that.
She
I
started
used to go to
Yo-Yo
the
School
meeting.
of Hip Hop.
Yeah, she did, but she had a meeting with grown women and stuff every week, and I don't know what happened. She said that she just had the wrong people running it, and so she's gonna revamp it. I love Yo-Yo. I love her spirit.
Yeah, she's
Very
really
nice
awesome.
lady.
I love her a lot.
She's an amazing girl.
Good lady. I like her. Auntie
Her
Yo-Yo.
and my little sister look exactly alike.
Do they?
My little sister Bubbles, and they're both rappers.
Wow.
And every time I see her, I say, you know, you look exactly like my little sister. Oh, tell her to come on through.
So we
love
going
Yo-Yo.
out. We got some in the works with me, Speedy, and Fox coming to a city near you to roll out. Show gonna be on tour. We're gonna do comedy and skits and music. And
I
all
told him
kinds
he
of
need to do a Sky show, do it live, do the show, have comics in between in a sense, and do the segments. It could be funny.
stuff. Yeah, I know comics in every single city, so that ain't gonna never be the issue. We'll come. If not, they be like, "Hope I'll drive.
But-
Where you want me to go? I'll
But
drive."
Hope, you have a talk show coming up.
I do have a talk show coming up
Tell
that we're
us
going to
about it.
shoot a pilot in Atlanta about it, and it's like kind of like a Chelsea Lately type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you
I
know
thought it was
what?
like
I used
you
to
know,
like
Miss Williams,
She was
where
funny.
you know do a little crack and then you go.
Oh wow.
Okay,
So yeah,
this is what I told somebody. I said, "Ain't no fun when somebody else got the gun, huh?
yeah.
No fun.
Ain't no problem about somebody else got the gun.
Okay, now everybody I feel sorry, but you have made a living off of like with Whitney. You had no empathy for Whitney when she came on and you talked about her drug addiction. Just because you off of it for several years, you never know when you can relapse. That's why people who are in recovery stay going to meetings and have
Yeah.
sponsors. I know people 25 years clean still go to meetings
Yeah.
and still have a counselor because anything can trigger that, and that's what you go back to.
She sure did.
You know, but the husband is he's like a mini Suge Knight.
Is
Kevin,
he?
you would never think that was Wendy's husband.
Really?
He a little tatted up nigga from Brooklyn, and she's
We like
really
street
terrified.
trash.
She's very terrified of him.
This
Is
the nigga with the
she?
side baby?
Yeah. They've been together forever.
Well, she was like other guys used her and stuff, and she would get, and this the only guy that really just kind of, took her seriously and put a baby in her, gave her, married her and gave her last name, and then he is really the mastermind behind negotiating to getting the show and all that other stuff. So she has.
Yeah,
this
she said he's her
allegiance.
business manager, her
Yeah, she has
publicist, her
allegiance-
everything.
Some allegiance to him and stuff, and she's very terrified of him.
Well, if she divorces him or
Wow.
leaves him, like they have to cut all that down. Like how they split that, it'll be a horrible
mess.
divorce.
He's not
gonna-
Because she
he's not
gave
gonna do
him
it.
executive producer credits on the Wendy Williams show.
Well, not only that, I don't think they have a prenup.
And he can get spousal support.
But I don't know.
Real
I don't know
responsible.
New York's law, but I don't know if infidelity is a cause for divorce in New York.
Here it is.
No, it's not. Oh no, it might be, but irreconcilable differences is not recognized here.
No.
And stuff,
That's-
but-
that's
Oh, it's
the
not?
infidelity.
I didn't know that.
That's what my mom is. My mother's going through a divorce right now,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what she was trying to cite. But because she makes more money than my stepfather, because he was actually out on disability, he's asking for spousal support, like a very large number. And she's like, Mama was like, I'm not about to pay no grown ass man.
When I was
Like-
married and I was in Dallas on the radio, I was making a lot of money too. And me and my ex-husband, we had a prenup. Okay, a prenup.
Fuck young nuck.
Yeah, I would knock you the fuck out if you ask me for anything. Take what you came with and get the fuck out.
Wow.
Okay, so that was
That's
agreed
really
to.
crazy. Men really ask for spousal
Oh
support.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your boy, our boy got it. Mark from
Joe
in
Story.
Vegas.
Mark in Vegas.
No, comedian has a stay in Vegas. What's her name?
Oh, wait, what Mark? Eddie?
Flame.
Eddie Griffin is the only one that
No,
stayed.
no. Female.
Monique?
Monique.
Oh yeah, she had to
So
pay
Mark-
Oh
She
yeah.
had to
yeah.
pay Mark
oh,
out.
that Mark. Okay.
Mark was
Her
getting,
husband, yeah, but
I think
she-
about 100
He was getting about 30 grand a month.
a month, and he got a lump
That's
of
fucking
250.
Okay.
And then was getting
Yeah.
35.
Ooh, I wish.
Yeah, I saw Mark
and
too.
stop
I
doing-
would have had Mark killed.
and stop doing hair and start taking acting classes. Nigga, I was on.
He had a
fucking ground.
barbershop in Alpha Lancashire, remember? And-
Momars,
yeah.
Momars and stuff. He's still
Monique
cutting
and
hair.
Mark. He's
Oh, he's still over- he's not over there no
he
more,
was
is he?
off of Ventura,
Okay.
but I haven't seen him.
Yeah,
in
I
a
saw
while.
him a couple years ago in Fridays up
Yeah,
in.
he's set for life. He good.
Yeah, if he did right by it, he is.
good.
Because she was trying to get a hit out on him and saying all
Yeah.
kind of crazy shit or whatever.
But
But
she didn't make it happen because she's from Baltimore.
well, it's harder in LA because you have to know people. But
you
I mean,
serious?
like me, I know two niggas from the Jungle, a blunt and $40.
Cell phone.
And we can make it all go away. We can make people disappear.
Listen, I met a man named T Money. That's all I got to say.
That's all you got to say. That's like with my girl Sherry Shepherd. I like Sherry. I'm gonna send you this text and delete it after you read it. We can take care of these niggas because they go to court and tag team her. One show up for the
Yeah,
other.
what
It's
is the deal with
ugly.
that?
And
Yeah.
Sherry
I feel
is the
so bad for her.
sweetest. When I tell you Sherry's the sweetest girl that doesn't deserve any of this.
She does seem like a really
So she
sweet
has to
woman.
pay
She's
all these
amazing.
dudes.
Huh?
She got to pay all them dudes.
Well, they're
Both of
ganging up.
them.
Both of
They're
the
both
exes
of them.
are
So
ganging
one
up
go to
against
court,
her.
one go to court, the other show up in support. When the other one go, the other one show up in
way.
support. And that last baby, she didn't use her eggs for that baby. So she used a surrogate. He used his sperm. So it's technically not her baby.
Got it.
So
Oh,
she
he's
won
trying
that
to take-
case. She won that,
Mm-hmm.
where she doesn't have
Oh,
to
she
pay
did
for
win
that.
that.
She won that.
I thought
one.
she had lost that.
No,
Okay.
she won that one, but I'm sure they'll change the law. So it's not even like her eggs and his sperm, and they inseminated in someone else. And
That
they're-
makes sense
that's
to me
not-
now why she didn't want to pick it. First, I was like, oh, that's fucked
She
up.
didn't
That's
want
your
the baby.
egg, his sperm. You had
No,
a surrogate. No,
no.
it makes sense now.
It's
It
not
makes
her.
sense.
It's him and her.
We got a phone call.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He was making it about money, so
Yeah.
It was always been about money with him.
that's terrible.
We got a
Caller,
phone
what's
call.
your name and where you calling from?
DJ out there in Vegas.
What's up, DJ?
What's up,
Speak
DJ?
up, DJ.
What's up with y'all? How y'all live?
You, man.
We can't hear you, DJ. I don't know what I hear.
Fix your
wind.
cricket.
I
Fix
said
your
what-
cricket.
You got it? You
Yeah,
got me?
there we go.
Jitterbug.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, you got
Okay,
them
yeah,
cheap
I-
ass earbuds and
Yeah.
stuff. Don't let it blow up in your in your ear.
Pull your antenna up, man.
I just recharged on my minutes. So I just got another card.
Good for you. That Walmart to Walmart. I know how I go, baby. Go ahead.
Boost Mobile.
Yes, sir. Me too. I got Boost too.
But I just wanted to ask, so y'all saying, you know what I'm saying, a husband who, you know what I'm saying, been at home, been holding a home down. He wasn't out there
Ouch.
working. He made you a millionaire. Now we separated, and I gotta go back to the project.
Yup.
Who said he made her a millionaire?
Well, Wendy was already made from the radio. She already had her program, so she had her following. But he did get pushed for the Wendy Williams show and got her over to there and stuff or whatever. He did do all of that.
Like she had the contacts already. He just went in and it was the mouthpiece. Because you never want to negotiate your own deal.
Sure. A whole lot of enlightenment. He brought her a whole lot of money. That man can't get his coins.
Yeah, I agree. I think he should get something. I agree, but I don't think that I think they should get something. I agree with paying a nigga out because I do that to niggas. I fuck a nigga to leave $40 on the dresser and keep it moving.
Leave me 40, man. Leave me a little 40.
I got you and stuff or whatever. So I agree. But as a man, real men don't look at it that way. Real men look at it like, nigga, take your lumps. You should have been stealing money all along and putting your shit up for rainy days and shit like that. And
wait, that's two different. All right, you got one set of men that might look like they trying to get at it as a come up, but then you got the other men who really put that work in.
Okay.
And so like they should get a piece of that bag.
I agree.
Like what about them?
So you should have a bag too.
Y'all did. Everybody did Mary J. Blige's husband bad. They would talk about that man bad. I'm like, maybe he just trying to get it. You know what I mean? Maybe he helped along the way.
Well, Kendu did help along the way.
Yeah, Kendu did help.
He did help along the way.
Got her.
But I think that what happens also too, I don't think it's that because we're mixing two things. I think what happens is that it's the disrespect. It's the flaunting the side bitch in our face type of shit or whatever that they're upset about at that point. And they've been there all that long because this woman, he been on and off with this lady for 10 years.
Right.
Whatever. So, and then now y'all got a baby and I'm a public figure and now it's like when Michael Jordan and Juanita was breaking up. She was cool with it. She knew who he was all along. But now you bringing this bitch to the game. She pregnant. It's like you throwing it in my face now.
So what you're saying is we all can agree here that it's nothing wrong with a little side bitch or a little side baby, but just don't flaunt it. That's what we say.
No, we're not
saying
that.
That's what we saying. That's what you right, nigga. That's what we saying. Don't bring the baby to the family thing.
I posted on my Facebook page. I said, I wonder what the baby gonna say to Wendy. How you doing? Too soon.
Don't flaunt the baby. Okay,
Too soon. Too soon. Too soon.
Way too soon.
Ain't no hashtag. Ain't no.
Like,
somebody
this
else
is
got to go.
2019. Niggas ain't never stopped having side babies. Is this society so weak nowadays where a woman can't handle a side bitch?
Yes.
Like, come on now.
Yeah,
not when I ain't got no side nigga now.
Just don't
Well,
get
fair
mad when
exchange
she
ain't no
start fucking
robbery.
your homeboy.
So yeah, so if I'm trying to be faithful and I'm trying to do the right thing, then why are you not trying to do the right
Why
thing?
does a woman have to accept a side baby?
We don't have to accept shit.
That kid
because you vowed to me as husband and wife to be my man. No, I'm saying if you get married, that's the vow. That's the vow.
Is that what that means, though? Is that what that means? That I can't, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what that means, my nigga.
Nigga, you gotta hang up on this nigga.
That's what that means. That means you can't be out here fucking around. What's the use of getting married then?
Hang up.
And let me ask you guys this
Now,
too.
cheating is not my deal breaker, but flaunting a bitch and a side bitch and then you get a baby from now you being careless. So that means you fucking her raw and fucking me raw.
Listen.
I don't know what that bitch out there doing.
And where I'm
She
from,
fucking
my
me.
culture, I am an African prince. I'm an African American prince, king, young man.
Oh, so your way of thinking is different. Your way of different. Y'all believe in having multiple women and wives and stuff in your culture.
Can we hang up?
Yeah, I get that.
Occasion,
But I feel like this. Let me say this to you. Let me say this to
Thank you
you.
for the phone call.
Thank you for the phone call.
Let me say this
We
too.
don't need your information.
Okay, but let me say this though. Cheating is not my deal breaker in a relationship, but I feel like this. If you gonna have a bitch, if you buy that bitch a purse, I want one too. And that's just what it is. I have to have what she
You get a bag, I get a bag.
Right. No, that's a deal breaker for me, for sure.
Let me ask you guys this, and I know I finally caught up on the premiere of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Okay, when you always coming back?
We just started shooting.
Cool.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. I talked to you
Oh,
about
that's why you had a
Yo-Yo.
little check. Okay,
Yes.
that's what I said. Because if you waiting
So-
on Speedy, say, yeah, fucking bounce like the NBA Finals.
But Rashida just allowed for Kirk to start bringing the side baby. Remember, Kirk cheated on Rashida.
But he denied it all that time. Didn't he deny
Now
it?
the baby's coming to their house and having dinners and things. He a badass little kid too, telling her no and stuff. But how do you feel about that? If your husband,
the kid is, it's not their fault. They didn't ask to be.
but
here.
they didn't ask to be here. But you do have a voice in saying if the kid's gonna be at your house or not. She's not telling him not to have a relationship with Cannon, but don't have him in my house. Would that be wrong?
Isn't Cannon disrespectful to her too?
Yeah, he's rude to everybody though.
They just showed that he's a kid.
How old is he?
And pretty sure the mom,
What is-
being he's the
True.
only kid with
That's a
her.
terrible two.
You know, terrible two. She's letting him, just like the terrible two we know
And,
about.
and,
Let
and you
him
never
run
know
around
the
and do their
mama. You know
thing.
how black mamas are and stuff. Yeah, you can go over there to your bitch house and stuff, but that bitch better not touch my baby. That's
Yeah.
classic.
Well,
with
she
black
said
women.
that
Classic
she
black
asked why was he wearing a pamper still, which
At
he
2
should
years
have
old.
He should have pull up. Usually you do pull ups around 2, but you
Yeah,
know
it
should
take a
should
minute for a
getting up,
boy.
yeah. And I heard girl clap back or whatever, which I figured that was going to happen.
Yeah.
But do you because y'all would have to embrace that little kid, and you know where it came from. It came from him or.
Well, let me ask you this question.
First of all, I'm
we
gone.
don't have to embrace nothing.
No.
we don't have
Ain't
to
got
accept
to do
anything.
shit.
That's
No,
like
if
my
you
son.
I
agree-
would have been
if you
gone
agree- no, no.
anyway.
If you
I wouldn't
agree
been with
to
no nigga
stay,
like her.
That
If you
kid
agree
won't
to
be in
stay,
my
you have to
house.
stay.
That's
You
what
have
I
to
do.
agree to whatever encompasses you.
whatever rolls.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But I ain't
And
agreeing
look at
to
Gabrielle
stay.
Union. She stayed with Dwayne Wade, and he
Oh,
had a
that's
whole
true.
baby on her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
but they
did,
were-
But she
weren't
said they were
married yet.
broken up.
Oh,
They were
And
broken
they
up.
weren't married. So
They weren't
Yeah.
married. They were dating, and they broke up. And then he went on about his life and got a bitch pregnant, and they got back together.
somebody he been sleeping with for over 10 years.
Oh, see, that's worse to me. To me, when you cheat, you can't go back.
The tea's hot.
You can't. I'd rather you meet somebody new because when you go back, that means you wasn't never over that person.
And
They've
he's
always
still
been in the
fucking
back of the
her.
mind.
I feel like Gabrielle Union is boring in bed.
You look like she be born. It look like she
I-
bossy.
she's
I'm
boring
not
and
gonna let you
bossy.
do that because I met her. We've met.
I met her too.
and she's super. She one of the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met. I've met a lot.
That's
Only
because
person
you
I
was
like
with
too.
Jamie. I just want you to know.
No, we
She was
kicked
only
it.
nice to you because you were with Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx. She met
exactly.
you or some regular nigga. She'd be
No.
like, "Who do you?"
I heard
And
she's
she
not.
would.
She's a
She's
bitch.
nasty.
I've
She's
met
a
her
bitch, though.
before. I've met her before. That wasn't my first time.
But I'm just telling you this. I know because me and Claudia used to, hang with, try to, we would see her out and stuff. And let me tell you, she ain't about girl power. She ain't about none of that shit. I'm just letting you
Just
know.
because she didn't like y'all,
I'm just letting you know.
like me,
Ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay?
nothing to do with me.
I don't judge people by how when people say so and so treated me this way. I don't know what you've done to them to treat you that way. I only go by how people treat me.
Right.
That's all I go.
Right.
And then when I don't see people in a long time, like when they're celebrities, because I know all the comments. When I ain't seen you in a long time, I don't run up to you because I don't know where you at in your fucking celebrity, and you're gonna get cussed the fuck out. I just
Right.
wait till you see me and how you respond to me. If you respond to me cool, then we fucking cool. But if you're not, I just back up. I watch.
And I think to the flip side of that story would be how many dudes your girl went out, had a baby, and bought the baby back, and you had to stay with it, knowing that wasn't your kid, and now you got to raise it.
Why do we have
He
to
in the
stay?
house.
That's my
He in the
But-
house.
but-
Well,
but-
I mean, when you agree to stay.
But
Fuck
this is
that.
the thing, though. Men can deal with it almost differently because men will leave his baby mom and go get with another girl and raise her 3 kids. That's from slavery. Because when the master would split us up, that was part of the plan to split the man up from his original family.
said this earlier.
Whatever. So he can go and raise another family, but a man doesn't look at it. If a woman goes out and has another, we just don't. It's just not we can't handle it.
Y'all can't.
No.
They say it's more. Some people in the chat room saying it's more common for men to play stepdaddy than it's for women to
Because
be stepmom.
from slavery,
Yeah.
that comes from
Stepdaddy.
slavery.
Okay.
When they would
Yeah.
take the man from the family as a form of punishment and control, and then he move him to a whole nother plantation. That's why it's easy for men to leave their biological children and go raise other people's kids.
They sure do. They sure do.
And then some of these
Happened to my
women, like my
cousins.
boy, it happened to him in Chicago. He hadn't seen his daughter. He's from Chicago. He went back to Dallas. The girl reached out to him because he was doing good, and everything, and went and let him. So he was never unsupervised with his daughter. She was always around. But they somehow souped the daughter into saying that when he picked her up, he touched her. And I know this dude. He ain't even that kind of dude. He can get any bitch he want and stuff or whatever. And they said he touched the daughter inappropriately. They picked him up, put him in jail, and then expedited him to Dallas, Texas and stuff. Now he's got to register as an offender, even though he cleared his name.
That's
That's another
crazy.
step to get to clear your name and then not have to register
really?
as. Oh yeah, that's a whole.
Well,
nother
even
step.
when I think I had a conversation with Speedy and Pam about that one time. I have 5 nieces.
Okay.
So my dad and my mother, both, and my grandpa always told us with little girls, they're always supposed to sit sideways on the man's lap, sideways.
I don't.
not
I
forward.
for what I know now, I don't think little young girls after they become a certain age, I don't think they should sit on people's lap.
Yeah, and my dad said after 4 years old, my nieces weren't allowed to sit on the lap. Once they could say bathroom and hungry and they could communicate what they needed, it was no more lap time.
Yeah, when I was
My dad don't do
married
that.
and stuff, my husband had some kids, and his daughter came in our room and was sitting on our bed, and I told him, I don't think that's appropriate. He's like, why? I said, because this is the bed we sleep in and do our thing. I just don't think, this is a big mansion. Why she got to come in our room and sleep on I just don't think. So I've been raised a certain way, but, and being a
We never
molested
sat on
in
my
my
parents'
own
bed.
family, being molested in my own family by
Not
my
my dad or
own
my mom.
uncle, you know, I'm very, very conscious of things. I look at stuff like, don't let your kids go to the bathroom, people, by themselves. I saw on the news where the parents were celebrating the kid's birthday at McDonald's. The kid, 7-year-old, went to the bathroom. A guy snuck in on the side and went in that bathroom and raped and murdered the boy. Don't let your kids go to the bathroom by themselves.
Crazy.
Even if you stand by the door, if they're young enough, if they're a boy and they're young enough, take them in the women's bathroom with you. But you got to be so careful now.
I have a problem with these moms, and the kid be grown, almost grown, and he going into the.
He's
girl's
17
bathroom.
with pubic hair, peeing in the bathroom with his mama.
Well, that's a
You know,
different. That's
and,
different.
and I know how protective you and I'm with you on all of that. Like whoever my daughter spend the house with somebody, I know exactly who's there.
My
I
son.
know everything.
I know. I'm the same thing.
Because I think for little girls and little boys too, I think. But you have to protect that innocence of them being a kid. You got to let them be a kid when they're gonna be grown all their life.
Right.
So as
how
an
I feel.
adult, we have to be there to even when we like, yeah, do this. No. Let me call, see who the fuck this
when my
is.
son,
see what
but
the fuck going on.
my son was the only child, and we were so. He had everything at home. But when he would want to go to somebody's house, I'd be like, oh, good, I'm going to give me a weekend to myself. I'm going to have a nigga over or something like that.
Yeah.
He would go Friday. By Saturday, he like, Ma, can you come get me? Because he couldn't go in their refrigerator. He couldn't do what he wanted to do, where everything was good, you know. So all the kids end up coming back to my house or whatever. But I would always go over there. I said, I need to see if there's a pedophile on the porch, a crackhead cousin. I need to see what the mama about. Because a lot of men I deal with or have dealt with, their first encounter has been with a babysitter or an older woman.
That's so
and
true.
And men, I was been fucking since I was 8. No, you've been raped since you was 8. You've been molested since you was 8. And why is that okay for girls but not okay for boys?
And see, that's why with my nephew, with him being 5 now, and he's going to preschool, and like he's at a bigger school with more, like there's the young teacher. Like there's some teachers in there that they could be Cajun's age.
Yeah.
They're working
They
with my
are,
nephew, but he's learning more and saying more. Like when I was home for Christmas, he was like, Ray, I got an Enos and Naya got a Ina. And I was like, I know what he's saying. He got a little list. I was like, oh, it's a vagina and a penis. Yes, it's different. But at that point, my sister and I knew, okay, separate bath time. Because he's 3.
That's what I do with my son. That's what I do with my son. He would take a bath with me. And he said, Mommy, what's wrong? Your pee-pee, bro? I was like, it's time.
But they notice stuff. They notice
Didn't
stuff.
that happen with Brooklyn and Maya? Yeah.
They notice stuff, but he tells everything. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing with my nephew. He tells everything.
But you don't know that because everybody says that they're gonna tell everything. But when the perpetrator comes to your child and says, "I'll kill everybody in your family if you tell." I was molested, so I know what it's like. It's the I'll kill everybody in your family, or if you tell, I'm gonna do that. So they put the fear in the kid to not tell. I know they tell everything because I'm saying to myself, why is this still going on in this day and age of kids telling everything and we're more prevalent in seeing. But I tell people the warning signs of a lot of it is when you take your kid to somewhere you've been taking them and they scream bloody murder and they don't want to be there, something is happening to them at that place.
That's why
you gotta watch their behavior.
I always tell people, hey, bring your kids here because I know it's good here.
Yeah. That's what I used to do.
And I would say, hey, no, if they don't want to stay, just bring them on in.
Yeah.
They're like, you sure? Man,
yeah, bring them kids. I would have a house full of boys, and as they got older and stuff, they got 2. They start going to parties and taking their shirts off. Like, close your damn door.
You see, my dad was never like a part. He says he was never a part of the drop off culture. Like some parents drop their kids off, go run errands while stuff. My dad will sit there. My sister's mom will sit there. My sister and brother-in-law, they will sit there and watch until it's time to go, and then they leave. They never drop off and leave.
I see.
They just never believe in that. I used to be like, God damn, my daddy here. I can't act up.
Yeah, but people need to understand. And then a lot of this, and this is very important, half of the molestation is women against other girls. You taking your daughter to your girlfriend's house and thinking she's safe, and these women are turning out our girls.
Ooh. Y'all better stop eating this little young pussy.
80% of molesters are women against girls.
Stop eating this young pussy. Leave these little girls alone.
80? That's a lot.
80%. My boy has a grant to catch pedophiles and rapists and stuff. I said, you catch a lot of men? He said, no, 80% of them are women. I said, women against boys? He said, no, women against girls. You comfortable with taking your daughter like I'm comfortable with if I had a daughter taking my daughter to Pam's house.
Right.
I don't know Pam is turning my daughter out.
Oh, wow.
Pam, stop eating young pussy.
So many jokes.
Put your finger in her little cootie cat. Okay?
But I feel like people, but they said most people that molest children molest animals as well. Like if you see an animal acting weird around a person,
Well, no,
I'm telling you, they said that on the news.
And not only that, some people, if you have molested, you've been molested a lot of times and stuff. Like with me, the generational curse stops here. I'm not a molester. My son don't molest people. Sometimes, and that's why sometimes a lot of stuff in your life doesn't work, is because you know you have to break a lot of.
She touched you.
I didn't.
You were 35.
Me too.
What is that called?
Me too.
Okay, what is that called? You were 35 and willing. What is that called when you're willing and stuff to get touched and everything? So people need to understand the warning signs and stuff. When your kids is crying, screaming bloody murder, if someplace they've been, they not just want to go with you. Something is happening over there. It could even be just neglect.
They said Jamie molested Speedy.
Molested me too.
They said he put a foxtail on you.
He put one on. He put one on me, and I liked it.
That's why you hit, didn't you? Call her. What's your name and where you call her from?
She said,
We was raised up old school, such as in this aspect. You can't pick me up. If my mother said, ain't no motherfucker in here picking you up but me. And if they try to, scream and yell or come get me. There ain't none, because see, we didn't play that shit. Wasn't none of that, because you know how most people just walk up and pick up somebody else's kid, and nobody pays it any attention? Shit. Well, put him down. No.
All of these men now they interested in your son for some reason, or your daughter, and want to take them places and do stuff with them and stuff. You don't know who the fuck these people are and everything with this. I see it all in the airport and the men looking at the young kids and the young girls and stuff. And I'm saying to myself, I'm leery of every single motherfucker. I don't let none of that, and like my grandmother, she never let us spend the night out.
No, what? No.
My mother didn't let me wear other girls' clothes.
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Where you play
this was old school. This is old school as well. If I don't know, if they didn't know your mama or somebody in your family,
I need to go meet people.
You can't fuck with them.
I got to go meet some people.
Don't fuck with them. You better not have fucked with them, or they got your ass whooped. It was a reason for it.
Yeah. But also too, what I think though too is that I think that what happens is that Grandma know Uncle Junior is a pedophile, but she get a crazy check for his ass or whatever, and so she don't do nothing about it because generationally she's probably been molested by somebody. Her mama before that been molested by somebody, and it's just something like he good to us. You see it on all the slave movies all the time. The kids try to go and tell he good to us and he take care of us, and it'll be over in a little while, and you just deal with it, and it becomes a generational thing. Like with R. Kelly, you cannot. I'm not saying you can't fault him, but you can understand when you mess with a child's innocence and you push him into, like Speedy said.
Wait a minute,
wait. Let me finish. Hear me out. When you mess with a child's innocence and you take that away from them, where do they go? They have to grow up so fast to protect themselves. My son, there was a young boy. My son was 11. His friend was 11, and they could hang out. But he had an older brother. His friend had an older brother that was 16 who wanted to come over and hang out. And I said, well, how old are you? He said, I'm 16. I said, you can't come and hang out with my son anymore. He said, why? I said, you look like a good kid. Y'all just playing games. I said, because y'all have nothing in common.
He's 11. You 16.
You 16.
Right.
Y'all have nothing in common. Y'all, you should be talking about girls and doing this and that. My son's 11. I want him to be 11 till he's 12 till he's 13 and stuff or whatever.
Would you give out my Instagram?
Oh, that was me.
More or less,
Sorry.
someone like this to me with R. Kelly. People knew.
They all knew, but what I'm saying, we ain't going by the
him.
people because we're going by him, the actual act of it. Where does that come from? That comes from him being molested by the sister, and then his innocence is taken away, so he doesn't have a filter. Like they said, Richard Pryor, his mother was a hoe, his grandmother ran a hoe house, and so he's bisexual. So he feel like sex, he can get it from a man or a woman because his innocence was taken away, and he saw that at an early age. So he doesn't have a filter of what is right or wrong sexually.
Well, but see, I feel like this. I feel like the parents that pushed them into that situation should be in jail. And so
I agree with you.
If the situation comes up, if he did it, he should be in jail as well. Because I'm
well, it ain't over
judgment.
now. Yeah.
See, I'm saving judgment until all facts are in. Because the girl said, hey, my mama pushed me to be with R. Kelly, so if they need some money, they can blackmail him into giving us some money, and this, that, and the other. A lot of this shit is set up to make money.
But the other thing is too, though, you have to understand where. Then you have to understand where you act. The Bible says, "To much is given, much is required." If you are alcoholic, maybe you shouldn't open up a liquor store and stuff. So you have to know. You have to know where the fuck you are. And you gotta flee temptation at all times and stuff. If you know that that's your issue, or whatever. But I really think that R. Kelly got it messed up because I think, he's a little slow. He might have a little dyslexia or something.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
So,
that means,
I'm saying he thought they were 14 and 15. Maybe they were really 54. He thought they were 41 and 51. Because everybody know, this is one of my jokes. Everybody know women over 45 pee every 7 to 8 minutes.
Thank you.
I'm weak.
Thank you.
Every 7 to 8, we going to the bathroom.
Pam's bladder. She got the bladder of a hummingbird.
I do.
I'm telling you.
Nigga, she
I'm
come
drinking
out
this
the
shit.
bathroom
Yeah.
and go, ooh,
Oh, I
shit.
gotta pee again. And so he got the wrong bitches. Get you an old bitch, R. Kelly, if you want a bitch to pee on you. We pee on my, we'll pee on you all goddamn
day,
night.
right?
Okay, that's what the problem is. You got the wrong bitches peeing on your ass.
the pee hive. R. Kelly has the pee
We
hive.
got pee in our panties sometime. Okay, we pee when we laugh.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little trickle.
Or sneeze.
little trickle.
We pee
Or
when we
sneeze.
laugh. So you can get pee all goddamn day.
What's wrong
R.
with
Kelly.
your pee muscle, nigga?
It's just as you get
Older,
older,
it just weakens.
and it just weakens in the bladder and everything, gravity and all of that, and it just weakens and stuff. And that's what I went to have fixed.
Weak pussy, bitch.
Yeah. When you go to the
So all the
doctor,
shout out to
when
all
you're
the
younger,
men.
They'll tell you to like hold it,
Hold
go,
it,
hold it,
hold it,
go.
go. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
to tighten it up. But
Yeah.
as you have babies,
Good Lord.
big dicks, all that shit.
Big dicks will stretch you
Yeah,
out.
big
Hey.
hey.
You let them say that, please?
Okay, I had to get my booty hole. Okay.
It is the Rollout Show. Right here at Rollout Studio.
I live with the Baltimore Anaconda.
Don't do with that information. Just let that settle.
Okay, he's gay. Okay.
I'm only gay on Thursdays.
Okay. Well, today is Thursday. It is. Really gay.
Oh, shout out everybody. Look at the bags that Hope. If you all would like to order a bag.
Where do you want them to go?
Nowhere. I just got that for y'all.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, she's not available.
You got the hat and everything. You got more beanies?
No. I got more at home that are mine.
That you keep, yeah, I was gonna say.
I can-
Sweetie wants to wear it for his comedy show.
I seen this experiment on Instagram that this guy did for like kids, and he had a puppy, and he would like go up to their parents. You saw that?
Yeah.
He
No,
would
what
go up to the
happened?
parents
will
and be
crying.
like,
Parents will be crying because they feel like they've taught their kids not to talk to
Yeah.
strangers, not to go
And
with
the kids
strangers.
were
And they would
going.
test them. They would test the kids, and the guy would come up and say, "Hey, you want ice cream?" Or I got a
Yep.
puppy, and the kid would go right to them.
Dudes do that.
Parents would,
Give me an ice cream sandwich. That little nigga walk right across his floor.
yeah.
yeah. So that's
Be
why
in
you
the back of
said-
the car, strapped in.
And literally, every kid
ice
went.
cream.
Every kid
went.
went. Yep, every
Because
kid
we
went.
kids don't think when do we have to start protecting ourselves, our kids from adults?
Right.
That's what you have to, like the police. You can't. It's almost like you dread if you're in a situation. You dread for the police to stop and help you. You dread to call the police now.
We got a phone call.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Where you calling from, nigga? What's going on?
Willie. What's up, Willie?
Sweet Walker, Joe, what that do, dog?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey.
Hey, listen, man. Let me ask y'all niggas something, man.
Okay.
What in the history of fucking sexual humanity, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck are you planning on stopping fucking young people from fucking adults? Explain this shit to me.
We ain't said we gonna stop it or whatever.
How
We
you
just said
gonna
it ain't right to do. We ain't on no crusade to stop a motherfucking thing. Shit, I'm trying to stop myself. Okay, so whatever. So no, we ain't trying to stop it. We just discussing it and saying because I know what you're going to. It's been here since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
It has. It's
And
been
you
here
know-
since the beginning of time.
Any 13-year-old having sex is for sure having
But
sex
back
with a
in
grown man.
but the guy who called from Vegas. It's cultural and stuff. Like in Africa, they married you off at what an early age. And all
12,
those
yeah.
cultures and
As soon as
Asian
you got
cultures and
puberty.
stuff. They married you off to an older guy. It wasn't like a 13-year-old man,
Yeah.
another 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Like if you having sex, it's with a man, a grown man.
Yeah. In Dallas, when I lived in Dallas, Texas, the youngest girl pregnant was 8 years old.
Good Lord.
8. Wow.
She didn't even have titties.
Are you on the phone or am I on the phone?
We do have a hang up button.
Sure do. Click.
You can call them out, Willy Wonka, tomorrow. No, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
But whole flood, man, the culture has shifted. You feel me?
Yes.
I had a conversation with an older lady, black lady in Trader Joe's, and I was trying to tell her, like, do you realize, this lady I was talking to, I said, do you realize for thousands of years that men, a part of manhood has always been like when you in your 20s, at some point in time, you get your own shit, your own property, your animals and shit, whatever, and then you get a young woman, whatever, 14, 15, 16, 18 years old from her family, and then you marry her into the family business-wise, and you take care of her and provide for your children. But then women, over the last 50, 60, 70 years, change up everything to a culture now where it's like, oh, I'm 17, 18, 25, I'm fucking bitches, or you 17, 25, you fucking niggas and shit. If we fucking, we like each other, then we'll live together and get married and shit. And hopefully you got motherfucking just one kid instead of 6 kids. You see what I'm saying?
No. You Sweetwalker Joe, nigga. We gonna roll with it.
Thank you for your call.
Yeah, nigga, what?
Do it talk, nigga. You need to put some more motherfuckers in there. I like it when you talk with you. In the motherfucker, you gotta put some motherfuckers in there.
We don't respect your
going to
intellect.
Trader Joe's.
We don't expect your intellect. We like you when you're grimy.
Right.
Hey, Speedy, man, I thought I was getting a fucking Harvard tutorial, nigga. Goddamn.
Nah.
Walker Joe ain't popping right now.
Nah.
Yeah, he took a L on that one.
Yeah, you took a
Well,
big
I tell you
L.
like this, man. Before I wrap my
Hilarious.
shit up, listen, man, I tell you like this, man. As a young boy, when I was motherfucking 8, 9 years old, and my mama sent me off to summer camp, I was molested by a summer camp chick. You know what I mean?
You was?
What's his name?
Oh, you really, nigga? His name was Michelle, nigga. She was a bad bitch.
And while you bullshitting, that can be a girl's name in France. I mean, that could be a guy's name. Michelle is a guy's name in France.
Hilarious.
Hello.
Oh my God, I can't say shit with you niggas.
You know better. You gonna call us
All
and,
up in here.
and open up to us. You know better.
Don't ever open
And
up.
so, how old were you?
10.
I was about motherfucking 8 years old. Or
Yeah, you
something
were
like that.
molested. You were
Yes.
molested.
Yeah. She was probably like 17 and shit.
Yeah, you were
But she
molested.
had-
So he was 17.
She said, "Give me that dick, little nigga.
They were 17.
You want this? You want lunch or not?"
You said they were 17?
No, nigga. She was 17. Nigga,
Okay, well, she, he, whatever.
She said, "You want some lunch? You better lick this pussy." Squeeze
A
my
lot of
tits if
men
you want
are
some
like-
juice.
That's where you got Sweetwalker from?
I tell you, man. Look,
But
man,
you were molested. My boy wrote a movie called Unreported, and it's about men being raped and stuff being set
wanna
up
give
and
your name?
raped and stuff.
So he put you in the movie?
Go ahead, make your report.
Tell us your story.
Tell us your story.
making fun of my tragedy, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
The young girl. she
was
played
the
with
dude
my
gentle?
Hey,
Was
I
he
wanna
gentle?
hear what he's saying.
He ain't saying shit.
He
He
is
making
talking.
up-
He
making
said she
up
played
shit.
with his wee wee.
Yeah. Was he gentle?
Did you penetrate, or did you just suck you off or jack you off? What she
I
did?
ain't had no wee-wee. Let's get that clear, nigga. I ain't had no wee-wee at 8
You
years
don't have a
old.
wee wee.
Let's
How
get
you
that clear.
pee? You're gonna wee. Oh, okay, okay.
Oh,
So-
you a Ken dog.
I had nigga. I had a GG. I had a motherfucking big dick, nigga. No,
At
I'm
8
playing.
years old. Okay, how do
No,
you
I'm just
compare
playing.
that to other dicks and stuff? Anyway,
Yeah.
and so
No,
what did she do? She make you have sex with her?
Him.
No, she made me she played with my little wee-wee.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I motherfucking, she wanted me to suck her titties and shit.
Uh-huh.
He lying.
And motherfucking, just motherfucking foreplay type shit. It wasn't no
Hey, how you know how to suck a titty?
Right.
Because she motherfucking pulled a nipple out and she was like, just motherfucking kisses. So I was like, okay.
Okay, were you a
Well, how you
breastfed
know it
baby?
wasn't a man nipple? It could have been a man nipple.
Were you a breastfed baby? That's how you knew. That's what you should have came back with, nigga. You ain't quick enough for this show. Okay.
You done lost your skill set.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Nigga.
nigga, I'm a Similac nigga. I ain't no.
Oh, that's
Hilarious.
why you know.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
And so are y'all married now? How many kids y'all got?
We got 4 boys, and I'm teaching them the same thing
Yeah,
he
they
taught
go,
me.
Yeah, they go. So every time you go to summer camp, you just have a breakdown, don't you?
Any camping movie, you
You
snap.
just snap. Anytime we say we going outside and play in the grass, your ass just break the fuck down, don't you?
You want to start a fire? No, I'm just sucking your nipple.
You got some matches?
You want to sleep in my sleeping bag? No. Oh,
Why?
He come out her room.
Go ahead, Nicholas. You ain't listening.
glad y'all had
You do.
fun.
Don't come out here.
At your expense.
Don't call up here without your P's and Q's cost. Okay, we are relentless.
Usually we never have fun with you like this. I'm glad you
opened
slipped up
up.
today.
Yeah, you opened
don't
up.
ever open up again.
You know better.
Don't you ever tell nobody
SD calls.
that some dude fondled you at camp.
At summer camp.
Motherfucking tragedy. Y'all niggas done motherfucking
Now, did you have on your Boy Scout uniform or
Or was you selling cookies?
Collecting money for football.
did she follow any other kids? I mean,
She just picked your
Or
ass.
she just picked your ass.
Nah, she picked me. I felt like the chosen one and shit, I guess.
Okay.
So again,
Now, do you tell this to women after you have sex and you come, you start crying?
I just need to be held.
You have to
Counselor Terry used to talk to me like that.
Not Councilman Timmy.
Can I tell you a secret?
Counselor Timmy used to do that to me.
Get out my bed, nigga. Grown ass man.
You
Go get
remind
some
me of something.
Can you write Camp Anawana on your shirt, please?
Terrible.
Do you have a log cabin?
Can you blow your whistle for me?
Don't you ever open up again, nigga. You stay hard from this point on, nigga. You Sweet Walker Joe. Can't nobody rape Sweet Walker Joe. Sweet Walker Joe rape nigga.
Can you write my name on my name
Now
tag?
change the story around and tell me you fucked everybody at the camp. Still coming, and you go, you know, guys, I was raped at 9
And band camp.
at swimming camp.
Look,
They
every
raped me.
bitch he beat named Tammy, he have a flashback.
Don't ever do that, Sweet Walker.
No better.
We ain't shit. Now you a segment.
Well, you know, man, well, thank you very much.
They said just hang up,
I'm glad
nigga.
that this show has reached a full potential level of maturity.
Yes, it has.
And now I
You gonna call here with
Tammy and the wee wee.
Wait a minute. This nigga call here with a real story. Hey guys. I feel like I can open up to you. It's Sweet Walker. You didn't even give your whole name. It's Sweet Walker.
He gave an alias
I was touched at 8
by Counselor Tammy.
by Counselor Tammy
She made me suck her titties,
at drum camp.
and she played with my pubes.
I knew something was wrong because there wasn't no sticks.
I cannot.
Don't do that ever again, nigga. Stay who you
Okay,
is.
well, like I say, man. Well, thank you for your love and support.
And support.
You know what I mean? I will now gladly park my car into the garage with the engine running.
Yeah. Wait, Big J in Dallas said you went to conversion camp.
Yeah, you should have parked your car in the garage at 9.
Sweet
You
Tammy.
wait till you 49.
When them little boys put them drumsticks in you
Yeah, you should have.
at drum camp. You knew one of them wasn't a dick.
Sweet Tammy.
Vernon, if you listening, Vernon, call in. Man.
Somebody save this nigga.
This nigga right here.
Nigga, open up.
Counselor Tammy didn't play with Vernon.
I still don't believe you opened up to us, nigga.
Call in.
We don't open up to each other.
Story, goddamn. Don't let me be the only nigga.
Well,
It's other niggas, but they don't call.
they don't call it a random radio show.
Yeah.
I was right there at drum camp, but I thought it was a stick.
Yeah, nobody does that. Nobody calls this show at
This
least.
show, nigga.
At this show. They know better.
We don't even know we're gonna be on tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't open up to some shit that may not even exist tomorrow.
We can't counsel you tomorrow. So.
Yeah, now you stuck.
Yeah, don't call back down here no more.
I know you don't have no money for counseling fees, but
This the wrong show for that shit.
I think you should send us a picture of Tammy. We need to find Tammy.
You want Ayana to fix your life?
Surviving Tammy.
so this is what we're gonna do.
This is what we're gonna do.
We all going camping. You coming? You coming, nigga? No pun intended.
Titties everywhere.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna show up to your house, pick you up with my titties out. Okay?
And a campfire. We gonna do a little campfire on your grass, nigga. We here because Sweet Walker had been touched at 8.
At band camp.
How did you pick 8, nigga?
Yeah, at band camp.
Why would you say at 13? You didn't have to defend yourself. This
Was she
nigga said
black or
8.
white? Let's start there. Was
Let's
she
start
black
there.
or white?
She was light skinned.
That don't define black or white.
So Jesse Marlette raped you. Now he came and raped you. Was you in the cold?
Yeah.
Were you at Subway? So that's your problem. You went to Subway.
Yeah, you went to Subway at 250 degrees west.
You know, but look, man, that's probably the reason because she wore glasses. So that's probably why I'm so attracted to women who got glasses on. You know what I mean?
You further digging this hole. Okay.
Yeah, he like being in the zone.
Yeah. Okay, you like women with glasses, so you liked it basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, did you tell him you like it? You know, we need to know.
How long was y'all there? Did you do it every other day while you was at band camp? Or did you come back to your dorm room?
Nah, this shit happened for 2 summers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you went back?
Oh, you went back?
Yeah, I ain't tell my mama and shit.
Hey guys,
I'm here.
Yeah,
where's Tammy?
Stickman is here.
I can't wait. Why you want to go to band camp? It's September. Y'all got Tammy's number? I left something on the bus.
Right.
Is this Jellystone?
This ain't the camp. Your mama like, I'm gonna take you to a new camp. I don't like Tammy. No, mama, no.
Why are you keeping me from Tammy?
Tammy, I loved her.
Oh,
Did you tell any other boys at camp?
No.
Hey, man, look, man. Man, we roasted marshmallows and I sucked titties. And shit, you know what I mean?
Roasting marshmallows and sucking titties.
I think I love you already. Okay.
They said we abuse shaming.
They've been in their feelings.
That's funny.
Again, Sweetwalker, don't open up ever again.
Well, Speedy,
You
man,
know
I'm
better.
sorry, man. I'm glad I brightened up y'all day with my motherfucking childhood devastation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little disappointed. I had you at a higher standard
Yeah,
than
first
you
of all,
are
it's not
right now.
devastation. You went back. See, this is what they're going to say
Yeah,
in court.
yeah.
I watched 7 seasons of Law and Order. I'm telling you,
You
when
can't
it's
go
gonna
back,
come.
nigga.
You can't go back.
You're right.
You attracted to women with glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You said you liked it, and you a titty man. You pretty much fucked.
And you like drumsticks.
You
It's a problem.
pretty much fucked up.
It's a problem.
You can't take this to court or nothing.
Yeah, you had a case to get some money from jump camp.
Yeah.
Until you decided to go back.
Yeah, until you decided to go back.
When you went back, you fucked off your chip.
And you started to go back in January, and it ain't till summer, okay?
Now you can't even go to a concert because they got a drum set there.
How are you at picnics?
It's a slippery slope.
It's child molestation. Because when you come out with this shit, motherfuckers get on your ass. That's why you ain't
Well,
never-
that's what happened at jump camp. Somebody got on your
Somebody
ass.
got on your ass, and you liked it.
Literally.
So Todd Teasy's saying that Trump is now going to fund the Special Olympics.
Yeah, because they was finna
Because
get
he's special.
They was finna fuck his shit up.
They didn't just announce that or something?
They had to.
Hey, Nick and Pam, before you go into that, hey, Nick, man, if you in the booth, man, edit
He
the
did.
last fucking 15 minutes of the show out.
We
You
will
know it's
not.
live. You know it's live, right?
Yeah, we will not.
This is live. This is a live show.
We're going to start the show off with this segment.
Matter of fact.
Leave me alone. I'll fuck with y'all niggas later, man.
Bye, Willie.
Don't kill yourself.
Hey,
we just clowning. We
can you
won't.
blow out the campfire, please?
Yeah, don't.
Sweetwalker opened up to us, man.
Swing
Hey,
low.
man, I don't know
These
why
niggas
he
don't
did
learn.
that shit.
Sweet chariot.
Coming home to carry me home.
Yeah.
Sweetwalker, touched by titties. Coming home
To carry him home.
At a campfire, they touched him. They put
Remix.
a stick up in him.
The remix.
He called the rollout show. He confessed to being touched.
Bump, bump.
A bum, bum.
The remix.
Tammy titties, Tammy titties, Tammy titties, Tammy titties, Tammy titties, Tammy titties, Tammy titties.
Yeah,
Put
don't
the
call up
titty
here with
on.
y'all personal shit,
Yeah, don't
okay?
You know better than that
Yeah,
shit.
don't call up here with your personal
D
shit.
calls back there. He was supposed to call in. He's like, shit, I ain't calling you niggas
So-
The
now.
chat room was mad as hell. That was a woman called in. It'd be a different conversation.
Anyway.
You think R. Kelly
get
should go to
roasted
jail
too.
or no?
Right. What?
I think he should go to jail, and he needs some severe therapy and psychotherapy and counseling.
But he shouldn't go to jail because of a TV series. He should go to jail if he's convicted of doing what he did.
Yeah, what other reason why you go?
No, I'm saying you can't just say, well, I saw a television show and he need to go to jail. No, you need to get the
Oh,
case.
oh.
Yo, get the
Facts and
case.
everything
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Uh-huh.
They do it that way. And if that's true, what's come about Trump? Because they was nigga. How you take money from the handicapped nigga? I mean, they can't even vote. Well,
The same way they snatch shit from you and won't give it back.
Yeah.
You ever had a handicapped person snatch some shit out your hand and you try to take it back and they be like,
I mean, Ray,
Hey.
somebody snatching a dick
wanna
out
go
your
to camp?
hand. Okay, it's okay.
Ray, you want to go to camp?
Never went to camp.
You want to go Special Olympics?
I worked one year.
You did?
It was so interesting.
Really?
Okay,
This
we're
is
not
bef-
going to do that. I just
It was
defended
really
you.
interesting.
I just
He
defended
said
them.
it was interesting.
It was interesting. That means
You know, they don't have a sexual
they're
filter.
divas.
They don't have, retarded people don't have a sexual filter.
Those
It's not
special needs
retarded,
people.
Not a
Needs.
word.
You can't say retarded.
No.
Retarded is a word.
It's,
I mean, it's a word.
Retarded is a
not an
word.
appropriate
It's
word.
not
Yeah, it's
politically correct.
Right.
Well, the people
that's
at
what
the
makes it
Special
so much
Olympics
more
are
funny.
very diva-ish. You think that regular people are diva-ish. I want my water hot. I want hot Cheetos, not
if
regular
not, they-
Cheetos.
if not,
hot Cheetos.
They will spit on your ass. And
That's true.
They start
Some
jacking
acid
off.
at you.
They'll
They are
jack
the-
off and stuff because they
Yeah,
don't have a
true.
sexual filter.
I'm sorry.
No.
I won't
They
participate.
be in the back of the bus jacking off, huh? I bet
They'll
you had
say-
so many stiff socks that you had to wash.
They'll tell you, I want cold water. You bring them a regular bottle.
They'll throw it at you.
Boom. I said, I want cold water.
I beat they fucking ass. That's why I ain't work for the Special Olympics. They be specially beat.
Oh my
I beat
god.
the shit out of one of them retarded
What we
motherfuckers.
not
That
do-
is a word.
What we not
They
gonna
have
do.
specific words.
We
They
can
have
talk-
specific things.
What we not going to do.
Let's call them
Oh,
retarded.
now we went too far. Oh, okay.
I'm offended right now. I'm appalled.
Oh, 'cause you're a little
Like when they
special.
ask for specific things, they get really offended when they don't get it. Like I have a
Yeah.
cousin, she likes flaming hot Cheetos, but I don't want to say her name, but she will say, "I want Cheetos," but we know it's better be
But if
flaming
I
hot.
didn't know,
If you didn't know it's got regular Cheetos, she'll take that shit, open that bag, and throw that at you. I said I want Cheetos. She wants
like, "Bitch,
flaming
they Cheetos."
hot Cheetos, and they don't know how to.
And you know what she
they
would
can't
get?
process
A
it.
flaming hot ass whooping. How about that?
Right,
Yeah, y'all
right.
think they don't know? They know.
They know what
they
they're doing.
playing you.
They playing us?
They know what they're doing.
My cousin's strong. She bumped me and she bumped
They
the shit out of me
Ain't
into the
they retarded
refrigerator.
people? How are the retarded people so strong like that? Ray, you work with them. How's they so strong?
You work with them. You
They
know,
just like got extra strength.
Abnormal strength.
they have superhuman powers.
And they're smarter than
Again,
you
I'm going to
think.
say
they-
this.
especially autistic
Again,
ones.
we not finna do this.
Now we don't went
I
too
draw
far.
the line here.
You said it's a little
We
touchy?
can do campsite all day.
Right.
Molesting.
We can do
We
Willie
can't
all
We
day.
can do Willie all day.
We can't talk about retarded people.
I cannot.
That's not the word.
Yeah, you can't say retarded though.
But we,
gotta
we
say
used to say Riri when I was little. You Riri. 'Cause back then they used to have the kids on the short bus and the regular buses all together.
Oh, really?
So they would put the special ed kids
you
in
sure
the
about that,
front.
Ray? You sure? Are you coming out? Are you coming out?
Oh no,
Yeah, he was on that bus.
no,
That's why you work with him. Right.
No, in Virginia they have a Special Olympics every summer that the Red Cross puts on.
Everybody
so
does.
We had to volunteer at church to do it, so it was something we did. So, but it was. I'm telling you, they have some really specific things. Like, I want green Gatorade. I want this, and if they don't
Yeah,
get that,
and if
specific,
they have autism, they really have.
flip
Yeah,
out.
autism. If you do it, it messes up their whatever.
Yeah, they
Their
will.
retardation.
And you cannot calm them down either.
That's not a word either.
No!
Am I making these words?
Yes, you are.
Retardation is a
Retarded and
word.
retardation is not in the dictionary. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Hope, can I talk to you over here for a minute?
Well, I would
No,
rather
I'm here
say
for free.
retarded
This
than
is
you
my
dumbass
job.
motherfucker.
What are you supposed to say? Special needs?
Yes.
Special
I
needs.
feel like that's
I
like
think
saying,
it's another word now. It's not even
Can you say
special
mentally
needs now.
challenged?
like you can't
No.
say
No.
you can't
Oh,
say
that?
midget.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
thought it
can't
was
say
mentally
midget.
You
challenged
can't say midget. You gotta say little person.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always
Little
say
person.
midget.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
gotta say little
dwarf or a
person.
midget.
Yeah, don't say, can't say midget.
Midget.
Oh, you gotta say
We were at a party. I don't know where I
Now,
was.
you could go to Pornhub and type in midget.
midget sex.
Midget sex will come
Shit
up.
will pop up.
That's okay.
Oh my
That's that.
god.
But you can't say retarded.
No.
Retardation.
No.
You can't call them midgets or dwarfs.
No.
No.
You have to
Retarded
say-
was like an 80 word. Like back in the 80s,
But
when I was
a
growing up, my dad
dwarf
people
and
used
a
to say
midget are
fairy instead of
two
gay. They'd be like, you
different
fairy.
They did.
Are
They did.
smaller and they actually have other things wrong with them.
Yeah, dwarfs are different.
midgets
Those
are
are really,
just smaller.
yeah, they're different than midgets.
Dwarfs actually have something.
Yeah.
They're like the size of like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Midgets are the little ones.
with the big
Right?
heads and the big
Right.
boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
dwarfs
go
are
down
smaller.
this
Little ladies of LA. There's a
Show ain't shit.
midget, but then there's a dwarf.
Like
Yeah.
Mini Me was a dwarf. He wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
teeny, 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 teeny.
Oh, okay.
I heard this one dude carried him in the casket.
Oh, you wrong.
Yeah, the hearse was.
Yo.
Oh, that's why he did
Yeah, the
die.
hearse,
I
the hearse
forget-
was a PT Cruiser. I heard.
Bitch, it was a bicycle bike.
Oh my God, I can't.
PT Cruiser. That was
Put him in the
hearse.
toilet paper.
Nick
Put him in a
Nicky
piece of
said-
tissue and flush it.
That's why the show ain't shit.
I know.
What?
Nikki said the term is intellectual disability.
I'm not gonna say all that.
That's too much. That's a tongue twister.
ID or whatever.
Oh wow.
Or as our grandmother would say, she's just a little special.
Right.
Or off.
Now you can say special.
Off. Yeah, they would say
Well,
off.
special could go both ways. Special could be you special, like you all that. So how do you know? How do you differentiate?
When they meet
Or
you.
my grandma
That's how
said,
they say special.
shit, or as my Mimi said,
he's
she a little
special.
touch.
Then you walk in. They
Did
go,
you see Dwayne Wade's son walking in the runway?
No, was he? Is he?
He's one of
I
the
was
kids.
say, I was
He
say,
one of the
is he-
kids,
is
right?
he
He got sugar in his
Intellectually,
He's one of the kids,
Oh,
right?
he's one of the kids.
oh,
He's one of
really?
the kids.
I mean,
twirling.
oh,
he
is
was?
Is he like
Oh,
past
please
EJ
find
Johnson?
that, Nicholas.
No, he
Yeah, his
nobody's
way.
passing.
which
Well,
son is this? This is.
with the wife.
The youngest one.
With the wife.
So
not the
Dwayne
wrong
Wade's
one.
son walking the runway.
Yes,
Yeah.
I gotta see this.
And they're cheering him on too.
Yeah, he's flipping his imaginary hair
And,
all
and
that.
twerking and all kind of
He's
shit.
on his way to EJ.
Oh, EJ's
But
a
they
big man,
accept it. I
woman.
mean, you got to accept your kids for who they are, I would assume.
Nikki said, as per usual, the rollout cast is spreading all sorts of misinformation. There are different types of dwarfism and midget.
Dwarfism. Yeah, that's true.
A midget is a dwarf.
We're not Google.
Hey man, hey, you know.
That's why
Speedy
we have-
doesn't
I
use
know.
it.
Wasn't.
As you know, I didn't say shit.
Me
I
either. I
don't
was
know
like,
shit
I just
about
learned
either one.
something new about it
You
today.
little-
I just know they little and they freak me out.
They're
I
like a
ain't say
clown.
shit.
Only midget, the only small person who
you
doesn't freak
one?
me out is Pam's friend. The lady that we know.
From the
Are
one
you
you
a
hit.
midget? Who said
I didn't
that?
hear that.
Oh, you did that? Oh, I thought you hit that. Cause she always
She
be
came
like,
to the
act like,
image- girl,
oh, this
Hope.
is it.
you
Midgets
go.
be having huge butts.
Oh.
That's Dwayne Wade's
He
son?
wanted the kids way. Right.
Okay.
How you know
they
that's
said
his son?
killing shit.
No, they said. They said
Oh, that's him. That looked just like him.
That is
Yeah.
He got a high butt.
on
He
his
walk
way-
off like
Look,
Gabrielle Union Carrington too can play that game. Connie.
He on his way to camp.
Coach Terrence.
Oh my
definitely
God!
on his way to camp.
I never seen
Like my
that.
gay friends say, there's a story there.
There's a story.
There's a
Motherfucker
story.
swung
that shit
sashayed
around.
his
Yeah.
motherfucking shoulder.
Why is that happening all the time to NBA? Shaq's.
They not there. They not there.
Not Shaq's son, but
They're not there to
Magic
watch.
Johnson.
'Cause
EJ.
I said this earlier in our show. You weren't here. That the man in the family is the most important person there. When he's pulled out, it falls apart. The kids do this and the other because women, y'all tolerance.
Magic was there.
Not for EJ.
I think EJ said he wasn't there
He was
because he was out on the
he was
road.
out-
There's no way he could be
wasn't
there.
playing ball, but remember he was opening up this theater. He was doing this. He was doing that. So he's not there.
He was the
24
mayor of LA unofficially.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But
When
but
you're
so you're
there
trying
in
to
your
say-
son's life 24/7 and
that
you
don't mean he's not gonna be gay.
That doesn't mean that's
Shaq won't there with them boys all the time like that. And they ain't gay.
Yeah, none of them is.
that you.
That's what they mamas.
They're not running down the runway and nothing yet. But I'm just saying.
they ain't sashaying.
No, they ain't sashaying yet. But I don't. I think
I think
that
that's my
I
new
think that
favorite
Ray
video.
and you.
But that's
being-
like Dr. Dre.
Right.
Dr. Dre was with all his boys, and one of his sons was gay and committed suicide.
But do you think
That's
that?
Dr.
Do
Dre.
you think
I know
that you
that.
could be born that way?
He didn't raise
Yeah.
that son.
Do you think you were born?
You
gay?
asking him?
Yeah, I've always known that. My mother and father always told me that they
That
knew
you
I
were
was when I was
different.
little.
Yeah, because my nephew, I didn't believe it, but my nephew would always put on my heels, always like yellow and red and all those colors and stuff. And and now he's grown, 22, 23, and my brother, he just came out and accepted. Because I told my brother what I don't want him to do is try to commit suicide because you're not being accepting of it. And a lot of my gay friends said that their parents, like he said, well, when he gets a certain at 15, I'm gonna take him and get him a hooker. And I said all of my gay friends said that just
ain't gonna
further
do nothing.
solidified that they knew that they were gay because they didn't want no pussy.
Right.
So that's
Well, I
not
didn't
gonna
have that
change
issue. Girls always thought I was cute in high school. I mean, I went to school with the
Yeah.
best looking girls at
Right.
prom.
Well, always
So
the
that
cute
was,
guys.
and I was homecoming king, gay and all, honey. So
Really?
that didn't matter nothing. It's
How
just I
long
knew I
ago
was
was this, right?
2002.
2 years.
2 years.
I mean, I graduated high school in 2002.
2002. Well, but that was more acceptable at
No,
2002.
it was tolerated, but it wasn't really discussed
well,
like
then how
that
would
then.
you
It's
get
more,
to be
it
the
was more
homecoming?
acceptable than it was
Because
in the
now,
70s.
Speedy,
Yeah.
now, Speedy, if two heterosexuals, a boy and a girl, hold hands going down at
Nobody
school,
trips.
no, you got to let the two
Niggles.
boys do it. You got to let two girls do it now. You can't tell them they can't do it and stuff. So you got to be PC on all levels. So two guys can go down, walk down the halls in school, holding hands. Two
Yeah.
girls. If a boy and a girl can do it, then they say the rest can too.
But see, I've always lived my life this way. That's his life. If he
Right.
want to be with dudes, I could be his friend, and it
Yeah.
doesn't bother me. I don't know
Me
why it bothers other people
that's
Because
what
I
they
think
want to
that-
do with their
because I
life.
think that people are, some men are, and even women, some men are struggling with their sexuality. So I think that vexes their spirit when they see it a lot of times. I think that's what it is. And stuff like, I have girlfriends that say, "Hope you ain't never kissed a girl." No, I was like, "What the fuck I'm kissing a bitch for?" And stuff.
I can show you why.
Right, you know, you ain't never kissed a girl. You ain't never. I said, I don't want a bitch hugging me too long or whatever.
I'm
Because
like
I'm
that
not.
too.
I'm
I'm
not
like
like
that
that
too.
because I'm not gay. You can't turn me out. Or women say, "Well, I just got turned out," and everybody says, "No, you wanted that. You want, because why were you even exploring that?"
We got a phone call.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Terrell from Chicago.
Oh, shit. What's up, Terrell?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Speedy and Hope, how do y'all feel about all these sitcoms and everything
Yeah.
on like Bounce TV, but they got like bad writing and everything, but we see shows like Atlanta and Insecure, they got good writing. And do you think they like bringing us down, or do you think they should even hire shows like that?
Well, that's just how it works. You're gonna get some shows that have great writers. It takes a while to get some really good writers. You maybe have to get to your third season.
Good writing though.
What show are you talking about?
All the shows on Bounce TV.
But look
not
what you're
paying.
saying. Look
They're
what you're
not
saying.
paying.
This is not a real network.
They
or
don't
nothing.
pay real
This
money.
is Bounce
And
TV, boo.
Tyler Perry shows and the Tyler Perry shows. They never had.
Oh,
good
like
writing.
USA.
Yeah.
It's just simple. It's just simple. When I judge people on the shows they watching, it's like I can't watch that shit.
Well, I think you should get real cable then.
Hey, you want to go to camp?
I don't even know if we had Bounce TV.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
You
don't.
want to go to
I don't
camp?
know.
DirecTV don't carry that.
Yeah.
We don't have
Sounds like
that.
you've been to camp.
I don't think it's very.
You could just stop watching Bounce TV. Probably try that.
I've never watched
Turn the
it.
motherfucker off. How about
We
that?
don't have it.
No, it's not in our cable package.
No, it's not in L.A. It's really a Georgia thing.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the phone call. Big fan.
Terrell.
Terrell always call it. Let me ask you a question.
He does.
What do y'all think about? No, but that's true. Though.
Towards the left, though.
I mean, it's good that there are platforms out there where there are black shows for black actors and whatnot. But again, Bounce TV is like the below TV.
It's
one.
what you're being
Yeah.
paid, and as writers, they probably got brand new writers.
We only do watch it for unsongs.
They probably
Right.
got somebody going.
And Image Awards.
Hey, I'm a writer, and then you
Literally.
get hired to do this show, and you write the sitcom, and you don't know how to develop your characters. You don't know how to make the character keep going or give them what they need. Where a show that's on NBC, not saying that all the NBC shows are good, it takes a while for it to catch on. We thought the first 2 episodes of Cedric's show was like, what is it about? And then when they caught their stride and they caught what it was that Cedric is doing, it ain't always that I'm upset that the white dude lives there. He gonna live there. So how long you gonna be upset?
How many times you gonna keep pushing that?
So they found a way, and Tashina Arnold is killing that shit.
She kills everything she's on now.
Killing that shit.
She's a great actress.
Yeah, and she continuously works.
Yeah, she does.
That
Regina
girl.
King continues.
They
to work.
Yeah,
remind me of each
Regina
other.
King, if she's not behind the scenes.
Yeah, she's in front of you. I mean, look at her. Did
I
all
think
the
her best work is when she did voiceovers for
Boondocks.
because I didn't know that was her voice. And
So
when
many
I
people
found out,
didn't
I was
know it
like,
was her.
what? And I mean, all the kids. That was her.
She was good.
She's dope.
We got a phone call.
Yeah, she is. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Y'all ain't never had this many calls when y'all just be here, do y'all?
We actually the last 2 weeks we have. Caller, what's your name and where you
Where
calling
y'all
from?
been? Where y'all
Pretty
going?
much.
Where y'all gonna go? Be at?
Be back tomorrow?
Hey, caller.
Hey, caller.
Yeah, man, back to my therapy.
Oh shit!
Nigga,
one is this?
he back to the campfire.
I got some Xanax if you need it or Ambien. You need some?
Yeah, nigga, just take some cocaine, nigga. You ain't gotta live with
it's
it.
okay.
Some cocaine.
I'm trying to figure myself out. Like, whole flood. Let me ask you a question, right?
Yes, sir.
yourself out.
So, like, when I was 11, right?
Oh my
God.
My cousin,
Touch you.
my cousin's best friend, she was 13.
Okay.
And my cousin told me to stay in the living room, and she was gonna go in my mama's bedroom because my mom was at work. And then I didn't know what was going on, but then the best friend and shit had sex with me, right?
What's his
She
name?
was 13.
And she was 13. You 11. That's still in your
13
age
and 11,
range.
yeah, that's
still in
not-
your age range.
Don't speak it, man. Anyway, is that molestation though? Is that child molestation?
No, you're
You
both
talking to
kids.
you, sweetie?
No, he talking to me, nigga.
He asked me.
I'm
He
not
asked me,
going
James.
back to the campfire. I left
13
out.
and 11 is both kids.
Yeah, no,
No,
that's
she's
not.
13 though.
Oh,
She's a
okay,
teen
so-
now. or whatever. 'Cause she's 13, he's still 11. Yeah, that you were raped again. Okay.
Yeah,
The answer's the
you're a
same.
walking rape case.
You're like unreported, nigga. You should be. This is old. You need to go on cold case.
What's it, file? Something file? Forensic file.
Yeah.
You a forensic file.
They need to go back in your history. They need to pull your file back up, and I'll solve the case.
And nigga, whole backpack gonna light up when you put the little black light on it.
You're a walking DNA, nigga.
All his little camping patches.
Yeah, we gonna pull your cold case, nigga. I think your shit is
You ain't never called back. You dealing with this shit right now.
Yeah, he said he was trying to figure himself out.
Well, 11-year-old boy is wrong.
Yeah, nigga. Look, I'm gonna just do it this way.
Well, let me ask you
I'm gonna
this way.
Hold on, hold on.
Okay,
I'm gonna
go.
make it simple for you. You was raped at 8.
Yeah.
You was raped at 11.
And then
There you go.
You gotta live with that,
you
nigga.
gotta live with that.
You're an easy win. You easy, nigga. You gotta stop being
Let
so
me ask
easy.
you this though: does this affect? Do you know if it affects your relationship with women, and do you have kids?
I think it
Or
does.
men.
Do you have
That's what I'm
kids?
starting to realize.
Do you have
Because
kids?
yeah, I got kids.
How do you protect them? Are you very
Take them camping.
protective of your kids?
He said they don't
You
care.
goddamn-
They don't care.
I am protective over my kids.
That's
You know what I'm
why,
saying?
because
I'll
of what
kill a
happened to
motherfucker.
you.
Because you are DNA.
You're a cold case. You're a
You're a
cold
cold case,
I'm
nigga.
tryna- But see, Hope, I used to motherfucking like.
nigga trying to fix his life right now.
managing-
I'm not
Hey,
Ayanna
nigga,
Van Zandt.
we can charge for this. We charge for this.
Yeah, we
nigga.
charge for that. Send me
Oh,
cash
look,
at me.
Hope, look.
Yeah.
See, when I was like 22, I was managing pussy and shit and putting these bitches in hotel rooms. And you gotta be a cold-hearted nigga to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they call them pimps. That's what I thought. I mean,
Me too.
Is that politically
Well,
correct
I-
speaking? They call them
I
pimps.
only,
can
had,
go.
I only
Okay,
had 2 bitches. I only had 2. I ain't gonna call myself a pimp with 2 bitches. You know
Well,
what I mean?
were they fucking for money?
Yeah, they were.
Well, then you was a pimp, nigga. I don't give a fuck how you slice it, nigga. It's like band camp, nigga. It's the same
You
thing.
was raped and you was a pimp.
And it was a pimp. You was.
So look,
You a pimp that gets raped.
look, Hope.
You're a cold case.
You're a cold case, nigga.
Auntie Hope.
Yes,
Auntie-
baby.
Look, so like, look, at like 13, then my 16-year-old cousin, my 16-year-old cousin had sex with me, right?
This
What,
is right here.
what is his name?
16 or 6?
Why are you so easy?
I think he said 16.
You said 16 or 6 or 60?
I was 13, she was 16. This is my father's
16.
daughter.
Okay, I heard 6.
Okay, now you're fucking your
My
cousin.
father-
It's getting real
Joe,
sick.
Joe.
It's getting real
This
sick.
is all in New Jersey.
Will,
man. This is
Why
in
you
New
call
Jersey.
nigga by his
Why don't you
name?
call Dr. Oz? Why you keep calling us, nigga?
I'm trying to help him, Speedy.
This way above our pay grade.
Wait, I'm
And
so
we working
confused.
for free. Okay.
You're right.
So, hey, when you
It
was
seems
13,
like every third year you get fucked.
You're right. this is a pattern here. That's what
Yeah.
they're gonna tell you in therapy. It's a pattern.
8, 11, 13.
Yeah.
So Auntie, look, Hope, look.
Uh-huh.
So like, ever since I was a young man starting to date women at 17, 18 and shit,
You had a problem.
I always had it in my mind that I never wanted to be married. I never wanted a relationship. I just wanted to treat women like hoes and shit. You think that got something to do with that shit?
Absolutely. You need a little therapy, babe. You need some counseling. You need to go
Wait,
talk
OG
this out with
Sleepy
somebody.
Log says, so Willie was a rest haven for molesters back in the day.
You a rest haven
I'm
for
trying to
rape.
help somebody. But yeah, that's why your
You ain't a
relationships.
pimp.
That's
You was a
why.
rapist.
That's why I asked you all those questions and
Who
stuff.
said that shit, man?
Well, OG Sleepy Log.
Willie, that's why I asked you all of those questions and stuff. How is your relationship with women, and and do you have kids and stuff?
Turn
Because
it down
that's
a little
all
bit, Nick.
playing out on that. So that's why you
Oh,
can't
man.
have effective relationships with women because you were violated at such an early age. Send my money to Cash App.
And hurry up, nigga.
Flood.
Because it's your third year. You might get raped again.
You've never been married,
Bye, Willie.
Willie. You never been married.
Nigga, we pay for this.
No, I had a baby mama and shit that lived with me for 10 years, and I treated her like a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this nigga from the
You must got good dick. Okay,
Hey, Willie,
Yeah.
you need a hug, don't you?
come on
Man,
down.
I need motherfucking several hugs, my nigga.
Well, we was at a campsite. I can help you.
but Willie, I know all jokes aside, I
Fuck
commend
that.
you for calling, but all of our men are broken because of certain things like this and
What
stuff,
you
and
gonna
that's
say,
something
Nate?
we talk about.
Hold on,
and
fuck
stuff
that.
or
I was
whatever.
something to call back in 2.5 years.
Yeah, you're gonna be due for a raping at
Yeah.
that point and stuff.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna call Cold Case and Ayanna Van Zandt, okay?
For you.
Yeah.
And see what we
And
can
throw in a
come
little
up with.
Dr. Phil.
But it affects
From
your
a white
relationships with
perspective.
women, and you need to get some counseling. I'm being real serious. They clowning, but I don't know
No.
you well
Oh,
enough.
we clowned.
We
You were
clowned.
clowned a minute ago.
Now you want to help this nigga with a real problem.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Look here,
you
nigga.
can.
Put your hand in my hand.
Right.
No, man.
You need counseling, babe. You need counseling. You need
We
counseling.
need an all hold hands and sing the children are our future. in
You
this
you need
motherfucker.
counseling. You
Well,
need
we wanna
severe.
sing that,
You
nigga.
need psychotherapy counseling.
Yo,
Because you're
I
never
know,
going to treat
man.
women right because you see them as hoes because of what have you happened to you.
You right about that, man. That's probably why I just really can't trust a bitch, man.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
no, you can't trust yourself.
Yeah, because you keep.
You the easy one.
Yeah, you keep feeding into it. It ain't like you saying just say no.
Stop sitting on their lap.
Yeah, stay away from campfire.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah, take the sign down.
Just say no to s'mores, nigga.
Take the sign down.
Just say no to
They get over
s'mores.
easy stuff like you want a s'more.
Yeah, you gotta stop being so easy.
Yeah.
Easy win,
Do
nigga.
you like hot marshmallows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How a nigga get you with a hot marshmallow? You gotta give me more than that. Nigga.
Yeah. Blow on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you all open at the campfire.
Yeah. I guess you don't.
Ooh, that's a big old marshmallow.
Yeah, you don't like no roasted hot dogs or nothing, huh? You don't like no roasted hot dogs. or
Roasted
nothing.
anything.
Yeah, roasted
Chicken.
anything. Nothing.
Gotta stop being so easy.
Yeah, I think you're.
Make it tough for a nigga to get you.
Willie, you need to go get some counseling, baby.
At least
It's
squirm,
okay.
nigga.
It's okay that we counsel. I go to counseling and therapy. Matter of fact, it's the thing to do, especially here in Hollywood. Don't it, Speedy? You know, my therapist. That's all people say,
Right.
and stuff or whatever. So it's very
Sweet Walker,
fashionable
if-
to go to counseling
Sweet
and
Walker,
stuff. And I
don't
think
you-
more men should go
Sweet
to
Walker,
counseling.
don't you listen to
This
her.
show right here is free therapy right here.
No, we're clowning your motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Ain't no well, it might
Yeah.
be. It's our therapy for sure.
Yeah.
And stuff. But you need to
I
go
laugh.
talk to somebody. You need to go talk to somebody because you are not going to have
He did.
effective
You
relationships.
see what happened when he opened it up to us? Nigga? Don't open up no more.
And Speedy,
right,
Seymour
no,
wanted me
no,
to.
no.
Bye, Willie.
Bye, Willie.
Seymour wanted me to let you know Dr. Oz is a cardiologist.
That's why I said call. Don't ever
Your
correct
heart
me,
is
Pam.
broke.
Don't ever correct me.
Oh, that's why his heart is
man.
broke. I got it.
Look,
Okay.
he's a cardiologist. That's a heart. His heart is broken.
Oh,
You know what
okay,
I'm
so
talking
there we
about,
go.
That's why
baby.
they called us back. Let me,
Yeah, let me
you know how much
talk
it,
to Hope.
you know how much it take to go. I'm gonna call them back.
They didn't
We
call
didn't
me.
clown for 20 minutes,
Right, and you won't call back.
and you looked at your phone and said, "Let me ask you one more."
One
question."
more.
Right. Because
You
I
at
know they
13,
going to help.
This nigga went to a whole nother age. You at 13.
Then he went
You
to
an easy
16.
win.
Then he went to 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
keep getting raped.
You need severe counseling.
Hope keep going. You was raped. Go to cancel.
It's an easy diagnosis. I'll be here next Thursday for more counseling. I think that's gonna be.
You want
my
a bag,
segment.
nigga?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be my segment on the show.
Right.
Counsel with hope.
Right.
Hope with hope.
Have hope. Get hope with hope.
Hope with hope.
I'll come every Tuesday. We'll counsel motherfuckers. and
Right.
stuff.
Well, let's talk to me Tuesday.
Yeah, talk to me Tuesday and stuff. What y'all got? Fuck Talent Tuesday. We doing Talk to Me
Yeah, we
Tuesday.
talk. We
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, we
I
cut
think
that
people after they
this
come
week.
off the long weekend of fucking up, you know, whatever, and they get
Yeah,
back
talk
to
to me.
themselves.
This is what I talk
What'd you do? What'd you do? What happened? And y'all call on Tuesdays and
nigga
I'll
call
counsel you.
back to open
Yeah,
up
you
some
say
more.
you call back. You have to call back.
These niggas don't
Look
lie.
at my.
But Speedy, what he said, and a lot of men go through this. They don't know why they treat women the way they do. They done seen their daddy or their mama wasn't shit, or they've been molested, and you know, whatever. And we think it's us. And a lot of it is stuff that y'all won't open up or talk about or anything.
Yeah,
So
they-
Speedy, at this point, do you have anything? You
I did fall on my bike, and this girl
fucked
laughed.
your nuts,
This girl laughed at me.
and you never rode a bike again.
Yeah, I don't like bitches laughing at me. What you gotta say, nigga?
I was just gonna add a little history to what we're talking about. And this is not to make this a black and white thing. This is just the facts of it. A lot of our
Muhammad
sexual,
Yes.
a lot of our sexual behavior, especially as blacks and Hispanics in this particular country, comes from slavery.
Yes.
You know, the first
The slave,
whorehouses
yep.
and
Yeah.
the first
They made them slaves. You know.
right. Christopher
Sex
Columbus
slaves.
actually started the first
was a fag.
slave trade,
He was a fag.
and he started with 9-year-old black girls and little black boys, and they would create houses that when the pirates or whatever you want to call them would come to the shores, they can go to these whorehouses with these black women and black kids in there. And they would, you know, you like you said, if you've been molested, most likely you're going to carry that trait on.
Sure.
So a lot of times this behavior is taught.
and you're distorted. Your
Right.
your vision of what sex and the innocence is
yeah,
distorted.
and the fact that you don't see, there's no barriers between is it
Right.
right or wrong. You know,
Right.
it's been done to you. You grew up. You
Yep.
figure life
and
out.
you figure
so-
these people can't be wrong. They're adults. And you trust in them. Absolutely. They talk about that all the time about the slave, sex slave places and stuff. And that was another way to keep the slaves in control or whatever, was to make them have sex and stuff with people so they can control them.
Right.
We've been through a lot of shit as the people.
Call in. You just want
Yeah, if you want counseling.
Want
That's what
counseling,
we're doing
nigga.
now. We're doing
Get hope with
counseling.
hope.
Get hope with hope.
Get hope with hope.
She only here for today.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I
You-
want to
you
come,
re-
but half the time y'all ain't here. So I mean,
Somebody said Willy Wonka was touched by an angel.
yeah, pretty much and stuff.
A rapist befriended him. Look here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to call in and You think this is your opportunity to get it off your chest?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna claim.
We're here to help.
We here. I know it sounds like we just don't
Give a fuck.
give a fuck, but
we don't.
We
I
care.
mean, we don't.
Hope that.
But I have a question though. You guys brought up that in other countries they have different rules or whatever. So who determines what's okay and what's not okay?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like we stated earlier, in Africa they can get married as young as 12.
Oh,
in
I know
certain,
what you're
some
saying.
countries they
because they make it a law.
no, it's not a law out there. It's just whatever it is. That's their
cultural. It's
culture.
cultural.
So
It's cultural.
my question is, what determines what's right and what's wrong? Is it just where you live, or is it a moral thing?
I like that.
Or what are you saying? That's what I'm asking.
I think what it's
So if you lived in Africa, you wouldn't have a problem with a 12-year-old being with a 18-year-old?
because you know that's not
You
that
know
you
that
wouldn't
that's
have a
what's gonna
problem
happen
with it.
and stuff
It's
and
just that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like if you live down south, some places down south, for a 13-year-old girl is considered okay.
So this is what I'm saying.
But Nick is saying, because people are saying it's disgusting.
That's
But
what,
because
he's
we were
saying
taught
if
a
it's
certain
in another
way.
place,
Because we were
it's-
taught a
it's
certain
still
way.
disgusting.
that's what I'm saying. Like murder is murder anywhere on the planet.
Right.
Stealing is stealing no
Right.
matter where you live, right?
Right.
That's what I'm asking you. So is it just a moral thing, or are you just saying that it's wrong because of your personal feelings about somebody being 12
'Cause I think
and
you were
somebody being
raised-
17? Or are you saying that no matter where you live, no matter what culture you come from, universally it's wrong?
It should be.
Period, Pooh.
It's not.
My question is why?
Yeah. I think even culturally, I think what they did and they just incorporated it in their culture, I still think it's wrong. Because even at 2021, I don't think people
don't
should
know
get
shit.
married at that age and stuff, especially if you've never been out there and been experienced or anything else, because you don't know what's out there.
I'm glad you said that, because my next point was this, right? So if I'm growing up in a culture like America where I'm meeting women, let's say we don't get married till I'm 20, 25, right? And you didn't slept with 15, 16 dudes, whatever it is, have a child, been through whatever you've been through. Wouldn't it be better for the culture if that never took place? If the fact that the woman wasn't left out there to go through these experiences that we talk about
that
dating.
She did get married earlier?
Exactly. We talk about this
Well,
dating stuff all the time.
originally-
I personally don't think dating is a good idea.
Well, I think that what happens is that biblically, if we go back to the Bible, which is the beginning, and Speedy knows, biblically, we were supposed to be, you don't have sex until you get married. So then you don't know what's out there because you only been with that one person. So you don't know there's another nigga out there with a bigger dick. He might be more sexually, and you don't know that. So
Well,
you
you
ain't
have a
out there
bigger
looking
dick.
at and you're not seeking that or whatever. And that's why God really designed it for us to be married, to get married and not have sex before marriage and stuff or whatever. So you don't have anything to compare it to.
Right, just to add some correction to
Well-
that, it wasn't that marriage, it wasn't that you got married once you had sex. It was that having sex was the consummation, of the
marriage.
relationship.
That's why people can go in and
So-
get annulments if they've never been married. If they didn't
But-
consummate.
But
the marriage.
meaning simply that if I was dating, let's say, Cajun, right, and we crossed that line and we had sex, I'm making a decision at that moment that I'm making a decision I'm gonna be with her forever, because we can have a kid, anything can happen. So that was the point of once you have sex with that person, you're attached to that person forever. Because if anything goes wrong, you're
And
responsible
that's
for
how it
that
was
person.
60s,
Yeah.
50s,
Yeah.
high school. They dated forever. We got a phone call, Pam. Sorry.
They
And
going
then
after
Nick,
that.
before we do that, I know Nick. They said social climate determines acceptance, and then also somebody else said, I believe the society that you live in determines it
That's
too,
what I thought.
or money determines it sometimes too.
And some like the Indian people, India, like India, not Indian, but the India people that you from born, the parents, the one might be friends and he have a son and they daughter,
yeah.
they grow up together and they say, you gonna marry. This is the person we got for you to marry, whatever. And
this
you
is
just
how it
knew
is.
that. You just
Right.
knew that your parents
Now,
decided.
you may not want it.
Yeah, based on, whatever, and that's culturally and stuff. Whereas,
We got a phone call, Pam.
Call it-
Before I get to the phone call, the most recent example I could think of that the whole flow was saying was Yao Ming. Like a lot of people don't know, the Chinese government put two of the tallest athletes in China together to create Yao Ming.
Yeah.
So that they would have a great basketball player to represent their country.
well, he ain't shit now, is he?
I mean, it kind of worked out.
He was
7'4".
for a little while,
Now he
man.
just 7'4".
Yeah, he was 7'4". It's like,
At
he-
home.
Hey, can you get that?
He had a little run.
Fix that mic.
I didn't
Call
know
it-
they did that.
We got a phone call.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, how y'all doing? It's Ernest from Dallas.
Hey, Ernest.
Hey,
So,
Nick, that was a fantastic to you. You hear a lot of folks say in other countries having sex with this age girl is legal, and they think they try to juxtapose that against R. Kelly to justify what he's doing, right? And I think that tells me all I need to know about that person when they say it, that they're morally corrupt. Because the reason why it's bad is because if you're with a girl who's underage like that, it's all about power. and it's all about
control.
What's the word? Control. Right? And this particular person is not in the proper mind frame. They're not old enough to make decisions on their own.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Just control them.
Yeah.
And that's morally wrong, and that's morally wrong in any society. Even if you can point to Africa and say that's allowed there, those people are despicable to me.
Well, and that might be why they do. That's why might be why Africa has so many issues and problems and stuff, because they're not right and everything. Sometimes the land is corrupt because of the people and everything or whatever, and all the voodoo and all the things that they the idols and all the things that they do and stuff. Like God is going to expose all these people. We have put too many celebrities on these pedestals, and we have made them gods and stuff, and they're just regular people. Look at the thing with the scandal with the college admissions and stuff and the white folks.
We didn't see that coming from Aunt Becky.
But see, the problem with white people is that, and Speedy, tell me if I'm wrong. White people don't think.
From your experience.
Yeah, from your experience.
Wait, the way she slid that in there, it's Speedy, tell me if I'm wrong.
Tell me wrong. White people don't believe the law applies to them. I've traveled all the time. Sometimes I'm the only white person only black person at the airport or on a plane, and I don't know how you black people get around. But anyway, you stand in line.
Oh,
they walk right up to the counter.
Oh, they're entitled. Yeah, they act entitled.
I just want to ask a
Persians
question.
do
Bitch, I
that
want to
shit
ask
too.
a question too.
Yeah.
There is a fucking line. I cuss their ass out. I love cussing out white folks. I cuss their ass out and be like, get in the fucking line. And even the woman who jumped in with the Jaguar. Bitch, it's a Jaguar. What the fuck you taking a selfie? The Jaguar cannot read. Don't jump in here with me. You didn't jump. Now she want the zoo to put him down because talking about he's a wild or whatever they call it. Bitch, he's an animal.
Right.
She got in the cage.
You're not supposed to be in his space.
He cannot read. It sign clearly says, don't touch the animals, don't jump in the cage. But they don't think the rules apply to them.
They don't.
We can read and be like, you can't jump in there. All right, nigga, that's all you got to tell me.
Right. We ain't going to
do it.
care,
But
I don't need a sign, nigga. 9 out of 10, I'm not going to take the picture in there.
Right.
Matter of fact, I didn't even turn my back on the motherfucker. Why do I want to have a picture with a Jaguar any goddamn way? Where am I do with that fucking picture?
See, I'm inside.
Right.
That's why I got one leg.
Yeah, I'm mauled the fuck up.
The animals don't even want to be there.
Right.
You don't have them in their natural
You know what we got to do, guys?
habitat.
What?
Sweetwater, call back in.
No, please, no.
You're going to call back in about 25 to 35 minutes.
I cannot.
So every Tuesday, we're doing Talking with Hope on Tuesday.
Talk to me.
We won't clown you. Okay, they will. But I have some serious advice for y'all.
You know what? Somebody's calling in.
Go ahead,
We got
call
a phone call, Perry.
We got a caller on the line.
Waiting on them.
It's Vernon.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yes, Vernon.
What, nigga?
I think that them people should get everything they deserve. Didn't nobody tell you to take your stupid ass over there with them animals?
Nick, pull that up about the lady in the pants.
You never say? You didn't say?
No, I see.
The lady goes to the zoo.
It's this woman who wanted to take pictures.
A selfie.
And these are not gorillas.
No, this was a
chimps.
Jaguar.
No, I know, but it's plenty of stories of people doing dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
And they tell you, and you have this bar. And then you have the grass, and then you have a big-ass landing, and then you have the other side.
Right.
And they tell you, do not feed the animals.
Don't feed
do
them.
not climb over the gate.
Don't pet them. Don't touch them.
So this stupid-ass girl want to climb over there with the monkeys. And the monkey snaps her motherfucking ass on the other side of the gate.
Yep.
And now everybody want to get mad.
Right, and
but
talk about put the monkey
tell
down.
you to take your stupid ass over there.
Now you want to kill the monkey for being a monkey.
And the monkey might feel threatened, so he's just defending himself, possibly.
No. The monkey said, you didn't see that sign? The monkey looked at her like
bitch, I can't read, but you can.
I know it's a sign to say something.
You supposed to read it.
And you gonna walk your ass over here anyway.
Bitch, you gonna get it, bitch, okay?
So she's suing?
He reached through there and snapped some motherfucking ass over that gate. I bet you she won't do it no more.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even pet Pam, though.
Willie,
No,
why the
I
hell
don't
would
think
you come on here and say that shit?
Right, and the lady with the Jaguar, she wants the zoo to put the Jaguar down, talking about it's wild, it's uncontrollable.
It is,
all the animals are.
I know.
It's wild on the other side of that sign.
Yeah. Bitch, you can read, he can't.
Right.
Remember the boys that jumped over in the lion cage?
Yep.
Yes.
And they got mauled, and they wanted them to put them lions down.
Lion
They was
down.
like, nope, because you shouldn't have took your ass over there.
Because you guys are fucking with them. They don't know you want to take a picture.
Did the boys make it?
They can't read. They don't
Yeah,
know.
they took the picture, all right.
Took a picture, all right.
That's so funny. Yeah, I do remember that. Remember when the white lady had a pet chimp and then it ended up ripping her face off?
I don't even think they should
That's
have
different,
zoos.
Pam. That's different. I think that the lady was fucking the monkey. And
Oh,
monkeys
ew.
are very territorial. Listen, hear me out. This is part of counseling. Monkeys.
You done figured it out?
Everything come back to fucking. Why did she wreck her car? Well,
Look,
when
I
she
ain't
was
had none
fucking.
in- I ain't had none in months. And stuff. Okay, so I think, no, monkeys are very territorial, and that lady's always her pet. So she's like, come over, see my pet and stuff. Maybe you can get some, he can fuck you too. And the pet, the monkey was like, no, bitch, this is my bitch. And the monkey tore her face off.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Is this it right here?
This is it?
Nah, I think they took the video down with the recent lady because they only keep showing.
What is this?
This is one of my favorite animal
Look, is
attack
this
moments in the world.
is this what you call that camp?
So this is no. So look, this lady right here, she's arguing with her dude.
Okay.
But they're at a
I
drive-through
saw
zoo.
this. Yeah, they're at the one in San Diego, I think.
No. This is in Beijing.
Oh, shit.
So they have to drive to do. So she's arguing with the dude.
Oh,
This dumb bitch.
Oh!
The
And then
dude
he
get
go-
out. He said, "Oh, never mind."
Wait, what?
Oh,
So
my
The lady
God.
gets snatched in. The mom gets out the car to go help her.
What they gonna do?
So the mom actually helps her, and then the tiger ends up killing the moms though.
Wait, go back. I didn't even see it.
Oh.
Hang on.
nigga.
Wait, back one more time. That was interesting.
You know what? He went, bit. See what I tell you?
So, yeah, she get out the car arguing with the dude.
Uh-huh.
So he trying to tell her to get back in the car. Everybody's honking the horn. Trying to tell her
Dumb
to get back in
bitch.
the car.
Dumb bitch.
And then bow.
And he dragged her ass.
And
He's like, well,
shit, I don't know. We ain't both got to die. I got to drive home.
Nigga, this
I got a
lunch.
car note.
And then here come mama.
Here go mama.
So then they killed mama.
Yeah, the tiger actually let
What's
the lady
that?
go.
So they probably
They
shot.
let the lady go
Yeah,
and
the
got.
tiger let the lady go and got the mom
They're
instead.
like, let me get the
Oh,
money.
She is an easy
that's
win.
fucked
That's what I
up.
said too.
She's already tender.
That's hilarious.
Because she's, wow, she's marinated.
How we know the daughter didn't push it?
Ooh,
That was his
seasoning.
mama. How we know that wasn't his mama, and that's the reason why she got out the car?
It was a
'cause
whole
your
plan.
mama.
It was a plan.
It's a plan. It's a plan. It's a conspiracy. That was his mama. His mama back in the back of the seat talking shit. So he gets out the mother-in-law.
They just took out some insurance on it.
Yes.
That if you get killed by a lion, bitch, you get $1 million.
Yeah, they got lion insurance. And so they went to the zoo. Like, let's go to the zoo and take your mama with us.
That's the rollout
my
show.
gosh.
That was sad.
That was really awful.
I would have never got out the. I wouldn't have
I
never.
know you
drove
wouldn't have
through
got
the
out of
shit.
the car. You wouldn't
I
get out of the car
wouldn't
with
have
a
drove through,
damn
Pam.
Let me ask you.
Bird.
Scratch my car.
How many? This how you know this ain't. How many black people that you could pull up have that situation?
No,
Scenario?
never.
No.
Even
Never.
in the argument, we just argue in the car. Bitch,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Don't
Get
drive
out.
this car.
You crazy as cat shit.
I'm not getting out this motherfucker.
Why you stop anyway, nigga? Drive. We looking at the.
Right.
You know the line like, one of these niggas gonna get out. I know somebody like me.
Right.
Somebody want to take a selfie.
And then the lion look and say,
That nigga was by the tree like,
right.
somebody-
Then the lion look out and say, oh, them niggas, they ain't getting out.
Oh, right. Hell
Hey,
no.
the Japanese. Oh.
Yeah,
Sushi.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Too soon, Speedy.
That's like retarded.
Look
Yeah, same thing.
Look like Panda Express. Oh wait.
Somebody in the
I
chat
want
room
spicy
said Chinese
chicken.
fried rice.
Chicken, fried rice, and orange chicken.
Oh, definitely want some orange.
Those orange chicken.
orange.
It's the
Bread,
black
bread.
people. They like, oh, we gonna go get some ribs. I'm like,
Was
nigga,
you about to
ain't
do a
getting out
Japanese
there.
voice? You fucked it up.
I fucked it up.
Telephone, y'all.
I can
Got
do
phone
the
call.
voice. Phone call. Y'all got a little phone.
What,
Order
they
up.
down, what are they down there doing? I just want to. I see the light. How come they don't see
They
it?
doodling. Both of them.
Hilarious.
I can see the light. I try to give him a second though.
Oh, you do.
Sometimes it be super
Pam,
loud.
we got a call.
Oh. Oh, okay. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Daniel D.
Hey, Daniel, you
what's-
want to talk to us about you being
You wanna know
touched?
what's funny?
Yeah, like we called
You
him.
want to know what's funny?
What?
Is so they'll take pictures with them when the animal's in the cage, right?
Right.
They try and do that like all day.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the animals get out, like when the tigers got out, they all run. So why you running now?
Right.
I mean, wasn't the whole point that you wanted to take a picture with a wild animal? Well, he's loose now. So I mean, I don't know what's the difference between when he. I know what the difference is, but it's
There
just,
ain't no difference. You went in
stupid.
his house and he snatched your
Yeah.
ass up or whatever. And then they don't even want to sit next to you on the airplane. And we human.
Yeah, yeah. So, and the thing is, like you said, they just feel entitled and empowered.
They do. They
Because
think the
it's-
rules do
it's
not
hard-
apply to them.
It's
Daniel.
signs everywhere that
Daniel.
says, "Don't cross the barrier."
Daniel.
Don't touch
Daniel.
This is
What the
Confession
fuck are
Thursday.
you talking about, man?
Confession
You done hit
Thursday.
9 topics that we did tonight. Did you go camping?
Did you go
Did you
kill
go
me?
bad
hell are
camping?
you
Were
talking
you
about,
touched?
bro?
Were you touched? Were you touched?
You ain't got to worry about that. I ain't been camping.
Have you been touched though?
I'm talking about the animals, though.
Oh,
But
oh.
have
you
you
touched by animals?
Have you been touched by a camper?
Have you been touched by a camper?
By I want to ask y'all something though. What y'all think about Cardi B though?
Oh,
Did you just move it again, nigga? We talked about that yesterday.
No, you didn't.
I don't,
Yes,
think,
we
I don't
did.
think anything's gonna happen to her.
She said,
The men are not going to come forward.
"Yeah,
Oh, no, the
he
men
gonna
aren't gonna
confess
come.
that they got their money took it."
The guy did come for it.
Oh, a guy did come
One
forward?
guy did come for it.
Yeah.
It said she took my money?
Who cares?
It didn't
Niggas
happen.
Well,
be
she can
talking
pay him
about
back.
drugging bitches, shooting niggas.
That nigga trying
and
to
all
get a
types
check.
of
Ain't
stuff.
shit
Who
happening
cares?
here. Sweet Walker Joe, don't come up on her. Anyway, Daniel, anything you want to confess right now? Go on, let it out. We here.
We're here for you.
I confess that you still look like you in your second trimester, you big pot-belly motherfucker.
Oh,
shit.
Wow.
That was
The
the best one.
hostility.
All right, thank you for the phone call.
The hostility.
Still so
Yeah,
angry.
don't call up here with two comedians in this motherfucker.
I know. He
Tear your
tried.
ass up, okay?
Brand new nigga.
Right. Yeah, we true to this game.
Hey, so I know y'all say y'all don't really mess with wildlife, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say you're on a game show, you have to make $1 million. You have to either walk across a safari or swim from an island to island.
I'd do the swim.
I'd
You
swim
would go in
more.
the ocean?
Yeah. I'd swim more than.
I mean, for a
'Cause
meal, how far I got to swim?
Yeah.
Like 2 blocks? A block? 2 houses?
Let's just say a mile.
Remember,
A
when
mile?
you swimming, you don't know what's coming.
Underneath you.
Yeah, but sharks don't.
I will put
You
something
have to have
on
some
me
blood on that.
to
You
not
say,
make me
you just
attractive.
say,
Don't have a
I gotta
cut.
swim
I'll
and then
put a
cut
scent
me.
on
That's
it.
something different.
Did you guys hear about the guy who got eaten by the whale?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
about to say sharks is not is your least concern.
A
Yeah.
whale? I
Yeah.
can see a whale.
The
I
guy got
can,
eaten by a whale and he
What if
survived.
it's a lake?
I can outswim
How
a
about
whale.
that? I do it in a lake.
I can outswim a whale.
I was in the
You know how big
ocean.
whales are?
Manatees
I'm
outswim
a
whales.
manatee, man.
I was in the ocean one time. I was about waist deep. We don't go no deeper than that.
No, black people
And the
don't.
wave was coming.
We
so
don't
my
ride
brother
waves and
like
shit.
my brother like, man, just jump when the wave comes.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So the wave come, I jump, and the seaweed hit my chest. I went in straight
Screaming
panic
like-
mode.
You
I
was,
sound like Ray. I was like,
you was screaming like
Nigga.
Sweet Willie at bank.
At band camp.
I thought it was over.
Stop, guys! One at a time.
Touching
Like, I don't want no s'mores.
That hot dog is burned.
That's hilarious.
Hot dog is
I'm
burnt.
too close to the fire.
Don't push me in. I don't like nipples.
No more.
No more.
Hilarious.
Oh, it's so
Then you
funny.
gonna call her with that goofy shit. I didn't know what the fuck he was saying. And then let me ask you about how you go to Cardi B from that shit.
What y'all
For
think
being
about
touched.
Cardi B?
This nigga 65 years old. What you think about Cardi B? You too old to even know what the fuck going on.
Cardi
Nigga.
B said she had to do what she had to do to survive.
She showed
And
it.
if a nigga came out, he's soft. How you gonna go?
Man,
She
Rick
took
Ross
my
said
money.
he put a Molly in the bitch drink and did nobody say a word.
True that.
And she
Well,
didn't even know it.
actually,
so.
he did get dropped from his contract.
Okay, but he's not going to jail.
That song went platinum. But you know.
And so did Cardi B. So she got a Grammy.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Great show. Give me information.
Well, we got another
You
call.
got another
sweetie.
phone.
Who the fuck?
I mean, they just keep calling. I'm telling you, this is my day. This is my day. I'm coming on Tuesdays. So.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
It's Thursday.
What's up? This D-Calls, y'all.
Oh, what's up, D? This is the one that confessed to us the
Oh,
other
my
day.
God. I hope I don't
About
regret
the dead
this
dad.
shit.
Yeah.
Go
God
ahead.
damn.
Go
Come on,
ahead,
nigga.
D.
We here for
Go
you.
ahead.
We
We
here
here
for
for
you.
you.
What can we help you
Hey,
with?
y'all leave my boy Willie Sweet. Man, leave him alone, man. That's
will
all I
not.
do, man.
So?
Was you the camp leader?
Are you the smorge guy?
Oh, fuck that. Hey, let's change this shit before y'all start making me the joke of this shit.
You know it's
man.
coming.
Well, you called up here, nigga.
So you about to
subject to
confess,
ridicule.
nigga. Go ahead. What happened
You
to you?
subject to ridicule, nigga. Tread
No,
like
on the flip side of that, being accused of certain things, my cousin was accused of messing with his daughter.
Mm.
But the thing was, he had a bitter ass baby mama who told her, if you go downtown and tell them that he touched you, I'll get you a bike and some Jordans.
Mm.
And she did that. And to this day, this was years ago, to this day, he still has to register as
That's
a sex
fucked up.
offender. She went down there when she got of age because her mom died. She went down there and said, my dad never touched me. Never touched me. All he did was ever love me. And they said, well, you know what? The state done picked it up. So he still has to register. So I think 2 or 3 years when he has to register, he goes back to jail. Because he said, I will not say that I did something that I didn't do.
Oh wow.
Well, you know what? I hear your pain with your friend and stuff. Tell him to call me. Maybe we can send him to band camp.
I mean, he can s'mores with us.
Yeah, you know, we got some hot dogs we're gonna roast later. I mean, yes, man.
I got a quick question for
Yes,
you.
darling.
When you came here to the Fort Wayne Comedy Club, did they treat you right?
Absolutely.
Like, did you get?
Absolutely.
Can you get Speedy here? Can you please get Speedy here?
Speedy don't want to leave.
Because Shane came here and killed it. Hope you came here and wrecked it. Can you please get
I would love to
Speedy
go
here?
there. Come on, hook it up.
Okay, we'll make it happen. I know the guy personally who books the room. We'll make it happen.
Thank you.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna send you to camp, nigga. You got all this information.
But I want to go. That's the problem with me.
I don't give a fuck.
I want to go. I got a lot of information.
Foster Silvers is registered as a sex offender. My friend had a kid with some Foster. Well, she's dead now, but
wait a minute.
she did. She died. Renee.
Where are we going with this shit?
She was on Soul Train with me. She died. She had a kid with Foster
Hey,
Silvers.
Pam, niggas is dying from Soul Train. I don't know if y'all still want to keep claiming that shit.
I know, right?
Nigga, I might have danced on it, but I don't want to say it right now. It's been a great show.
Yes.
Give you information there, Hopi.
At hope.flood on Instagram. Look, y'all got more calls. At
Jesus
hope.flood on Instagram, Hope Flood on Facebook. Y'all can hit me up if y'all, I'm in the cannabis business. So hit
Somebody
me up.
told me to ask you about that too. Romardo did.
www.highhopes.biz. I make everything, infuse everything. Anything you want, I could do it. And I ship every day to clients and stuff. And we are healers, not dealers, and it's all medibles and stuff. Now, I can get you some weed, but I'm just saying, whatever, it ain't what I'm trying to do.
We got a phone call.
Okay, phone call.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Peace to the rollout experience. Anthony from New York.
What's up, Anthony?
What's up, Tony?
I know it's late. I was able to get it in.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring, since y'all mentioned the R. Kelly thing a little earlier, I want to say this because there's one aspect that people are not looking at that I think we need to pay attention to, and that is the idea of having more, a man having more than one woman. And that's what they did not like, because what was showed when those girls were interviewed. Now you can say whatever influence he had over them or whatever, but when you see them defend him the way they defended him in their situation and their arrangement, they don't like that because they never want black men to have more than one woman. Now, I'm not doing it. I'm not saying it from the standpoint of a sexual gratification. I'm giving it from the standpoint of responsibility, because they're monitoring us online and everywhere, and they see several communities where this is growing, and they're doing it responsibly. In the Moorish community, you have aspects of the Moors that are doing it. In the Hebrew community, also there's a community called the Asura Sex Society. They're doing it, and they're making it work, and you actually have different responsibilities that the women have, where you don't even have to touch.
I think what is being right, but I think it's more accepting because now it's on TV with the side bitches winning and everything, and it's a shortage of men.
And that's what you're gonna have to deal with.
We are gonna. I said, you know what, I said this 10 years ago in my comedy, and the women didn't want to hear it. I told them, I said, y'all not gonna want to hear this. We all gonna be sharing a man eventually.
And that's in the word too, by the way.
Look, years ago, this was about men of means being able to do this. But we're talking about regular men, because you're going to have a big time shortage. That's why the Bible, I'm not a Bible quoter, but I know in Isaiah it talks about you're going to have that day when women going to take hold of, 7 women going to take hold of one man.
You know, I ain't really into it, but I went to church. And,
listen to this, Speedy.
Oh, my bad, man. I thought you was at camp.
Do you want to go?
And she might be black.
Right.
Look here. The Bible's going to say, you're going, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man.
That's true.
And they're going to say to him, I will eat my own bread, meaning they're going to buy their own food. I will wear my own apparel. Just let me be with you. Basically.
Okay, I'm with it.
And I got to say,
7 motherfuckers I got to deal with. Yeah.
Last part, I'll leave you alone.
No, you
ain't leaving us alone. You call back like Sweet Willie.
No, you're going to leave, so I have to leave.
Yeah, I'm trying.
The problem is skewed because people don't want to deal with, because we always have it in the context of religion, and people rejecting whether it's Islamic, Hebrew, or whatever, but nature, naturally, and we're the culture where we're in America. If you just deal with nature itself, whoever carries the seed, that's who's supposed to choose, for the most part.
And even the animals have more than one mate.
Yes, but let me say this. I'm sorry. Meaning that
You're not done.
Okay, Pastor Jamal Bryant.
We're trying to get out this campfire.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Yeah, bring it home.
Bring it home, Pastor.
If you're a farmer and you get ready to plant, I don't care if it's collard greens, cabbage, or
You don't
whatever,
plant one plant.
The earth. No, not that you don't plant one plant.
Okay, I'm trying to help.
Try to help your story.
When you plant your seed, the thing that you do is you make sure that you plant it in fertile ground. Now, that's a double entendre when you're dealing with
I can't get pregnant no more.
women. You're making sure the womb, the head.
Neither you or Pam. That might be a good match.
When you plant in that ground, when you see them earthworms spinning, you know that's fertile.
Are
ground.
you talking about earthworms? I quit, nigga. This nigga.
Okay.
All right. Anthony.
Okay, TD fake.
You go to earthworms. You know when the earthworms come.
Yeah.
I fucks with the earthworms.
Yeah, I fucks with them. And they got 7 women.
Yeah. They got 7 worms to a worm.
You can't call up here with us.
Don't call here no more. I love you. You gave us the experience, but we're not gonna just move this to earthworm. Now, earthworm. At what point I have never said the word earthworms till you called it.
Ever. I don't think I've ever said that in my life.
You know,
it's like retarded.
Hope, just because he's fucking earthworm,
Right.
fuck 20 earths.
Yeah.
To get 1 worm.
Get 1 worm. Okay,
Earthworm.
TD fakes, have a good weekend.
Let me just say,
I checked out. I don't even know what just happened.
I heard what he said. I agree with him. It was a little long-winded, but I agree with him.
Because I heard you say I know what he talking about. after that.
He basically just said what I've been saying all week. When we
Yeah,
cover this
but where
topic.
did the earthworms come in?
He was just saying that when you see earthworms, that means the ground is fertile.
Wait, what does this have to do with R. Kelly?
Earthworms live in rich soil.
Because
If I see earthworms in my pussy, nigga get fucked.
R. Kelly is earth.
Hilarious.
We're the worms. We digging his shit up
Right.
for the world to see.
There you go. There you go, Speedy.
That's how you bring the shit around.
That's how you bring it home.
Because people are mad at R. Kelly for having multiple women, or they're mad because
for
they're
being earth.
For being worms.
Earthworm.
And we're the worms that dug up his dirt.
Yeah.
Don't dig up his dirt.
Pretty
Because
much.
It's okay for him, and they
Don't go
Society
searching.
don't want to see a black man with multiple women in the earth with the worms.
Because you dig up the worm
Yeah.
in the earth, I see your shit.
That's it. I got it. Speedy.
We got
Great
it.
call,
Amazing.
nigga. Fantastic call. We figured it took us a minute.
Call back.
I feel like I just watched us.
Yeah. Anyway, call back. Call back again next
Call
week.
the metaphor.
Figure it out afterwards.
I'll be here all week. Call back.
Figure it out.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh,
here they go. Answer the phone. Who
I
is
need
this?
some chocolate or something. I'm
We're
about
going
to
to
die.
answer it. Campfire.
Hot dog.
S'mores.
Band camp.
Worms up.
R. Kelly.
Pick a subject, nigga.
Yeah, come on. Who is
Phone
this?
call, man.
Who is this? Who is this?
Hello.
Peace. When you
Nigga, did you call back?
all you have to do is make sure the ground is fertile. The ground will not reject the seed. as long as
Nigga,
it's
did he
fertile.
finish the conversation? What you had? Hold on.
No, he been talking. We hung up on nigga. He's still talking.
The line just clicked back in.
The man was given the responsibility
To the worm.
Whoever carries the seed,
Uh-huh.
that's the one who has the responsibility.
Are you a 5%er? Because you're in New York. Are you a 5%er?
And when we look,
Bean pie, my
what
brother.
we're in right now, we're in a pimp culture, and women get to choose the men.
I'm gonna give y'all
man,
that
God wanted
Hope's
man to
website
choose
again.
the woman. Now, that means that you don't. That doesn't mean that you have to go along with it. You can say no, but we should be about doing the
You get this
investigation to determine whether or not you are.
And see,
fertile
in the
enough, not
government
only
is like the
womb,
mama bird. You feel me?
Right.
And we the baby bird. And when the worm
Right,
comes,
nephew. Right.
that basically means.
That's undercommon, but hey, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got you, nigga.
I got you 100%.
Thank you for the
100%.
phone call again, nigga.
Okay.
Don't call no more. We
Y'all
trying to
had
leave.
back-to-back calls from the same motherfuckers.
Third time.
Oh, my God. I think
Same
everybody's
nigga.
called at least
We on
3
speed
times
dial.
a day.
Yeah.
It's
Sweet
me,
Willie gonna
y'all.
call back and say,
I didn't know
okay.
you get speed dial on the iPhone. How do you get speed dial?
Right. Sweet Willie in the car right now in the garage.
Call
talking about, I need to call back again because they
Let me roll this
misunderstood
window
me.
up. I don't want to die yet. Speed.
They misunderstood me. Hope, Auntie Hope, check this out. At
Now,
17.
They keep moving his age to make it fit.
Right.
This nigga said earthworm.
Hope, give me your they want it in the chat room again.
Oh,
your
www.highhopes.biz.
Hi, H-I-G-H.
Is the S on there?
HIGHOPES.
Dot
biz. And you
There we
can
go.
order
And your
from,
S look like a worm.
Yes.
Woo, some focus, nigga.
Because it is wicked.
Wiggly.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, juice, everything. Alkaline and
Why didn't
CBD
that come
water. Everything that you need.
Oh, it's
is
the edit
Cookies.
and try
you
again.
name it.
High hopes.
High Hopes.
You sure that's your
Spell it
shit?
again.
H-O-8, wait,
Oh, shit.
I'm high. High, H-I-G-H-H-O-P-E-S .biz.
Nigga, it's not in. It says edit, try it again.
Yeah.
That's it.
That ain't your shit. Try it again.
Is it apostrophe in
Maybe
there?
you need to go to camp.
Is it an apostrophe?
Look at it again. I'm
Is it
like,
a ha?
H-I?
You did spell high with an O at first. H-O-G-H.
Check it out again.
That's Nikki Pam ass.
That ain't it, Hope.
That ain't it. That ain't your shit.
www.highhopes.biz.
That ain't your shit.
That ain't it.
Well,
Let me take the www off.
Take the www off.
Paste it and just send it to her.
I don't know how to do all that. That's beyond my
copy
pay
and
scale.
paste, nigga.
That's beyond my pay scale here. Okay. Let me see.
Let me try this.
It
Nope,
come
it
Ain't
is
your
not coming
shit.
up.
Well, you won't be getting no deals today, nigga.
It said nope.
Just go to your page. Tell them to go to your page.
Let me see. Is it on your social media?
It's
She said, huh.
I'm Skinny Hope.
Let's see. Hope.
Okay, I just pulled it up. That's it. That's Pam raggedy ass phone.
Let me see. I'm going to your thing. I don't believe
Here
it.
it is right here, Pam. www.highhopes.biz. www.
Girl, it's not active because you on Wix.
It is active.
It just you did no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's you on Wix. Why are you on Wix?
What is Wix?
That's a
Where
website.
she built it on.
It's active. Go to menu. You see with menu and pull up the menu and everything.
You just did. It went off.
It's there. Highhopes.biz. And I'll be counseling every Thursday. I'll be on the Rolling Out Show. Call in.
Call in.
We'll send you the band camp.
It is High Hopes.
Yeah, we'll send you the band camp. Okay.
All right. Well,
Hey, look, y'all try it for yourselves.
try it again.
Highhopes.biz.
Oh, they said it works. Okay, T Smooth said it works.
try
It
this
worked.
one
It
more
worked
time.
for them. Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Why
Don't
isn't that
call
working for me?
in
You're
unless
right,
it's
yeah.
really, really we need to hear your story. Cage, give you information. Thank you.
No, all right.
Hope, give you information.
At hope.flood, highhopes.biz, hopeflood.com, hopeflood on Facebook. I'm a Facebooker more, but I'm starting to get into Instagram. And we're going to send Speedy on the road. We're going to come to a city near you real
Y'all
soon.
gonna go to what do you say, Indiana or what?
In Fort Wayne, Indiana Comedy Club. Was very nice.
I would
very
love to go
nice.
to that club.
Yeah, Speedy, give him your information, Speedy.
No, it's
Nikki
another
Pam.
order. It's Nikki Pam first.
Okay.
You can reach me at Nikki Pam on everything.
Nick.
I will not.
All right,
Okay,
good.
he said no.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. Happy birthday goes out to Lady Gaga, who is 32.
32.
Oh.
Derek Carr is
That's a
27.
hard
Who's Derek Carr?
Football player. Vince Vaughn is 48. And
okay.
Salt from Salt and Pepper is 52.
Cheryl.
Pepper's here.
Her name is Cheryl.
She look good.
Yeah, she does
really
look good.
looks good. She look like, she a dime piece. Fantastic show.
Always when I
want to
come.
thank everybody that called in. Want to thank
we
Sweet
thank all of
Walker for opening up to us. He never does, but now that we know you're a rape victim,
Wow. That's awful.
shout out to
We should get the
Sis.
Law and Order
It's like
like
saying
when he calls in.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I need that.
Oh, you gotta download it.
I
I
gotta
think I'm gonna call
download.
cold case. I
Yeah.
think it's cold case.
The cold case, then we go.
Yeah, you got a reported story that we need
report
to
it first,
yeah,
and then we
Yeah.
can open the file. on
Yeah,
it.
it's because he's very traumatized.
And shout out to my boy from San Diego who just called in with some random shit.
Yeah, they all did today.
And shout out to Anthony with the worms.
Yeah.
We get the
I learned a
worms
lot.
early.
I learned a lot. I'm gonna get me some worms right
When
now.
last time you have never been on a radio show where the earthworms came up?
No,
Never. I've
It's
never
a
heard it.
one-of-a-kind
Sweetie.
show. I mean,
Yes.
they may not be on tomorrow or next week. But I'm just saying,
One of a kind.
keep tuning in.
Keep
We'll
hope
be back.
alive.
Keep tuning in. We'll be back soon.
Fantastic show. You guys, pray for my son, my older son.
Which one? Not the one that's
Donald.
gonna get us out the ghetto.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Brooklyn.
not
Okay,
that
not
one.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn cool.
Brooklyn.
All right.
Pray for my son, Donald.
What happened?
What
to him?
happened now?
He's fine. Just keep him in your prayer.
You
Is
know
he
what?
back in
I do have a
hospital?
praise report. I was in Atlanta, and Pastor Jamal Bryant, who took over New Birth from Eddie Long. I didn't like him on that show, The Preacher Show. I didn't like any of them. Even that John Gray, he's under scrutiny right now for his side bitch, and he went out and bought his wife a $100,000 car because he caught cheating, and then more stuff coming out talking about he didn't have sex with her. The side bitch saying yes you did, and when you came you spoke in tongues. I said good pussy will make a nigga speak in tongues and stuff or whatever. But anyway, so more shit is coming out about him. But Pastor Jamal Bryant, I didn't like him because on the Preacher Show he was very arrogant and stuff. But he's a good minister. He's got a good word, and the things they're doing in that ministry. But anyway, my cousin and I was in Atlanta 2 weeks ago, and I said, I won't look at the church, but I'll listen to the sermon as I was packing my bags to leave. And I listened and we prayed. And he said, expect miracles today, miracles next week. And I can honestly say, me and my son, and you know how I feel about my son, we have been, you know, kind of on the outs for about 9 months. I hadn't seen my son because it's time for him to grow the fuck up. And we enable our children and stuff. And it was hard, Nikki Pam. It was so hard. My son is my best friend, my heart and my soul. And so we hadn't talked and stuff. I took the cars back. I just let him fend for himself, you know, whatever. And because he needs to hit rock bottom, because he needs to understand I'm all you got, you know, whatever. He's not disrespectful, but he's more unappreciative.
Spoiled, maybe.
Spoiled. I ruined him and stuff. But I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna keep owning that after you're 32 and 33 years old. And I told him, when you stop listening to me.
Are you opening it?
I'm at
That's
kind of
what I hear.
I'm at band camp. I went to band camp. And so thank you for listening. Okay?
What is about this house? You keep opening up to each other.
And so I have been praying, and the pastor said, expect miracles this week. And he called me out the blue. And he came on Tuesday to my show. He's here now. We've been hanging out and stuff or whatever. He's my ride or die and stuff. I just ruined the kid, and it's my fault. But I'm not gonna keep holding that and stuff. And he needs to understand that I got grandkids now that I need to help and everything. So that, and then I haven't been able to see my granddaughter and everything. So I've been praying about that. And then my career is kind of, you know, stuff is happening. And so I just want to give a praise report. So next time y'all come, we're gonna do praise reports.
Oh, short.
Jesus.
That's why
he was 3.
This is why I don't come here. This is why I'm come here. Where you been, boy? That was a long shit.
On the phone talking to your son.
Oh shit. We was like shit.
Out in my kid or something.
Clap back at your ass.
Yeah, you know the gays do that.
So we over there.
Thank you guys for listening to the show. It is the road.
Thank y'all.
Ray, give you information, man.
No.
Mr. Ray.
That's
What
all
is
you
it?
need to know.
2 S's, 2 R's.
2 S's, 2 R's.
2 S's, 2 R's.
It's a long story.
Okay.
The gayest motherfucker you meet.
Oh, wow.
No, I know some gay people say, my boy said he is a super power
You know what? I was thinking the other day. I was kind of sorry. I was mad at Ray. I really needed help with my hair. I was like, I live with a gay boy. He can't help me with my hair.
He's not a typical gay.
That's
He's
my
not
fucking
traditional.
luck.
He's not a
Oh, he don't do
traditional
hair.
gay.
I'm not a traditional gay. I'm more of a millennial
it
gay.
annoys the fuck out of me, too.
I have a friend like that. We went
gay help.
shopping.
I'm more of a technology hands-on.
My
Yeah, I
friend
call
from
it my
DC, my friend
Instagram.
from DC, we went shopping. I said, "You're not gonna carry my bags?" He said, "Hope I'm not that kind of gay." I'm like, "Oh wow."
You're like, damn
Sidebar,
it.
did you ever figure out why that font comes up on your phone?
Yeah, I hit the F on there.
Okay.
I know it was like really weird. I was like, "Pam."
She's like, why are you yelling at me? I'm like, I ain't yelling at you. Bitch, I don't know what the fuck I did.
Thank y'all for opening up to our show.
Sweetie, do you have anything you want to say or confess? Or, I mean, it's that time.
Now that you asked me.
Have a good one, y'all. We'll see you.
It's the roll